How is everybody today? Hope everyone's doing great. I think I'm doing all right. A little tired. That's all right. Haven't really been following too much on DSP. I understand he's been rather boring the last couple days, so that's good. Why is it like this? This is Gundam. Yeah, so I guess we're going to be done with Pirate Yakuza either this stream or the next one. Probably going to be 3 or 4 more streams. But yeah, apparently he lashed out about being poor again. He has a real problem with this because it doesn't fit with his narrative. You can't think he's poor because a poor person isn't respected by society. He's not poor. He just begs professionally. You gotta understand, he's the beg king. Goodbye, get the hell out of my face. He's the beg king, so he's not poor. Anyway, what else? He's playing nothing but garbage this week. This is gonna be a rough week of restreaming. Let's see. Yakuza, Smart Guys. Day off on Friday though. That's cool because that's going green as this Friday. And Black Ops multiplayer. Oh, fantastic! Can hardly wait. Yeah, let's see him discuss how he's not poor. How's it going, Lake? How's it going, everyone?
Something.
I'm not broke.
This literally is a situation
not
where
broke.
I'm in dire financial straits, and if this stands, where I'm going to be making half as less money on YouTube as I ever did before, starting now.
I'm glad he was able to get through a weekend without being a complete train wreck for once.
Reclaimed, you know, credit card bills are going to go default. I'm probably going to have to declare bankruptcy. I'm going to lose everything.
Right, Renamwin. Whereas before he said that begging works. Now, I don't know about all that. Well, it does work, but don't call me a beggar.
So now someone says your mic is cutting out. Is the mic cutting out? What are you guys saying? The mic is having issues? Or are you guys all full of
Dude,
crap?
I can't hear what your questions are.
A lot of people
Questions
on
are
Kick
because I
always
can't
full
hear
of
you.
crap. And if they're full of crap, I'm just going to ban them right now. How does the mic sound, everybody? And you better be truthful.
Well, you're not even allowed to give feedback anymore.
They're full of shit. Okay, I thought so. A bunch of
Ban 'em.
assholes over there. Okay, as long as you guys say it's good, that's all I care about. All right.
Yeah, so long as you reinforce me, we're good.
Clearing your throat just asking for the chat. Oh, there is. Of course there is. Thanks for asking.
There was a troll super chat. Thanks, stupid. It's just hilarious. Just listen to this. Begging is not a business.
That's correct. Well,
Okay.
I guess
My model is that I
continue,
give you
Phil.
content for free, you enjoy the content, and then you support it. Me sitting here and saying, hey, I have some goals for support, let's hit them, and then giving you positive reinforcement for it, such as, hey, if we hit the goal, we'll have a celebration. When we hit a certain amount of goals, we do a
But
big
it's not really a reinforcement if no one but you experiences it. How is it a reinforcement? Hey guys, if you guys give me enough money, I will eat in front of you. You all love this, right? You guys enjoy when I eat in front of you? That sounds retarded. It sounds like a satire of a king. For real, but I guess that's him, you know. The king would announce that. Send out my squires and so forth. Go put the notices in the town. Oh, look at this. The king says that if he gets enough taxes, he will grace us by eating a feast on the balcony. Yeah, we need to get on board with this. That's retarded. Not doing it. Anyway, the begging is not a business thing. Well, I mean, I guess if you're a grant applicant, you know, that's technically a job. It involves a lot of begging. That's what DSP should have done. He should have been one of those grants writers. Well, not the dude who writes grants, but the guy who writes to ask for grants. That kind of thing. And also, DSP's analogy doesn't really work here. If you're enjoying this content that I give you for free, then you guys should support it. Then it's not free. It's kind of mandatory at that point. It's, okay, imagine you owned a sandwich shop, but then next to the sandwich shop, there's this dude who just kind of stands there and begs for money all day. And he doesn't do anything, but I guess he's dressed okay. This is just for the analogy. He's just dressed okay. And the guy says, whoa, dude, look at me. I spent all this time dressing up nicely. You should like this. You should give me money. No, there's no obligation whatsoever. That's the whole point. People are supposed to support you out of the good of out of their heart, you know? They're supposed to support if they enjoy the content. Or if they straight up want to. But DSP doesn't really look at it that way. He has to tell you over and over again, you should support this. Why? Because I said so.
War.
You should give me money because this is free.
Oh, economy is down, inflation is up.
Could you imagine if Phil set the standard for streaming and everyone begs like him? Oh God.
I also heard this.
God, has he not ruined enough of the internet?
You guys just, you're a broken record. No, the point is not.
Did you guys hear that Steel Ball Run got announced?
Yes, you're right.
I'm sure you're all as hyped as I am.
Because as you know, guys, just so you
DSP
know,
should like it. It involves horses.
Down, inflation is up. No one is.
Well, he only likes one horse, and even then, not really fond of her.
Streamers right now who are streaming who are getting insane amounts of contributions from dummies. You know, none of that's happening. No. Didn't you know? There's a
insane contributions from dummies. What if they enjoy the content? Oh, that makes it stupid?
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's not begging.
No feed, Zambi.
Imbecile. Begging is when you sit on the street with nothing to offer society.
That's
and
correct.
You shake a cup and you say,
but DSP, you're an innovator. You're an innovator, and this is a perfect freeze frame for this. DSP, you invented digital well, he didn't, but he revolutionized digital panhandling. It doesn't matter if it's on the street. Can you not beg in a house? Can you not beg in a barn? Can you not beg on a house or on a boat with a goat? Can you not beg anywhere, Dr. Seuss? But DSP says now you have to be on the street to beg. Well, what if I'm on the sidewalk, DSP?
Alms for the poor. I'm not a poor.
Yes,
okay?
you are, Phil.
I'm not. I make a good living because I provide content.
No, you make a
like,
good living
and
because
when
you
they like
beg
it,
for money
they
constantly.
reciprocate.
That's not begging.
Oh my
That's
god,
business.
this dude.
If you think that's
Yeah,
begging,
exactly, Silent
you're
Weapon.
just dead wrong because you're a jealous imbecile who wishes that they could have everything that I have and you don't.
Like begging?
And you're just so jealous about it, you can't come to grips with reality that I have a business that has been successful now since 2011. That's right.
Oh, that's gonna
I've
be
been
rough.
doing this for a
Paper
living
thin, Glenn
for
Hall. I agree.
14 years. And I'm going to do it for as long as I want, as successfully and to the level that I want, doing the content that I want.
Yeah, right.
And
Like a
there's
bracky.
nothing you can do about
It's holding your
it.
pinky
That's
up.
it. Your jealousy, your incredible jealousy, is embarrassing to humanity. So please shut up. But thanks for the super chat. I appreciate that you are supporting the content, even though I didn't even ask for anything.
You did.
There you go. There was no begging required. You just forthcoming with the support.
Beamer, for the life of me, I do not know what DSP thinks that he provides. I know what he said he thinks he provides, but he's clearly insane. There's not a single thing DSP provides that's worth money. And pretty much the only thing that could exist that's worth money, he has shut down utterly and completely, and is such a piece of shit that you wouldn't even want to give him that money anyway. And the only way you could potentially justify giving this dude money is because it pisses him off whenever you say something like this. But then, as he says here, yeah, I got your money, so whatever. So it's still not a good idea. But in terms of what does he offer? I offer robust gameplay. No, you do not. Your gameplay sucks. I provide chill, meaningful content. No, you're aggressive and combative all the time. I provide good insights on things. Your insights are like a caveman. I'm not interested in what a caveman thinks. Well, unless it's an actual caveman. I'm not interested in what a caveman thinks about anything. Okay, well, you guys might be interested in my history as a Street Fighter player. We know your history. You sucked and you got bullied all the time. What's the product here? What's the product here? The product is the begging. If you guys enjoy my begging, please contribute.
So thanks. Ralph did a $5 super chat and says, is street performing a business? Streaming is similar to that. Yeah, it is. Absolutely, street performing is a business. Did you know?
Well, I've got a fun little story here. See if you guys can guess what town or what city I'm describing here. My wife and I went on a vacation on the West Coast, so that's a bit of a hint. And we were enamored by a street performance team. And what exactly enamored us to it was that I wish I could record it. I wish I would have recorded it in retrospect, because it was DSP as a street performer. And that they did a couple of the flips and tricks and whatnot, but then like maybe 30 seconds after, they did this prolonged super beg. They tried to make it into a comedy skit. They were even saying, hey, there's a CVS across the street. Why don't you all get a job there and then come back and put some money in the bucket? And I'm telling you, it went on for an uncomfortably long amount of time. So DSP does kind of still exist out in the real world in different manifestations. So don't pretend like street begging is immune, or street performing is immune to begging.
Performers have to
not San Diego.
report all of their income, all of it, okay? And they have to pay taxes on it. It's a business, 1,000,000%.
How's it going, Neil?
Registered. They absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, right, medium wear.
Performers in the United States are
It was San Francisco.
and
Come
have
on.
to be treated as such.
Yeah,
correct,
random one.
100%.
Exactly.
If they don't, they're breaking the law. Now, does anyone go after them? Who knows, right?
Not really.
Then again,
No
the
one
average
cares.
street performer probably, quite honestly, doesn't make as much.
I mean, if you're a
as
street
people
performer, you
times
could
streamer
outrun them
like
by
me.
doing all your flips and shit,
They
right?
don't.
And that's terrible. That's such a terrible thing.
It looks like his shirt says King Retard there for a second. Tell me I'm not the only one that saw it. I mean, if you look really quickly, it looks like it says that.
That's such a terrible thing.
Yeah, it was San Francisco.
So maybe they get away with it. But me, everything I do is done properly, reported properly.
I would assume that
I did not know that, the one who
expenses are
weighs.
including everything that I do. Okay, that's related to the business, and that
It's
could
positive
include
reinforcement. Behold, burger.
mortgage, any insurance that I'm paying that relates to the business, health insurance and or medical costs,
Got a medical
legal
cost for you.
costs, and that what I'm talking about is my tax attorney, but also other attorney and things that I've been involved in over the years, which
claimed properly and or paid for properly. I pay a lot of taxes. All right, so there you go. But yeah, no, it's. I would argue.
Also,
like,
I missed it, but notice how when he described what a beggar was, it was the ultimate extreme. And because DSP is not this old, because that's how he works. That's why it is that no criticism will ever be levied against him, because he's not the extreme of things, except that he is the extreme of things. He just doesn't see it. Unless you are a straight up mega hobo on the side of the road, begging for alms for the needy, like some sort of 16th century beggar, you're not actually a beggar. But that's not true. I've walked past dudes who were like, hey man, spare some change. That's begging. That's it. A guy who's more or less dressed normally saying, hey man, can I get some change? That's begging. But what DSP does, that's not begging, because he's not wearing hobo gloves with holes in them.
Like a comparison.
Now, if we reach the goal, he might put some on.
Their craft for free, and then if you like what they just did, you support them. Yeah, I would say yes. I would say that it's very similar, but the virtual has become way more predominant than the IRL, right? Street performer maybe was what laid the groundwork for now the online content creator.
All right, DSP, let's play this game. That gymnastics team or whatever that was doing the street performance that I was discussing, they're a little bit too proficient. Let's go with a DSP street performance. A DSP street performance would be he just kind of stands there, rocks back and forth, like T-poses occasionally, and kind of makes dumb faces. That's his street performance. He says burger and shitty dicks while flailing about with his arms up. It's not even like good flailing. It's just kind of sad, dead guy flailing. And so you walk past him and you kind of laugh at what you just witnessed. And then he starts following you. He starts following you around saying, hey man, I think you should pay money. You're enjoying my content. Why am I not reaching the goals? If we reach the goal, I'll put on that silly hat. And if we reach the even more goals, I will go across the street to that Burger King, get a burger, and eat it right here. What's not to love? And then do that for every single person who walks past him. That's worse than begging. It's straight up harassment.
Okay. Let's see here. The Go did a $2 super chat. Why do you make your wife work and cook when you make $140,000? When we come back, we can order, because now
I want this guy wants to be killed by Phil.
What happens in the next part? All right, guys, seriously, let's just do it right now, please.
Oh, excuse me.
You guys are teasing me here. My wife downstairs wants me to order the food, and I said,
how's it going, Chris?
I didn't hit the goal yet. She's like, yeah, but I'm hungry. I want to eat.
Yeah, exactly, Red One. He has a little Street Fighter cabinet set up, and it's little puppets behind the screen.
Well, you have absolutely.
Because, he's got no power out there.
No idea how much money I make. You don't.
So are you poor or not?
All the morons who try to, he makes this, he makes that, he makes this. You have no clue.
Okay.
Because you actually can't quantify what I make. You don't know what % of anything that I get on a stream I actually keep and how much goes to taxes or whatever. You have no idea what's real or not.
Yeah.
Right? I said
that's not
before.
good or medium
You
wear.
literally have no idea.
That's
if I've
toxified.
ever received a tip. They could all be real. They could all be fake.
But you said they're never fake.
Real. Some could be fake. And the truth is, it's none of your business. Get it? It's my business, not yours. So all these morons out there who try to figure this shit out, Phil made this, Phil made that, Phil made that. You don't know what I make. I could be making 3 times that.
You have bankruptcies, DSP. You have spending projections. These are all things that are perfectly capable of calculating with people who are more opaque than Phil. People have similar business models, or at least in the sense that they make the same amount of money. So you could compare it to that. You have people who've been doing this longer than him and who are more successful than him, who can tell you where he would be at roughly. There are far more intelligent people out here than DSP will ever give credit for, because DSP is the smartest guy on the planet. That's why he can smile and talk all smug like this, because he thinks that it's impossible to know things because only he knows things. You guys don't know shit. I do, though. But then it doesn't really matter how much money he makes, because the criticism remains. It could be $2 off, it could be $1,000 off. It doesn't matter. The criticism remains. You're making all this money and you can't do shit for your wife? You can't do anything for her? You've got enough money to support all this and you can't do anything for her? Hell, let's say he's making a fourth of that much. Hell, let's say he's making an eighth of that much. He still couldn't do anything for his wife? Pathetic, man. Oh, but look down on me, Phil. I'm stoked as hell, Josuke.
And I could be making 1/3 of that.
Suicide rates have dropped to next to zero because of that announcement. Let me tell you.
And you know, it's that stuff's positive, and there's other stuff that's positive behind the scenes.
Exactly, Scott.
The fact that I might lose my fucking
that's what's up, Tino.
Over something that I have nothing whatsoever control over or to do with.
Exactly, medium wear.
That's the worst feeling.
He can go from being broke
now,
to I'm not broke. Also, you guys don't know what money I have.
She wants to. She doesn't want to sit around the house all goddamn day. Okay? Because by having her work, it alleviates the financial responsibilities around here. Instead of it all being on my shoulders, it's a second income that goes towards very important things.
Like what?
Okay.
Snacks?
Our finances are
those are
set up in
important.
a certain way on purpose. So basically, allow me to
that's
explain
fair.
it in the best
Exactly.
way possible. Okay? Let me see if I can phrase this in a way.
Now let's do
that
the
makes
animation. Come on,
sense.
bring it up. There you go. It's
Fuck off. Go fuck yourself. Mind your own business. What my wife and I do is our business, not yours. And you don't know better than us, so kiss my ass.
very good. Very appropriate, DSP. I feel like you've proven your point, and everyone respects you now.
It's always been literally an open door policy. She could have come in here at any time.
Well, she could, but she'd have to take the hinges off. Have to grease her and push her through. Oh, man, that really triggered his ass. Okay, pay me to clean my damn closet. Didn't we just do this? What video? Oh, this is 10 hours ago, so we're doing the closet thing again. Fuck off, fix yourself, mind your own business. What my wife and I do is our business, not yours. You don't know better than us, so kiss my ass. Okay, there's a million reasons why the criticism is legitimate. One, the very first reason is because, I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you alleviate some of the responsibilities of your wife? And if she really likes working, getting out of the house and all that, okay, whatever. But I still think that he should do more for her because, frankly, she looks like she kind of needs it. And also, isn't that what a husband is supposed to do? Supposed to take care of his wife as best he can? He seems to have a very hands-off approach to taking care of his wife. He rotates her for bed sores, and no, he can't do that because he has a bad back. Okay, well, he thinks about rotating her, which is honestly just as good, really. The other thing is that DSP has spent his whole life looking down on people. He has criticized everyone for every little minute shortcoming that they've had. Now, it's not vengefulness, because I had this conversation recently because I was talking about this. I don't see it as a vengefulness when you throw it back in people's face like this. I don't. What I see it as is that this guy created the dialogue. For 17 years, this guy has more or less made it okay for him to criticize everyone for every minute failing and call them a bad person because of X, Y, and Z. For DSP, you're a bad husband if you even look at an attractive woman while you're married. But for me, I mean, I don't really see it that way. Mostly because both my wife and I are both looking in the same direction. But for DSP, he can determine all these things. He can decide what's acceptable. He can determine what's right. And is it any of his business? Of course not. It's not his business to dictate those things. It's not his business to tell people whether they're happy or not. He says people are miserable and horrible and live wretched lives because they're not like him. The man who begs but also doesn't beg. So he has made it clear, made it extremely clear that these kind of comparisons are acceptable. So when you use those same kind of comparisons on him, when he gets all pissy, he has no reason to be pissy. This is why when you're setting the dialogue, you set it better than this. You set it in a position where people won't be coming after your throat because you came after so many other people's throats. But he'll never look at it that way. And the reason why is it's not even special to Phil. It's a narcissism thing. Narcissists truly believe that you are not allowed to look down on them. You're not allowed to use logic on them. They are somehow invincible from that. They're above human interaction. They're above criticism. So, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
What the heck? A pig with a...
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He's always the Guyana girl. He's always criticizing game devs for using their money incorrectly. I heard Cat is very insecure and controlling. Probably.
The whole game you're trying to save the pig's life. Help!
My closet?
has once
Speaking of being
again
rude, I feel like you
become a
betrayed
cluttered
this weekend
mess.
because
You
you
ready
said
for
if you were
this?
going to do an LT Dreams lies, dude, I wasn't feeling good. I'm still kind of recovering.
So that's my closet.
Oh
curtain.
God, what the hell?
And as you can see,
But yeah, I'm sorry.
my
I'm sorry
vests are
about that.
hanging. Look at the floor. My whole closet is like that. I'm not kidding.
So it's a
here's
dump?
what happened. All right. Basically, I changed my setup, and as I changed my setup, I was buying
Just threw everything
stuff,
in there,
I was
yeah.
adding it, the boxes. You know, I have a whole bunch of stuff there for my backgrounds now that I'm kind of
Exactly,
rotating
Runamoy.
between.
Where do I line up
And
to
it's
be
a-
like
it's
Phil?
a cluttered mess again. Like no exaggeration. I can
No,
take a whole
Zambi.
stream, clean this out.
I've got a
organize
stack
it,
for you.
Throw out a whole bunch of boxes, a whole bunch of extra shit I don't need anymore because some of it's from my
Yeah,
old
who
setup,
wouldn't
I need
envy
to
this
more.
closet right here? I bet
So
you guys
we
wish
could
you had a
do
closet. You guys are too
closet
broke to
cleaning,
have
for
closets
sure.
full of
We
dumb
could do
shit.
it would happen.
That's how
Sure.
lavish
But I don't know how
DSP
much
lives.
cleaning that
He
would
has a
do.
closet just for his shit. What about you guys, huh?
Are you fucking
I didn't think
serious?
so.
We already did it once a few years ago.
Let's
and
just do it
definitely
again,
needs
huh?
It's a huge cluttered mess.
Just do this
But-
stupid shit again.
That's up to you. All right. And Usagi JoJo says, well, why do you have all the vests if you don't wear them anymore? But there you go, because I haven't done anything with the closet.
Throw them out.
Those vests have been hanging in the closet for 2-3 years when I was wearing them and everything. And now you're right.
Pay
I
me
don't use it
$2K to
anymore.
clean out my
So maybe-
closet.
maybe I pack it up.
Man, and people
right?
made
Maybe
fun
I
of
get a bin.
Asmongold Gold for
And I
cleaning.
fill
I
the
mean,
bin with all the
people
vests and
were
the hats
right
and
to make fun of
retire them for
Asmongold.
now, and that would give me a lot more space in the
Oh
closet.
wait, we
to
got
work with.
Cholo
I'd have a
outfit
whole
on.
top shelf
Hot
to
damn,
store
Phil.
stuff. I'd be able to stack stuff. You're right. So maybe that's part of the purpose of the closet clean out is we go through all the vests and the hats and we retire them, we store them. Right?
This is an
Oh
embarrassing
my God,
use of content.
sperm?
Not
So we
everything
can do
needs
that
to be
at 50
content.
goals
You
as
know what
well.
doesn't need to be
So we have all these
content?
good ideas now.
Cleaning.
This is good. It's good to have
Unless
a
it's some
bunch
sort of
interesting ideas that people
clown
write,
depot. Then you can
as
clean
opposed
out
to
of
having
there.
No idea what to do. That's what happened with the birthday marathon. We didn't know what to
Well, I
do.
guess
Now
this
we have
is a
tons of
clown
ideas.
depot. Never mind.
So,
Phil, you got
for
me.
me, I would say viewer's choice always works well. Okay, so I think
Viewer's
is a good
choice,
idea.
clean my shit.
The closet clean out could work. I mean, there's a lot of ideas. Let's talk about it, all right?
Phil, sometimes you are pretty innovative.
Paywall. You
Invests are back.
failed as a
It's
content
long enough to be
creator.
retro.
Let's get some momentum going here. How about this? Let's get someone to beat.
Is his
Black
current
Man's
closet
$5
worse
tip.
than the one he
Even
had in
if it's
Connecticut with all the
501, that's
statue boxes?
Let's
in?
get
No,
someone
the
to
one in the
beat
Connecticut was,
Gamer Steve
and
J's
I think you're talking about the
$10
Nook.
super chat.
No,
Let's
I
get
know
that
what you're
guy
talking about.
some
Yeah,
time.
you're talking about the closet. Okay.
Let's get
I was thinking of the
someone to
Nook where
beat
you had
the
all the
one
figures in
membership
it.
from Big Mac.
Oh, definitely the
And
closet there
let's
was
get our
worse. You
first
couldn't even
sub
use
today
it.
on
You couldn't
Kick.
put
We have
anything in
none. Right
there.
now, Kick has 0 support. Let's get some there because remember, let's get that momentum rolling. Once the momentum is rolling, then it's a lot easier.
Look, I'm
to
only
build
gonna
goals as opposed to,
maybe be
you know,
interested in someone cleaning their closet if there
starting
might be
from
some
scratch,
sort
basically,
of
when I jump
animal in
into,
there. Because then it's a waiting game until you find it.
when I jump into the gameplay portion, right? So let's do it.
Oh, there it is. There's that
I beat this
Triceratops I
Pokemon
had
membership,
cloned.
Crema de Coco. That's not how it works.
Huh?
If you become a member, I'll dance. How about that?
How about you
If you
kiss
don't
my
have
ass?
Any kind of decency or self-respect for yourself.
Yeah, right,
if you
Ramen
just make
Ramen.
yourself a living embarrassment.
He's like a
the
child
internet
doing
will
his
see you as
chores.
an
He's
embarrassment.
got to get bribed to
Put
do his
the
chores.
clown
And he has to get his
makeup on
bribe
so it
in
doesn't
advance.
wash off,
What a hero.
okay?
Clown makeup, eh?
This is so stupid.
I agree. Challenge is dumb. This shouldn't exist in games. You should probably try and hit it. There you go. There, and dead.
So dumb. Yes, I have to shoot the thing.
Yeah,
7,000
DSP is looking to
times
get
kill
one,
it.
Zambi, for the
Maybe I'll
next
try to go
DSP
behind
tries it. This one's a different one. This time, the thing tries Phil. You cut on the stream, it's a direwolf sitting there eating Phil, talking about it. It's very greasy.
What?
Oh my god, this is greasy. It's so
That didn't
oily.
even make any sense. I was completely in cover. It couldn't even see me, and I just died for no reason.
Yeah, well, that's gunfire for you, DSP. You don't see the one with your name on it. Exactly, the Human Centipede. He really does think either his life is so interesting that
It's one of
everything
these
should be
games where they can see
content,
you instantly. Just kill
or
me and
he's
I'll
so
try again.
greedy
It's
that,
awful.
well, I'm doing this
It's one
thing, I
of these
might as well
games
turn the
where they can all
camera
see you
on.
through everything. It's complete trash.
Not everything needs to be content. Frankly, most things shouldn't be.
We're psychic. We see you through the grass. We can see, we aggro to you instantly. We don't even know who you are, but we're gonna aggro to you instantly.
Do you think
Why
you're a
even
ghost,
aggro?
Phil? Do you think your character
Yeah,
model
I'm a
is just an
gamer.
arm with a gun?
It's the gamer shit. Hell yeah, it's a lot.
How's it going, Jadu? Oh shit.
Do it.
Oh, he's punching the shit out of you. He's rocking your crap. Alright, you better run away and shoot him. Oh shit, there's another one. And dead.
So now I'm a ton of dudes. I wanted to do stealth. But I
Oops.
take down one and the others all see me. How stupid.
Ooh, that sounds good, Pip Thing
What's up,
Glenhole.
real King Michael? By the way, I have the stealth upgrade.
It's like potions
I purchased
class.
the stealth upgrades, yet somehow they still all aggroed to me.
Is this game cool? It looks cool,
Dude,
but
that
Phil's
was
making it look like
no
shit.
lie, 2 wasted hours. 2 wasted hours, and there was nothing added. There was going to multiple bunkers. So maybe next time we play, we may actually finish Atomfall. We have to see.
I don't
feel
know.
like
Probably
we
not.
made strides towards the end of the story today.
Yeah, I guess
Thank
so.
you to everyone who attended.
But the only thing
anyone who
that's
watched
interesting
on
is when
demand,
he's being
and
a
of course,
crazy
anyone who
weirdo.
supported.
But he
Thank you
refuses
so
to do
much.
that in his
See you
own
next
little
time
way.
for what appears to be heading into the end game of Atomfall. Okay. And by the way,
Exactly,
I'm
the Human
guessing,
Centipede.
everyone, I don't know if it's really
I can
endgame
kind
or
of
not.
understand if he
Chief
enjoys
Seattle
streaming so much that he
did a
just wants to
50-bit
always have
cheer
it on
tonight
because he's having fun.
and says, I saw
But
two of you saying
it's
that
still
you
something you
love
should
Cool
stop
Cody
yourself from
Dick.
doing.
That was
What
clearly
arc you and
taken
Steel
out of
Ball run are you
context.
excited to see?
Remember the context behind what I'm
I mean,
saying.
obviously the
Great.
last arc, the
Yeah,
last battle's the
look at it as
coolest.
a ginormous
But my favorite
claw.
fight
It's
is the
like
fight against Tattoo
hugely
You.
massive, and he swings that shit around and like, you know, you gotta admire the girth. What do
If you guys
say?
will let me discuss JoJo for a couple seconds. So the battle that I'm talking about it's in part 7, and it's one of those examples. There's many examples, but it's one of the best salient examples of why it is that JoJo anime fights are just better than other anime fights because they do puzzle battles. They're puzzle bosses, except actual puzzle bosses. So here's the situation that's going on in this battle. Gyro and Johnny are cursed, essentially. They're cursed that they have to spend all this money before sundown. And it's like 4 hours until sundown. So they don't have a whole lot of time. It's like $2 million they have to spend. And they have to spend it. They can't give it away. They can't exchange it. They can't donate it. So what they have to do, and also if you buy something, you have to use that thing too. You have to get to a 0 point with this money. So that's the system that's in play here. Well, while they're trying to do that, they get jumped by these assassins. And the ability of the assassins is that they can crawl out of each other's body. So it's like you shoot one, another one pops up out of them to keep shooting. There's like 13 of these guys. So it's a real problem. And they can jump you by themselves. Well, they go through all these different places trying to spend the money. It doesn't work. And, you know, a lot of these things they couldn't spend all the money on if you wanted to. Because it takes place in the late 1800s. And they have, what, $2 million or something like that? So they can't buy a town because you'd have to do all that paperwork and shit. There's not enough time. Well, they find out the best solution they can think of. They go to a casino. And so they're at the casino gambling, playing blackjack, while exchanging gunfire with these assassins. And eventually it gets to the point where the assassins have them circled and they can't do anything. So the solution to the battle, skip ahead for anyone interested in watching, is the most obvious solution that was staring you in the face the whole time. They pay the bodyguards of the casino to kill these guys. And that's it. They used up all the money. They killed the assassins. We're good. And that's what's cool about JoJo's. Because if it were any other anime, it would be 93 episodes long. We'd have to get everyone's backstory, including all 13 of those dudes. They would have to talk about how when they were a kid, they always wanted to crawl out of another dude's ass or something. I don't know. And then every single person in the casino would have to have a backstory. And then no. Just fight dead. That's cool. I love that.
See, the support tonight is way, way slower than usual for this game. But we have about an hour left tonight. And we have only $27 to support. Now, guys, listen up. We just had 7 straight streams of hitting the goal.
That's true, because
That
Zambi,
is
they would have to
great.
have
It's
multiple
been a
episodes
great
explaining
week,
each card.
right?
What is
Sucks
the 3 of
because last
diamonds?
week
Well,
we would've had a whole
you
week,
see,
except that
back in
South of
2008,
Midnight and Pirate Yakuza saw us.
no, Lay, it does not waste time.
Let's keep that momentum going.
That arc
Tonight,
lasted maybe
please
6
support the
chapters in
stream,
the
even
manga,
if
so it's
you
going to be
don't like
probably
the
2
game.
episodes.
Support the stream because you support me and my content. Keep that momentum rolling, right? Despair. By the way, I really desperately need the money.
Also, to Human Centipede, did you
Help
notice
with
that
the
announcement
situation.
has the Fibonacci
So,
spiral in it if you
kid
laid on
kids,
top of it?
Save the house.
Of
We
course.
want to do a nice DSP trial.
Oh, Scary
this
Monsters
weekend
arc is
now,
cool.
And we could do it on.
It's my favorite
Tuesday or
character in
Wednesday
part
if we
7.
keep the
Love
momentum
Diego.
rolling. So let's hit the goal tonight.
God, I hate this
All right,
filter.
let's do it.
Terrifying.
Come on. Who's gonna do a nice generous tip? How about a super chat? Right now we have 1 super chat. We have 1 or
What's
2
better,
small
Assassins
tips.
or Templars?
We have 3
I don't know,
subs
man.
per
I like the
kick.
Assassins more, but sometimes those
Yeah,
Templars
no.
make some sense.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
look
we're
around.
done.
Sometimes you can come to that conclusion. Maybe
Donations.
people are too
I
stupid to
received
save.
a $121 anonymous tip.
Oh,
I'm
man.
really enjoying your stream. I
I'll
hope
bet
you
you
will
are,
continue with
me.
this game. Good
Innovation
Lord.
breeds
Every time
competition.
I play
While by
this
that
game,
logic, the other
someone
streamers are
comes in with
competing,
a
and what has
giant
DSP innovated?
contribution.
No more investment.
Yeah, it
Look,
just
look, look,
happened.
Cardinals, you don't understand.
So thank
If
you
you
for a
innovate, your grandfather did. He innovated a long time
$121
ago
tip.
by being
My
drunk
tip
on camera
innovations are
playing
manual.
games. Yeah,
My tip
see?
innovations are manual. I literally could have faked every tip I've ever gotten, and there's no way you would know that.
Oh,
I play
very
it once a
cool.
week because we don't get a lot of people who are that interested. To give you guys some perspective, we have 116 viewers on YouTube, and I have
Yeah,
a
Excalibur.
measly
Exactly. This dude's a lie.
35 viewers
Liar.
on Kick. I barely
He is
have
a lie, too.
150 viewers
Everything about
when
this
I
guy
play
is a
this
lie.
game, okay? So this by far is my least watched playthrough ever.
Oh,
I'm not
damn.
even exaggerating. This is the least people I get on a stream of anything I do.
Yeah, because they're over at
But whenever I
PWR
play
stream.
it, someone comes out and supports big
Oh,
time.
Paper
So
Thin
that's why
Glen
I
Hall.
am
It's
keeping it in the rotation.
Science of
You
Selling
know,
Yourself
what
Short
I'm doing
from
here.
Lesson
And
Jake.
I hope you guys
And its
understand,
ability
you know,
is
I
its
play
pig
it,
roach
or
luck.
if it was
All
garnering
critical
ratings,
saving
it
throws get a
doesn't
plus
garner a lot of attention.
5,000.
It's such a
All
great
other
game.
throws,
It's
all
kind
of
of the
them
polar
get a
opposite of what
negative
people like to
minus
see me do.
5,000. Or just minus
But
5,000.
I do enjoy it.
So he
It is
can't be
interesting. For
killed,
one stream a week, the thing is,
but
you guys are okay with me
he
playing it once a
can't
week
kill
like this.
you.
It's going to take at least
And the
another 2
solution
months.
to
I'm
the
not getting
battle
to beat it. Like,
is to
now,
walk
since I
away.
say you're about 35%
Like how
through
you're
it.
supposed to deal with Phil anyway.
So,
You just walk
there
away.
you have it. If you're okay with these 2.5 hour streams once a week, and this
No, Demon Centipede. I do not play mobile games. I have some sort of weird stance against it. I refuse to play them because my phone is for browsing YouTube and cyberbullying.
It's completely different from things I'm used to playing. It does pique my interest when I play it, and someone supports it every time. So
Yeah, right, Scott? People like
there you
this
go.
dude.
What I would say is this: it would be great for those of you who are
Exactly,
watching
Cardinals.
and
He
stuff,
invented
sure
being
would
the
be great
king
if you
on
could
the
get more
internet.
support in regards to views and engagement, because it's hard for me to justify doing these streams when I'm barely getting any views on this, even on demand. You know what I'm saying? But it is getting support. It's kind of like the situation that I had with Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh my god, he's drinking toxic toilet juice.
See, they pussy. Yeah, and then, and when he says that, Zephin,
It was a 120
you just have to keep moving.
That took me
'Cause he
4
can't be
straight months of
beaten.
playing it in major streams to beat. While this, I literally can play once a week, and maybe we'll beat it within a couple of months, right?
You have to
I'm
be
very
like
curious
that
to see what
dude
people
in
have to
that
say. Maybe I'll talk
moment
with people
on
the
Boondocks.
podcast tomorrow.
Wait
If
a
you have
minute.
feedback, please leave comments on the video.
I'm not an
Thank you
idiot.
for watching Disco
Just walk
Elysium.
away.
Another solid stream of progress. And thank
Where are you going? This is a perfectly good opportunity to waste a lot of your time.
Because I had to protect my ego. It's delusion.
Oh, nice, Phil.
Actual egotistical delusion. He has such a giant inflated egotistic head. He legit thinks he's God's gift to the world. Like that guy is like, I can't imagine.
Oh,
how
I
he
didn't realize his
holds
screen was
ego
inverted. I
in
thought it
his
said
head.
2502. I
Has
thought, wow, we're in the
exploded
future.
The way that he acts and thinks. There's still this back here.
Nah.
And it's still
I already have my gotcha addiction. DSP is my gotcha addiction. Any stream, we could have the potential of getting a 6-star flip out.
I love it.
The last 6-star flip out we got was that spoon rant.
Is a mobile game.
We got a bunch of 5s after that, but that one was a good 6 one.
Indoctrinated children who send him money.
And this one's cool because you don't have to spend money, but you do have to spend time, which is arguably just as valuable. Or more so. Anything else from this jerk? No, that's all stuff I've watched. All right, well, I didn't watch this one. This one's pretty old. This is from 8 days ago. It's when he was doing his drinking session, and I guess I just skipped it.
And if this stands where I'm going to be making
Love Train's gonna be
as much
cool as
money on
hell.
YouTube as I ever did before, starting now, I'm going to lose my house. I'm going
How's
to
it going,
have all
Heinz?
my shit reclaimed. You know, credit card bills are going to go default. I'm probably going to have to declare bankruptcy. I'm going to lose everything.
Well, he did, Human
Except
Centipede.
that's not actually
He
it.
did say
You
that
ready for
exact
this?
word,
Ladies
those
and
exact words,
gentlemen,
but I altered him to
present
be like
you the real
Phil
main
appropriate.
event, the real moonshine, the stuff that'll put hair on your chest.
Oh,
Ladies
really?
and gentlemen, I present to you.
Well,
Old
as a
Smoky
stupid kid, I clearly
Blue
need that.
Flame moonshine.
This guy's such a dweeb.
Are you ready for this?
Look at it. It looks like real
This
moonshine. It's in a
Old
jar.
Smoky moonshine,
It's legit.
128
What a mark.
proof. This is over 60%.
What a
liquor,
chump.
64%
Put hair on
liquor.
your
It
gout.
is the actual strongest, most concentrated
I have
liquor
ingrown hairs
I
in
will
my
ever
gout.
have had in my entire life.
Endings. In these 18 months, Phil
Oh,
spent
yeah.
around $44,000 on microtransactions. These are not the only purchases, which shows his dysfunctional
How's it going to put
nature.
hair on our
In
chest?
September
Yeah, exactly. I'm
2011,
not drinking
the
it.
month the Vest streak ended, he spent $258 on
Oh
alcohol.
my lord.
These are all reasons why Phil cannot state his bank account was accessed, because it would simultaneously
The store
prove
text be
that he
funnier
is
if
an
he didn't get his
alcoholic with a
bankruptcy.
gambling addiction.
I don't really know.
So everyone
Probably.
explains exactly how it works, or everyone understands how
Strongest,
it works
most
before we even
concentrated.
get into
Yeah,
the
Greedy Piggy. They
marathon
make
today.
that shit in a laboratory,
So,
alright?
every
It's definitely not some
$100
factory
of
that just
support
pumps
I
that shit
receive
in.
today, you guys
It
will
also
choose
put
which
gout
you
on
want me
your
to
hair.
do. Do
Oh
you want me to do
no.
one of these shots? Do you want me to do the
Gotta drink
core
more cherry
moonshine?
juice.
Do you want me to do the blue
Yeah,
flame?
sorry.
And I'm
I
hoping
got
that today I'll be able to try it
dreadlock
all.
gout.
Like, obviously, I
It's
wanna
really
try
bad.
both
Need
moonshines.
to
I
rub
like
cherry
when the
juice all
99
in
proof
there.
stuff tastes good. So hopefully we get a good variety of stuff today, okay? But I have to lay down the law.
DSP
because
should grow
something
out some
happened a month
dreadlocks.
ago during my 5 Nights at Freddy's marathon. Do you guys remember what happened? We had a 5 Nights at Freddy's marathon, and within the first couple hours, I had a few shots. Everything was going
Big ups,
fine.
Armored Cereal.
Then we actually played a bunch of the games. I had food, and pretty much my entire buzz was gone. All right.
Oh,
so the
that's too
entire,
bad.
like,
So we
last
should get
2
more
hours of
booze.
This marathon, I had no liquor in me essentially, and I was just normal.
No,
as we wrapped
the
it up.
Human
Then
Centipede,
all of a sudden,
because
in
it's
the
packaged
final
and mass produced,
hour
that
of the
automatically
marathon,
makes
as I
it
was basically
unauthentic.
wrapping it up, and I was trying to do my conclusion to what
Come
I
on,
thought.
dude. Unless
the
it's
Five
in
Nights at
a
Freddy's series,
bathtub
having
and it's
played it during
extremely
the marathon.
suspicious looking, it's not
All of a
real.
sudden, an
And
insane
sorry, but
amount
that's
of
the reality
support
of it.
came in. Do you remember? It was like a giant super chat and a giant super chat and a bomb of subs and a
Oh wow,
giant
Phil.
super
That
chat.
sounds awesome.
And it all hit at once. But here's the problem.
Oh,
with that.
that's a
The marathon
problem.
was over. So I was like, well, now I owe you guys all these shots. So I was like downing shots, downing shots.
Oh wow.
And then the
Ooh.
marathon went offline. You guys
How's it going, movie
didn't
Sonny?
benefit from that because you didn't get to see it. And then after that, I'll be honest, it was too much, and I was kind of like feeling like I drank too much that day because I did it all
Well,
at
got to
once.
keep
The whole
drinking though, because
idea
that was your
is
promise.
to pace it out. So that way I'm kind of buzzed all day and having fun.
What the heck? A pig with a party hat.
Look at the little
Hello,
pig dude.
Mr. Piggy. Ziggy Piggy.
I'm not
Same
used to
thing.
seeing this without the
I'm
filter
just
on.
gonna tell you this right up front. If I'm feeling like I drank
Right
too
on.
much, I'm gonna stop. All right. I don't owe
Then you're gonna refund the
anything.
money.
This is not a
No, okay.
contract that I
Okay.
am owing you. Like, let's say, for example, today it's my birthday and people are very generous and I raise a bunch of money. That doesn't mean I owe you 20, 30 shots and I'm gonna kill myself.
I mean, it kind of does mean you owe that, because it means that you're supposed to follow through on your word. A person is their word, right, Phil? That's why DSP's hardly even a person.
Sorry, it's reality here. This is not some
Then
fucking
turn
stupid
off.
jackass show
Then turn off the
where I'm gonna
donations
be
after a
sitting
while.
on thumbtacks and stapling my fucking balls to my leg and drinking so much that I need to go get my stomach pumped. This is not what DSP gaming is all about. If
No,
you're
it's
here for
more
that, you're in
about
the wrong
getting money and
place.
not
This is
following
supposed to
through
be
on the
about having a show
promises. That's a
fun,
bit more
having a good
realistic.
time. I don't owe anything.
No, you can
I'm
probably
doing
make
it as
better
a fun
moonshine than what
thing,
DSP had, and you'd be an
so
amateur
I'm going
making
to pace
moonshine as well.
myself.
That'd be
I
pretty
don't owe
hype.
anything. Exactly.
That's going a little shadow.
No refunds because people are upset because I didn't do 17, 18
You gonna play
shots in a
SD
row and
Generation?
kill myself.
No,
This is,
because it's a mobile game list. I don't play
realism,
mobile
not
games.
Your weirdo world of fantasy where Phil kills himself on his birthday stream. That's not.
I mean, that would be fun,
Okay.
Phil. Come on now.
Oh my god.
Come on, Phil. That'd be a great birthday.
So FYI, at the end of the stream, if all of a sudden in the last hour I get a ton of support, don't expect me to grab the blue flame and just chug the whole thing. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, you're not
Think
cool enough
about
to do
this
that.
Rationally, what would
Yeah,
be
me
the
too,
best way to go
Josuke.
about this? If you're going to support the stream, support it up front or support it slowly over the day.
God,
Don't
now
wait till
I
the
have to
last
get
minute, 'cause if
ways
you
of
wait till
donating the
last
money.
minute, guess what? Then I'm not going to be able to drink it all. I'm not going to be able to even pace myself.
It
I
didn't
can't
used
do
to be
20
what
shots
DSP
in the
gaming was
last
all
hour,
about. It is
right?
now, though, right?
So if you're going to support, do it up front. And I'll start drinking now, and then I'll owe you guys shots. And every once in a while, as I'm getting, oh, I feel
You
it's
just said you
dying
don't
out, I'll
owe
take
us
another
anything. I'm
shot.
so
See what I mean?
confused,
Do it
Phil.
slowly,
How's this supposed to
safely,
work?
fairly, and
Can
in
you
a
sign
fun
up a
way.
contract so I can not read it?
All right, does that sound good?
No. Fuck you. What the fuck?
I have my lawyer look
From
at
Only
this.
Iced I almost said Only Iced Idiot. I'm sorry.
That seems
I really
appropriate.
didn't mean to say that. Only Iced Infinite. It says, happy birthday, Phil. Thank you, Only Iced Infinite. I appreciate that.
That's gross,
Thanks for the
cartoon.
first tip of the day, $10. You are not an idiot. You are a generous
You are
supporter,
definitely an idiot.
long-time viewer, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Wow, some stupid idiot.
Yeah,
donated
right, Barry?
$50.
Exactly.
Awesome. I'm glad that you are, and thank you for the super chat. Then Tech25 ASMR does a $20 super chat and says something negative because what they're trying to do is get me down and get my attention, which they're not going to do. So watch this. You ready? Ready? I'm going to watch this. He says, I have a question. Why do you mock Revutech USA for consuming edibles when you are a self-proclaimed recovering alcoholic but still drink? You even take shots for money. Very hypocritical of you.
Yes, this is correct. And that's the problem, DSP. This is why it is that you don't shit on people all the time for everything that they do. Is because you probably have equal things that you're guilty of as well. It's just something you're supposed to know as you're growing up, man. Everyone has dumb shit that they get involved in. Everyone has dumb things that they think or believe. Everyone has dumb things that they enjoy, you know? As Stan Smith said, dumb bitches like dumb things. And that's true. I like dumb shit. So I can't really criticize people that much. I do because that's what the internet is for. But realistically, everyone can like whatever they want. Just as I can like what I want. It just so happens that my things are better. DSP, though, he wants to shit on everyone, but you're not allowed to shit on him. But I don't understand why not. This guy is the logical dude. He tells us all the time that if we were just logical, if we just had more intelligence, if we had a brain between our ears, we would be like him. So how is this logical, DSP? How is it logical to have standards for other people but not for yourself? That person is 100% correct, DSP. You have no defense against this. But I'm going to see you lie your way into a better reality, I'm sure. So let's hear it.
If you don't understand the difference,
yeah, Cardinals, I contributed to DSP's downfall.
Edibles to get through his streams, his normal work day. He's eating this stuff live on stream in front of everyone and proclaiming he's doing it, by the way.
So
you can't compare that and see the difference of me doing a marathon stream every once in a while as a celebratory event. And
there's the difference. There is the difference. If DSP does something occasionally, it's not as bad as someone else who does something regularly. Now, does that person do it regularly? Well, DSP doesn't really watch the content, so he can't actually know that. He can't know how regular it is. And he himself, Mr. Review Tech, has said that he's been off edibles for a while. So DSP's still wrong. And how does that make any sense? Okay. Well, I just killed a guy once occasionally. How is that as bad as killing a bunch of people more often? Well, I mean, it really comes down to splitting hairs at that point, but you're still a murderer. And no, I only killed one person. I only killed one. You killed 5. I'm not really a murderer, if you think about it.
Thank you for people supporting me and having this liquor as a rare
It doesn't
thing,
matter
as a
the
gimmick.
systems that you
People
put in
ask
place
me,
to
"Will
make
you
it
drink
happen.
tonight? Will
It
you
matters
drink
that it
tonight?"
happens.
No, I literally save it just for marathons. That way it's something special. I'm not doing it too much, and it's paced well, and it's not unhealthy for me. That's the difference.
All right, Phil.
If you don't understand the difference, I can't help you. You need to go talk to someone like, I don't know, a psychiatrist or something.
Yeah, I need to talk to a
Because, again, some people
psychiatrist
just
why
have this
DSP is so
simpleton
stupid.
mindset, and they think that everything in the world is black and white, and they can't even make simple comparisons between things to see the difference.
And it's weird. It's always weird that the comparisons leave DSP innocent. Isn't that weird? Every single time there's a comparison, it's wrong because DSP is innocent. You can never make a comparison that makes DSP look bad somehow.
You have money, you scam people, you're gonna spend it on burgers?
PC do what Nintendo don't, get a Steam Deck instead.
Oh, thank you very much, Wolf Midnight. I appreciate that. PC do what Nintendo don't, get a Steam Deck instead. I mean, yeah. I've been done with Nintendo since the Wii, frankly, because as soon as I saw the Wii, not to sound too much like Darkside Phil, but I saw the motion controls and I thought, that's just not what I want to do. I don't want to flail to play my game. I don't even want to move to play my game. I want to do max vegetation. I want to recline on my couch and basically not move. I want to sink into the couch as I play a game. I don't want to be wiggling around and shit. What the hell? But with Nintendo products, I often feel like I'm not missing out on much. Like, what was I missing out on the Wii? And I'm sure you guys could list a ton of games that are really good, but you know me, I've got really dumb specific taste. What was I really missing out on? Same thing with the Switch. What am I really missing out on the Switch that wasn't available anywhere else? The only thing that was kind of bothering me was, what was it called? Ex Machina or whatever, that mecha game. It's on Steam now, so whatever. Same thing with the Steam 2. What's gonna be on the Steam 2 that I'm gonna be rushing out to buy it? Even the new Souls game doesn't look particularly good to me as soon as they said that it's multiplayer exclusive just about. And I'll skip. I'm good. I can watch gameplay on YouTube. Hopefully DSP plays it.
You an intelligent person. That's on you.
Thank you very much,
But thanks for the
Wolf
super
Midnight.
chat.
I appreciate
that is
it.
the biggest super chat so far today. It's just a shame.
Comparisons
that you had to say
always
something
leave
stupid and
DSP
negative. I had to
innocent.
kinda,
Do you
like,
wish
call
SC
you out
Generation?
for it.
Yes, I do.
So I can't help
Lewis
that you're
Martin.
stupid and you don't understand intelligent, like, conversation and intelligent commentary on something and criticism. So sorry that you're stupid.
A Heart Haven with the $2 super chat.
Also,
Aren't you a
DSP
former
said that he
alcoholic?
needs
It's
to
a
take it to
parody.
get
What
through the
fuck,
day. You
guys?
don't know
I mean,
that,
let's
Phil.
can we be very honest here? Again, if you don't see the difference between someone who I used to drink literally every single day, you could see it in my content. We're talking over a decade ago, where every night I would take a ginormous transparent cup, plastic cup, and I would fill it up to about here with rum and fill it with about this Coke Zero, mix it up to the point where it was like not even dark color because there was so much rum in it. And I would sit there drinking that cup every night as I recorded gameplay. Hence why you could see back
hope
in
so,
the
the
day
one who waits.
my playthroughs of Fallout 3 DLCs and things in the middle of the night where I am completely shit-faced drunk, okay? If you don't see the difference between that and me maybe once every month doing a marathon where I have some shots during the day, I can't help you. Your stupid is showing. And you
No, DSP, your lack of humanity is showing. That's what's happening here. Because realistically, DSP, these people in a roundabout way are reaching out to you. They really are. And it's what's been said a million times. Tevin says it and Logan repeated it from Tevin. The worst thing you can do for Phil is help him. And that's what people are doing. They're saying, hey, Phil, you're a former alcoholic. You probably shouldn't be drinking so much. And DSP's answer is, you don't know how life works. No, that was people advising you on how to live. Furthermore, if you're a former alcoholic, you shouldn't put yourself in a situation where alcohol is readily accessible to you. You know, I'm a former crack addict. I used to be on crack all the time. You guys watched my content. I was playing Fallout 3 and I was on crack and I was, flipping my shit. But now, a couple years later, what do you guys think if maybe just maybe, let me spitball this on you guys. What if I got crack? Just a little bit of crack. And if we hit the goal, I can have some of it. What do you guys think? That's cool. No, okay, I got some dumbass in chat saying, well, aren't you a former crackhead? Look, dude, I'm just having a little bit of crack. It's okay. Now, I'm not going to tell you if I have more crack in this house. I'm just going to tell you that crack is going to be part of the equation. Sound good? Sound good? No, man. Doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good at all. That's why they're saying it doesn't sound good.
You need to work on yourself because I can't explain how stupid you are to the world. I just can't. You'd have to justify it. And
now, guys, you guys gave me a bunch of money. I can't do all this crack at once, though. It would kill me.
I can't help.
Got to space it out.
Okay.
Very good. Refreshing.
So it's a me, Ken. FYI, you gifted a whole bunch of subs last week, remember? And they were great and they counted.
Exactly like
But those
record.
last few subs you tried to gift on Friday, I believe, never counted. And now you just tried to gift.
It's celebration
more,
crack.
counting.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not
It's
showing
fun,
up.
positive
It's as if
crack
your
that
cards
everyone
getting
can enjoy.
because they're not showing
And
up
they're
anywhere in
designer
my
crack.
income or
I got it
anything,
at the
so I'm
crack
not getting
store.
those. So FYI, it looks like he tried to gift a bunch too, but they're not going through.
Yeah, that's
What
true.
happens
Human
is
centipede.
sometimes you can try to do it and your card gets declined, but then the pop-ups happen anyway, but they're not going through. It's a me, Ken. The ones you did earlier.
This seems like
now they're
something
not
you should
anymore.
talk to a person
So you're gonna wanna have
privately
to check
about,
that out,
DSP.
so you're not wasting your time here.
Okay, never mind.
Error.
So 128 proof.
Look at
that's
this
why there's a
crack.
blue flame on there.
Pretty good crack,
128
huh?
proof. See
I will only have this if I get the
All
money,
right,
though.
we're gonna
You know what I'm saying?
Old smoky moonshine, blue flame. See that?
I see it, Phil. I'm
There we
not
go.
blind.
Remove the sticker.
All right.
Okay.
Void
Sticker has
if
been
removed.
That's right. Alexander says.
Don't worry,
you should
I'll
use
pull
whatever's
it
left to clean the
right into the
toilet if it's
void.
really
My
that
stomach.
strong. Yeah. It's a
Yeah, that's
really that
true,
strong.
Tino. I've got to get the
All right, so
designer
open the
cocaine.
jar. Hopefully I don't make a mess. See, I'm a little nervous about shit spilling everywhere. Oh God, they filled it right to the top too. Shit. All right, I'm gonna smell.
It's not
it.
right to the
I
top.
can't
I'm
remember
looking at
this
it. Come on now, Phil.
This is like,
How are you going to say, see that,
God.
see that, see that? And then when I can see it, you lie to me.
Oh my God. That smells
This is former
like
alcoholic
pure
talk.
Alcohol. Like that. I don't even taste any. There's no flavor. It's just pure alcohol. What in the hell?
You should throw
Well,
something
everyone,
in there.
Happy birthday to me.
Throw some
Thumbs
salsa
up.
in there or something. I don't
My
know.
first ever taste
What do
of
alcoholics drink with their
insanely
moonshine?
Strong
Oh,
120.
Mountain Dew. That's right,
moonshine.
Mountain Dew. Throw some Mountain Dew in there. That's what it was designed for. For anyone who doesn't know, Mountain Dew was designed to be added to moonshine. Oh God.
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's actually not as bad.
ST Gundam
It's
G
very
Generation
strong,
Eternal trailer.
but it actually doesn't burn.
Well,
as
is
bad
he
as I
alive
thought it
now?
would. Like bad liquor, typically it tastes like you're swallowing needles or razor blades. That actually wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad. You just described something horrifying.
$100 tip from NDO 103.
You described what happened to Doppio and JoJo.
Oh, come on.
It's not that bad, really. I'm tasting a shit ton of blood, but it's not that bad.
You got to do me a solid. I want to try the other one.
I'll look it up.
We already just did the blue flame. I think
Man,
he did
turn
this
this
tip
shit
before I
off,
done the
man.
blue flame. So we're gonna do the other one.
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
Steep.
Little PB Energy with a $2 super chat.
Gundam.
Happy birthday, King. 43 is the new 16. I do not want to be 16 again, that's for sure. 16,
You sure?
You're a teenager, you're angsty. You don't
You're
know
angsty
anything,
right now.
right? You have
Phil,
no
you're still
experience in
angsty.
life. You're all upset about everything.
That's
constantly.
you.
Thankfully, I'm not there anymore.
Uh,
I'm much happier and calmer
Come
now.
on, sir.
in my
Now
own
you're
life,
messing with me.
and I'm enjoying life a lot more. I keep telling
The
people,
trailer's
I
12 minutes
enjoy my
long. That's not a
life, my
trailer.
middle age, because I'm 43 years old. I'm over the hill. I'm enjoying my
Oh, here
life
it is.
today way more than when I was younger, like a teenager. Way more than when I was in my 20s. Way more than my early YouTube days.
I'm done with you, Phil. Shut up. I don't want to hear your stupid ass coping right now. I'm watching the Gundam trailer. Alright, let's see what's going on here. It's just him still. Oh, cool, we got Gundam X! Oh shit, that might get bought then. Who's in Gundam X? Oh damn, this does look pretty hype. But it's a mobile game, I don't play mobile games! Oh shit, that guy's blowing him away. A bunch of seed characters, you can cut all those dudes out. We got the Gundam, Zeta Gundam, Double Zeta Gundam, Shining Gundam, let's name them all. We got Wing Zero. And Gundam X! Alex, GPO-1, Easy 8, Strike. What else we got? Double O Quanti, Age, G-Reco Dude. Damn, it's moving too fast now. Stop it! Blue Destiny! Hell yeah, I love Blue Destiny. And the Zuda! Zuda's the coolest. That's some pretty obscure dudes here. Wow, Night Gundam's in this? Alright. Night Gundam isn't even canon. But that's cool, the Blue Destiny's there, and the Zuda? Man, the Zuda's the coolest. Alright, what's Phil up to? He's got to be back by now. Shit, he's still not here. Damn it, the game does look good, but I don't play mobile games.
My life today
Continue,
is
Phil.
much better. Some people don't believe that. They think like once you hit middle age, like your life falls apart or something. I guess for some people it does.
Yeah, it's because he
Also,
was
if it
miserable
happens,
back then,
it's
although he
gonna
should
fuck
be
you
wanting
over.
to be
So
16
no,
again because physically
don't let that
he wants to be 16 again so he can
overtake
make all
your
the better
life. You
choices.
have to be-
I would
you
think
have
so
to
anyway.
Focus on the positive. You have to focus on being here with me. You have to focus on being here.
Focus on
positivity.
being here with me? I don't
You
want
have
that.
Fun on stream and stuff.
Alright, well, shit, I guess DSP is just not going to be here yet. Well, I'll wait patiently then. Need a WPIG style pull redeem, but we pull for Gundams instead of Hogan's. That'd be pretty cool. It's like when Phil says he doesn't play mobile games and knew every aspect on which to play and spin on champions. Well, I know that much because I'm a huge fan of Gundam. I don't know anything about how they would play in the game. I mean, I know a little bit from playing SDG Generation Genesis on PlayStation 4, but it's all pretty intuitive to how the characters played in the show. Come on, Phil. How's it going, Catsper? Would DSP make different choices if given the chance? No. He would make different choices, but they would somehow end up being worse. He would spend all his money investing it in Bitcoin and then crashing it or something like that. I don't know. Is that Candy Crush Gundam? The gameplay looked pretty cool, but you might be a nerd. Oh, I'm a geek. What's going on, Phil? Why are you always late, man? Wait a minute. I just noticed something. Logan K's streaming. I'm gonna restream this dude. And he's got an LTG reference as a title. Very nice. Alright, let's try and see some man hitting. We're restreaming you, Logan. Better not say any slurs.
I'm gonna check the production room again.
Yeah, check the
they're not
production
up
room.
there,
There's a
I'm just
bunch
gonna
of
go for the
production going on
jungle,
there.
to be honest.
They're producing more crack for Lynn Tries It.
Nope.
No crack. Let's get out of here. This place sucks. Bring your,
I'll check the jungle. He
Oh, shit.
might have gone to see the shaman.
He sees you! Big time!
It is. It is an LTG reference line.
Fantastic.
It absolutely is.
Yeah. I can smell LTG references.
Someone in my chat on the last Hitman stream I did made that joke, so I couldn't resist.
Fantastic. There's nothing better than stealing a joke, because by the time you've stolen it and gotten away, no one can really call you on it.
I've never seen the Revolutionary this far in.
Oh shit, DSP's here. Sorry, Logan, we're gonna have to go to the superior streamer. 17 years experience.
Yakuza in Hawaii, and I'm about to
Already
finish.
worse
We
gameplay.
are
There's no
really at the
gameplay.
end now, thankfully. We've got the end of chapter 4, which we are.
Oh, that'd be
definitely
great,
gonna
Game
cover
Master.
tonight.
Another going
And
green.
we've got just chapter 5, which is the story finale.
Why is DSP dressed this way? I just realized.
Side questing in the game. Even though there are a lot of side quests left to do.
Do you want to pull a
there's still like
gold
5 or 10
double X
different
Gundam
side
or a
quests
6-star Joseph
in
Joestar? That would be hype.
that we could have done. But we have been playing this game now for 2 months.
But I have a
Actually,
master
wow.
grade Gundam double X. I can
You're
hold
not
it.
aware.
I don't.
Update the game right now.
Not digital.
Out in February.
I can paint it. I can't
Yeah,
paint my
you can believe
pixels.
it. So because of that, it's been 2 months of
Oh,
play.
that's
We're
good stuff,
30
Gatsper.
plus
I've had some of
hours in
those.
and still not done. We've got to wrap this up because we got new games right around the corner.
All
In
right, then
fact,
wrap it up, idiot.
Next week, there's the new RPG that I'm.
Zambi, you can do anything if you're
excited for.
angry
Clear
enough.
Obscure Expedition 33 looks really good. Graphics are great. Looks on par with like Final Fantasy X, kind of mishmash with almost like Lost Odyssey, 2 outstanding RPG games. So
Who knows,
we
Irie?
need
Maybe
time
she
to
thinks this
schedule,
is hot.
And so this game is going to have to be finished.
You know,
So
some
Adam
people are into
Fall
weird
coming to the very
shit.
end. I'm hoping to wrap that up in the
Maybe
next
she's
week. So
one
we've got
of
2 games done.
2% of the
We'll focus on
population
more.
that's turned on
Okay?
by tacky Hawaiian shirts.
Good to see you all tonight. What's up, King Michael? What's up, Toasty Chestnuts? What else? Kickapoo, how you doing? Who else?
What can I say? My wife is into
I know
some
we're a little on the
weird
earlier
shit.
Side, but we'll chill for like 15, 20 minutes before we start with the game.
Hey, yeah, maybe that's true because there's an intersection between Hawaiian culture and pigs, right? It's all coming together.
Yeah, people are just slowly filing in. Keep in mind for this game, for a game that
It's all
we've played
hatred.
for 2
Yeah,
months,
definitely.
over 30 hours, and to begin
There should
with,
be a
wasn't
term for that. I
very
don't want to be
popular game
narcissistic and call it
anyway.
lens razor.
We're not
It's
gonna
got,
get a
it's
lot
got to
of
be something
attendance,
else.
But
I
it's
don't
funny,
know.
we'll probably still get more attendance.
Real
than we got
ultimate
for last
razor.
night's Disco Elysium.
Real
That game
ultimate
is
razor
getting
is that
notes.
the
You can
explanation that's
barely get
more
100
stupid
people
but funny
overall
is the
between
correct
the 2
explanation.
channels.
Occam's razor? Yeah, that's for finding the truth. I'm not here to find the truth.
Dinner was good.
I'm here to
Chicken
find the
Caesar
dumb.
salad. Very basic. Just a mix of green leaf and romaine lettuce
Okay.
with some croutons,
Uh-huh.
light Caesar dressing,
And some gin?
and diced grilled chicken,
Oh.
and tossed together. Very
Very
simple,
nice.
very delicious.
Salad
Had
tossing, you say?
freaking 2 bowls of it.
Hey, having JPEGs
and
of mobile
I,
suits or
it was still
JoJo's is
really
way
good,
better than
healthy
JPEGs
meal.
of sweaty man. It's
Very
true.
nice.
But then, what if the JoJo's are sweaty?
Pirate Yakuza deserves more love, says Usagi JoJo. Well,
No, that's okay.
It's a combination of factors. Factor number 1.
Penis Goucher.
This
Very
game's a
good, Vega.
spin-off. It's not a
Big ups,
mainstream
Vega.
in everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a big numbered event in the series. It's meant to be kind of a in-between filler.
Why don't we play it,
That's
DSP?
number 1.
Turn it on.
Number
Shut up.
2, the game came out 2 months ago. You know, there was
And
more
we're
people
still
tuning
on it
in
for some
2 months
reason.
ago. After 2 months, people tend to tune out.
Dude, I tuned out
Nothing
3
you can
minutes
do about
into
there,
it.
right?
I guess it's
Very
because
good.
I have ADHD.
And number 3,
Get banned.
just to be honest, there's been so many Like a Dragon games in the last 5 years. They have exponentially increased the amount of times that they're releasing titles, right? It used to
It's
be like
not
once every
exponential,
2
DSP.
years.
You
Now
don't
it's
know
like
what that
once a
word
year
means.
There's one. So it kind of makes them less
He saw it
special. For me,
used
I
in
enjoy these as
cartoons and
late night shows
movies
because
and
it's all
assumed it
with you.
meant
I
that it
really
was
enjoy
something that
bringing
was
out
increasing
and
big.
enjoying your company while we play them, but they don't bring in any kind of main numbers or anything. You know what I mean? They just kind of, it's another Like a Dragon game. No one's really going too crazy for it, but it is a good
Exponentially
time
would be if they
regardless,
started
which is why I
releasing
play it.
10 games in a year. And then the next year, what? 30?
What's up, Drew? Good evening. Mozzie, how are you doing? Good evening.
I guess it depends on the exponent. I'm not really
Usagi
good at
JoJo,
math, but I
don't
know it's
because I
more
don't
than
know much
that.
about Vegas.
It's
I
a
haven't
half
cared about
pipe
it in a long
or
time.
a
I don't
quarter
know if this
pipe.
is
That's how
Vegas or what I
exponents
say. I have no
exponentially
clue.
works anyway.
I'm not going to Vegas, so. I don't think.
No Vegas. Vegas is banned. I see
Oh,
Vegas
yeah,
in
tonight
chat.
there will not be
Get the
green
Saturn
screen
stick.
effect. As you can see, I don't have the chair cover on. I had it on. I tried to do it earlier for blueprints, and half my shirt disappeared because, as you can see, there's nice green design on
Ah, I
this shirt.
see.
And I was like, oh,
A
I guess we have to
parabola.
forego that.
Yeah.
Still okay. It's not perfect. It's a little less clean.
I like
Not
math
the
terms. I
green
like how they
effect. You still
sound.
see the chair,
They
it
sound
kinda
like
pops in and out
bullshit.
a little bit. But it was fun.
Quantum?
It
Yeah,
wouldn't
that's
come
crap,
plugged in the
man.
blueprint,
What's
so
quantum?
we'll be fine tonight without the perfection.
Explain
of the
that in
green
ninja
screen.
terms.
Whenever I wear a shirt that's going to have some green in it, we're
Okay,
gonna
well,
have that
imagine math, right? Okay, I'm imagining it. Well, what if it was indecipherable and
Thank you, Will likes
invisible,
the shirt.
like
Yeah,
a
I have many
ninja?
shirts like this.
All right, I can
Coming
see where
up.
you're going with this.
Kinda
Now that I think
spoiled,
about it,
but
quantum is
I
hype
have
as shit.
3 or 4 other brand new ones that are all different designs that I'll probably be wearing over the course of this week.
And then imagine you
because
used
it's very
quantum
hot.
mechanics to
Outside, it's gonna be
time
70
travel,
degrees in the
but you
full
did it
sun,
wrong and
which
died
means in
instantly. All
Minneapolis,
right,
it's
that's
like
pretty
90+
ninja.
degrees in here. So I need to wear the summer attire. It's working.
Never mind,
Today,
quantum
it's
kicks
hot in
ass.
here, but I was able to get through the blueprint.
I know a
stream. It
lot of
didn't
you
really
guys in
bother
chat
me.
are saying,
As
dude,
long
you
as I'm
hated
wearing the
quantum.
proper
No,
attire, I
I've
think we're
always
good
loved
now.
it.
It's
Oh, that
supposed to
guy's
cool
quantum.
down
There
here
he
this
is.
weekend. So as long as it does, we'll probably go back.
Imaginary
to
numbers are
the
cool,
kinda,
like
you know,
11
longer sleeve clothes, but we'll see. If it really ends up being
and AC.
warm all the time, I might just put in the
Yeah,
air
can we have
conditioner, but I
DSP
do like having the
mathematics?
fresh
And I
air,
don't mean,
so we'll
his
see what
money
happens.
mathematics. That's always
What's up,
embarrassing
the
enough.
spinning Alpha
I mean,
Phoenix?
can we
Started
have
by Pirate Yakuza.
formulas
Happy
based on
today.
DSP?
We're in the
What's a
right
DSP
spot as we make
formula?
endgame progress.
Bag
That's correct. If it's 90 degrees outside, it would
times
be over 100 degrees in
time
the office. And that's
times
why I need the
trolls
air
in
conditioner.
chat
If it gets
equals
that
the
hot, there's no
DSP
way I will
flip out
survive.
quotient or something like that. I'm not good
I'd
with
have
math.
been melting on me, you know.
Or what
Now,
do we got?
it
We
used
got
to be, okay, Phil had a few game consoles and a
the
10-year-old
DSP
PC.
pre-stream
Big deal.
coefficient.
Dude, now I have
That's how
the
long this shit
PS5
lasts.
Pro, a very good TV, 2 very expensive PCs, right? All this high-definition cameras, screens, lights. I have to keep this room cool.
You would already be
If this
dead.
room
Quantum
gets,
state
like,
requires
really
it.
hot,
You would
I'm
be
gonna have to
alive
start
too,
moving
hence
equipment,
quantum. So you're
and then it would
basically
probably
saying
be
that
mine.
quantum is fence
So
sitting. Never mind,
I
it
may
sucks
have to put
again.
in air conditioning sooner rather than later. I was hoping to not have to put it in April, but it looks like I might have to.
That'd be rad, the one who waits. It'd be rad if it came through the window at such an angle that we saw it hit him in the face.
All right, and by the way, now that more people are joining, so
Oh my
FYI,
goodness,
everyone,
ass bag.
welcome
Get
to the
that
Pirate
ass bag. That's
Yakuza stream.
horrifying.
We're gonna try to make 2+ hours of progress tonight.
We
We're currently
equals
in the
me.
Coliseum, where we're about to
That's
do
a
the
good
final
one. I like
Coliseum
that one.
fight against Mortimer. That's the big Coliseum boss fight.
All right.
Once that's done, I believe there will be
Re
like some
equals
pirate boss
MC.
fights in the Coliseum area. And then we
Marvel
get to the
versus
final
Capcom
chapter, which is
squared
going back to
equals
Melee Island, where there's
Re.
big story developments and probably the big end game. Will we beat it tonight?
The
Probably
DSP
not.
formula.
Unless we get lucky, or it's just not
Boredom
end
plus
sequence, like,
anger.
Yakuza in general. Usually, it's incredibly drawn out with insane amount of cutscenes and everything.
Yeah, that's a
So
good one,
I
Ramen Brahman.
predict tonight and probably Wednesday night, and hopefully
You have
we'll wrap
money,
it
you
up.
scam
Worst
people, you're
case,
gonna
we'll
spend
do
it on
one
burgers?
more stream earlier on next
DSP's
week
theory
to
of
finish it up,
bigotivity,
because
V
we need to
equals
wrap it
8
up.
squared.
Thank you very much, Silent Weapons. I love it. It's an easy equation to remember, too.
Now, guys,
I don't have
if
to
you can
think
believe it,
about
listen to this.
factoring
We have
or
had
dividing
9
fractions and shit like that. I don't have to do
straight
any of that. That's
streams
simplified. I like it.
where I have hit my
Thank you. I
goal.
appreciate it, Silent Weapons.
9. It all started back on Wednesday of last week. If you remember, on Tuesday, we had the double new release. Well, we had the new release of South of Midnight, and I paired that with, guess what? This game, Pirate Yakuza.
What game? I don't
Last
see any
Tuesday,
game. You're
I
just
didn't hit
pointing
any
off
goals at
screen.
all.
What's over there?
We didn't hit
Could
it
be
for South of
anything.
Midnight, and we didn't
You
hit it
have
for
money,
this
you
game.
scam
But
people,
then,
you're gonna
as of
spend it on
Wednesday of
burgers?
last week, we hit goal
Doesn't
after
he turn
goal
off his
after
PC
goal
or
after
console?
goal after goal after goal after goal.
All right, fantastic. DSP, that was really annoying.
That wasn't
Thank you
9.
so much
We hit 9
for
in
the
a row.
donation, the dude. I
I
appreciate
want
it.
to hit 10.
Doesn't he
I
turn
wanna
off his
hit the big
PC or
10
console?
milestone right now
From what
tonight.
I
10 in a
understand,
row would
he's
be
got this
beautiful.
weird
That would only put us
mentality
one
that
goal
if he
away
turns it off, it's
from
going to
DSP
hurt it in
tries
some
the
way.
new
Which I
Popeye's
don't.
pickle menu.
I don't think that's
Okay?
true.
I want to do it.
Um,
We could even do it tomorrow.
but
we have
the
to
answer
do
to
one
that is
tonight,
no. He
and then
doesn't turn
one
them
more
off.
tomorrow,
He
and then
keeps
we're
them on
doing it
standby
tomorrow
pretty much
after
all the
that
time.
stream. Okay? So please tonight.
That's running up the
do not
electricity,
falter.
DSP. Yeah, who cares?
Do
It's his
not
money. I don't
fail.
give a damn.
Do
Fuck
not
it. Actually, it's not
hold
even
back.
his money. It's some idiot's
Please
money.
support
Go
the
for it,
stream.
DSP. Turn them
Let's hit the
all on
goal
at the same
tonight.
time. Like, I give a
Even though
damn.
normally with Pirate Yakuza we
In
don't
fact,
hit the
put
goal,
more
we
electronics
should
in
hit it
there.
tonight to get
Put
this
8
Street
space
viewing
heaters in there, DSP,
and
and
to
a
get
coffee
reward
machine,
tomorrow. So
and
let's do it tonight.
a jacuzzi. Let's see if that turns out
Tonight.
hilarious.
Toasty Chestnuts, no, I'm not going to buy a full adult cooling vest from Amazon. Instead, I'm going to wear lighter clothing, and I'm going to put the air conditioner.
I'm not going to do this cool thing you're
Okay.
recommending.
The cooling vest is if you're like
It's quite literally the
outside,
opposite.
elements
Isn't it
you
better
use
to turn them
survive.
off?
It's not
I
supposed to
don't
be
know.
sitting in an office.
I admittedly don't know a whole lot about computers. I try and
cooling
reason with them
vest.
best I can.
Free Taiwanese? What do you mean? I didn't ban Taiwanese.
Room temperature is now heat
We
wave.
actually have
Yeah,
somebody who did a Taiwanese
because
super chat
DSP
there,
is sensitive.
Judah.
If I'm
Very
starting to
accepting
sweat,
Taiwanese
heat wave.
courtesy. Thank you so much.
I'd say we're all unhinged, but Phil, he's just a
Do I ever
stupid
eat
butthole.
raw
He is.
pickles?
He's just a stupid butthole.
What do you mean? Raw pickles? You mean cucumbers?
No, he
Or
means
do
to
you mean like
eat a
pickle
pickle
that's
by
out of a jar?
itself.
Yeah. Who does it? It's a rarity to eat a cooked pickle. Who eats cooked pickles on the regular?
you
I know fried pickles.
straight up
Who
retarded,
does that
Phil?
regularly? You eat regular pickles, right? Like, what
That's
are you
what's up,
talking
Gonson. Ack. Not a children's entertainer. Claps and begs for pennies. What an existence. Yeah, and he's got a
Like
fun
pork
shirt
ribs,
on, too,
sure.
Normal Jinx. Clowns don't wear fun
I
shirts.
don't eat them very often at all. I rarely eat ribs, but I
And
think
he's
it's
got a
delicious
bunch of
to have
goofy
them.
toys behind him. You know, clowns don't do that. About to say ninjas don't do that, but sometimes we can use goofy toys. I always turn all my shit off. Because it's using up electricity, or at least more of it. There's always going to be electricity running, but you can mitigate how much it is, right? So just turn shit off. What happened to the AC units that were installed months ago?
What's
Dude,
up,
that was
Tommy?
months
Good
ago.
evening. How are you?
They left.
Hello.
They left
Does
because of
anyone
all
have
the
anything on
drama.
their mind tonight before we begin? By the way, I want to say Drew91, thank you for the
Why is he
membership
dressed so
earlier.
gay? He
You-
did
that was
mention
just
that he
the
was
opening
going on
message,
a
so it's not
honeymoon to
forward
Fire
stream.
Island.
Well, I do appreciate you supporting the stream ongoing. That's nice of you. Thank you
Apparently,
for that.
Cat's
Really
not
do.
invited for some reason. I don't know.
Let's get some support before we begin. Let's get our first
Yeah,
super
let's
chat
give
of
me
the
money
night.
now.
Let's
Sound
get our
good?
first tip.
Sound cool?
Let's get an actual legit membership. And how about an
Oh, DSP wouldn't
actual
like ribs. It's too
sub on
complicated,
Kick?
man. You're
Today
telling me
we
the
had
food doesn't
nothing but
fly
one
into my
person who
mouth?
did legit
What?
sub new, but we didn't have any gifted subs or anything like that. How about we get something over on Kick before we begin tonight? Let's do it right now. Sanitarium with a $2 super chat says the shirt makes me look like a hot young dude. That's ridiculous.
He doesn't get the
You mean
reference.
hot, you mean that I'm
He doesn't get the
like,
reference.
hot, sweaty? Okay. Young? Absolutely not. There's nothing
All
that would ever
right,
make me
Phil,
look
go back to
young.
bed.
And a dude? Do I look like a dude, bro, who's like on the beach?
Dudes could be
Maybe, man, I
anywhere.
don't know.
Kel told me this.
But thank you, Sanitarium, for our first super chat of the night. $2. $2 from Sanitarium gets us started. Now, let's
The
get
pig
our
is a
first
tad
tip.
low. All right, I got you. He's kind of loud for
Let's
me. I
get our
guess I could just
first
turn
tip.
down my speakers, eh?
And let's get our first sub and our first member right now.
This
Or
is
let's get some
motivation, right?
gift
Not,
cards.
yeah, this is positive
Let's do it.
reinforcement. I'm positive you'll reinforce me. Looks
To
like
be
a
honest,
racist grandpa.
I
Ack.
saw this shirt in the store and it caught my eye, but I did actually think it was a little bit too bright and vibrant. But my wife saw it and said, I really like it. I said, you sure? She's like, yeah, I actually really like that
And
shirt.
you
I want
believed
you to
her?
get it. So I got it.
Well, whatever.
There you go. You'll see some of my other designs are more laid back. This is like the
Yeah,
most
sometimes,
vibrant one,
I don't think this is the case here, but sometimes women just know how to dress a person better than they themselves. Like my wife found some really cool polos that I looked at them. I thought, what do you know? I don't wear polos. But then when I wore them and dressed up and accessorized, they actually did look pretty good on me. But that's not what's at play here. Honestly, what would DSP look good in? Maybe a giant sensor bar?
Are there pockets on the front? No.
Maybe,
Not
you
that.
know,
Oh, well, there's pockets right here. Not
just
here.
nipple
But here,
twisting,
yeah, there's
huh?
pocket right here, pocket right here. You can't see it.
Phil, you're on stream.
Yeah, there's pockets on the front. Mm-hmm.
Just give myself a little purple nurple here to get ready for the stream. Yeah, there you go, Lacker
I was
Bracky.
walking through my neighborhood today, and my neighbors
A
complimented me.
moo-moo.
They saw me wearing it. They're like, wow. Well, 'tis the season. Today's a warm day. It's time for that kind of clothing. I said, absolutely, and that's why
Yeah,
I'm wearing
this
it.
is
And I
warm clothing?
walked right up the street, and they were watching me. They were like,
Yeah, that too,
I swear
Irie.
that actually did happen, too. Would I ever wear a flame shirt like Guy Fieri? I don't know.
Why
But
not?
I think
Because then you'd
tropical
be the
makes me
Guy
think
Fieri.
warm weather, outdoors, spring,
Yeah,
summertime.
DSP, you got to wear this shirt immediately.
Fire? What does that make you think of? barbecuing.
It makes me
or
think of fire.
being on fire or cooking
You
things.
have
and I'm
money
not
and
a cook,
scam people, you
so
gonna
maybe
spend
it on
not,
burgers?
probably not.
More like positive enablement, smiley face emoji.
Thank you very much, Movie Sign. I appreciate it. That's
DJ,
exactly what it
DJ.
is.
1
It's-
month as a member, popping that message.
I mean, I don't really know the
1
exact
month,
words
I've been
for it, but
watching
there's got to be
since
some
2003.
psychological
Awesome, thank you.
description for straight
My
up
viewers
digital
know I'm a streamer.
aggravated
Some of them do.
panhandling.
Some of them know what I do.
Positive
Most
enablement
of them
sounds
do.
correct.
But some of them know.
Some nerd out there knows. Steve probably knows. Psychology was my major, but that doesn't mean I remembered anything. I only remembered important things. Like,
notably the ones that have been around for a long time.
the Zimbardo
because
experiment.
Remember I got swatted 10 years ago?
Oh,
So
swatting.
when I got swatted, of course, everyone was asking what happened, why'd the cops show up, and we had
Thank
to
you very much,
explain,
Movie Sign. I appreciate
you
it.
know, I'm a streamer, and someone called the cops and lied. and
Silent
did this
weapons,
horrible
please.
thing, and so they were like, oh, okay, that's why.
Yeah, this
that
guy's got a
happened,
bunch of gamer
you know?
shit. Yeah, isn't it great, Merzbow?
Well,
I love it.
probably the only
It's
one that
probably
I
my favorite thing
absolutely
about his
know.
stories is that he just
Maybe
talks to
the
other
ones that live
fills.
near me and maybe
And they all
talk
agree
about
with
it.
him,
Like
of
right now,
course.
for example, my front window's open. So no one can hear me right now, but if I get
No one
agitated and
ever in
start
his
screaming,
stories says,
they can hear me
DSP?
yelling
Well, they
out
don't
the
call him
window.
DSP.
They're like, what the hell's
Sir,
that
you
guy
sound like
doing?
an idiot.
You know?
I guess because
With
service
that weird
workers can't say
screaming out
it,
of his
but
window.
I don't know. At least one of these dudes has to be ready to resign. So I'm quitting in a couple days. I'm telling this guy he's stupid.
All right.
Yeah, it was a wellness check, exactly.
First tip of the night is $1, and the person says first tip of the night.
DSP
So
got
actually, our
bludgeoned
first
with
tip of
one
the
of those
night is from
riot
first
shields.
Tip of the night, and it's $1. So let's get the first tip of the night up on the
That's what's up,
leaderboard.
Merzbow.
First tip of the night. So here we go. First tip of the night with the first.
I think
tip of the
shaving
night
his head would be a good run.
$1.
I think
Now we're
so.
up to $3 to support. That's good, but let's keep it going again.
Yeah, let's get more money.
We've had
Come
9
on.
straight streams of hitting goals. 9 straight. Let's hit 10 tonight. What a milestone. 10 straight streams of hitting goals is an awesome milestone.
Yeah, let me
Let's
count
do it.
that as a
And
new
then
clone
only
because
have
it was
one
not a
more to
swatting.
go for DSP Tries It
Remember how
tomorrow
we got him
on the
killed
first
almost?
stream. Because here's what's going to happen. If we don't hit the goal tonight, then tomorrow there's no way we're going to hit 2 streams.
Oh, no!
Stream.
Well,
And
then
we can't
what?
do DSP Tries It tomorrow, which would be perfect. Instead, it would have to wait. I would much rather do it tomorrow. I want to have the pickle menu. Do you understand something?
No.
I like pickles.
I'll
I'm
bet you
craving some
do.
Pickles. I want to have pickle glaze on my chicken sandwich. I want to have pickle juice.
I
in my
like
lemonade.
pickles, so give
And
me
I
money.
also want to try the new wings. at
Okay.
Popeyes.
I don't give a
And we can't make
shit.
that possible unless we
You
get
like
2 more
pickles.
goals.
Fantastic.
So 1 tonight, 1 tomorrow.
You and
Let's
Chris
make it
Chan will
happen.
never
Let's
understand each
go.
other.
Come on. It's time. Let's get it going. All right.
All right, very good. That was a nice into that.
Maybe I should have deployed the badge deal on Kick. Nah, I only deployed the badge deal
I agree,
when it's
Lucky
absolutely
Cracky. Get
necessary.
me out of here.
So we're going to withhold on the badge
He's
deal.
gone 10. Yeah,
It's been,
sounds
what,
good.
over a week
Let's
since
add
I
it, Banana
offered
Jones.
it. So no badge deal yet. If we get near the end of the stream and we're not near the goal yet, then maybe I'll deploy the badge deal. For those who don't know,
I'm not a pickle
I
fan.
sometimes
It's
deploy a discount deal.
I'm not really a big
on
fan
Kick,
either.
where if you gift a
I like
certain
them on
amount of
stuff.
subs,
I
I'll
like it
give
mixed
you
in
a
with stuff, but
VIP or
eating them
an
by
OG
themselves,
badge
not
or a
really.
bowl. It all depends. Typically, it's 25 gifted subs. You get the VIP badge.
I
and the
eat
OG
the
badge,
one
I
that
don't
comes
even
with your
give
sandwich out of
unless I feel
obligation
so
more than
fit. It's a
anything.
special thing.
I eat it on the
But
drive
we're gonna
home.
see what happens tonight. Hopefully, we won't have
It's
to
a
come to
driving
that,
pickle.
And we're gonna get some nice juicy tips, some delicious super chats, some member bombs,
That's true, Banana
and
Jones.
a few gifted subs. And between all that, we're gonna hit.
I'm
that
gonna
goal
count
anyway.
it,
We won't need to
but
do
I
it
guess he
anyway.
always technically needs it, eh?
Dinner was good, Vietnamese comrade. It was chicken Caesar salad. It was delicious.
You told me it was a simple salad. Now it's a chicken Caesar salad? I don't know. Sounds complicated to me.
You can't partake in the OG badge if you're on YouTube. YouTube doesn't have those kind of badges.
Oh, damn.
Only Kick has them. Deploy the deal. I'm being
What about
asked to
eating
deploy the
aluminum
deal.
with salt?
Who's going
That's
to take
not my
advantage
thing.
of the deal? If I offer the deal, someone has to take it. So who wants it on Kick? Who right now on Kick would
Do you
take
like
a
fish
deal
sticks?
for the VIP OG or
Ack,
gold
ack.
badges?
I haven't had fish sticks. Okay, I get the joke.
Sadly,
I haven't
YouTube
had
doesn't
fish
offer
sticks
custom
in a
badges. I
long
wish it
time. We
did,
had some
right?
at one of
This
my
is
old
something that YouTube
workplaces. They
said
were
so
throwing
many
it out. They
years
said,
ago,
well,
okay?
it
So
expires in 2
2024,
days. Are you going to eat
I
this
moved
huge
from
ass
Twitch
bag
to
of fish
YouTube
sticks? So I
full-time
said, well, I'm going to
streaming,
eat
okay?
enough.
And when I did,
I took them home,
at
threw
first,
them in the air
YouTube was very
fryer. They
bare
tasted
bones
like
and
complete
disappointment.
shit, so
Within that
they
first
all
year
got
of me
tossed
streaming
out.
there, they added a bunch. Okay, a lot of
Pickle
new
juice in
features
his
and all that
lemonade? That
stuff.
sounds
And
fantastic,
then
so
YouTube promised,
I hope
hey,
he vomits.
guess what? We're going to add so many new features. We're going to have custom badges. We're going to have
Ooh.
moderation of different
Mana?
levels.
Oh, okay.
So you can have different
Money,
tiers
what's
and
that mean?
tiers
It's
and
a
things
prefix
like that.
meaning
We're gonna have this, we're
money.
gonna have that. They started promising the world. Essentially what they said, they were going to basically kind of copy Twitch and get all the features of Twitch on YouTube. They literally fell through on 98% of their promises.
What about your
They did
promises,
add
DSP?
one
What's
new
the average looking on
moderation
that?
feature that doesn't even work.
Where's
And
your
they
percentage
never
at?
finished it. So they half designed it, deployed it, doesn't work, didn't fix
How's it going, Holly?
So it doesn't work. And that was it. They
That's
didn't add
it.
anything else.
Toxified. They
So
added
basically
negativity.
now,
That hurt my business. And hurt
YouTube
Cat.
streaming is what it is. I don't think they will ever improve it. At one point, they even paid a whole bunch of people to come over and stream exclusively on YouTube for no reason. It had no effect because they didn't improve YouTube streaming, so no one came with them.
Do you think that maybe it's harder than you
So-
think, DSP?
Okay.
Yeah, Human Centipede. Because DSP has no
Someone's name
identity
is
of his own.
not
He has to
gay.
steal
He
things.
says they will take the deal. Well, here's the thing, not gay. You're not even a sub yourself, so I don't believe you. Maybe
Okay.
if you were a sub on Kick, I would believe that you would partake in the badge deal. But being that you're not even a contributor of any way, I don't believe you. I think
Maybe that's why he doesn't, DSP. Because he doesn't contribute. Because it looks stupid. And it's pointless. And he gets nothing for it. Honestly, he's more in a place to judge that than someone who has it. Because someone who has it will just say, yeah, definitely, you should get it. The other person says, I'm not convinced. I don't want it. What business school did you go to, DSP? Was it accredited? You know, it was accredited.
All right. So no one on
or
Kick has said they want the deal.
not accredited.
So
It
therefore,
was at a
I'm
strip
not
mall.
offering the deal. I will perhaps offer the deal later tonight, but in the meantime, it sure would be great.
DSP,
if,
is there
you
some
could
sort
support
of
the stream in some
watermark
way.
on your degree and it says, do not copy this or
Does
something
Twitch
like
have
that?
OG badges? I believe Twitch does have custom badges you can give out now.
Is this even begging at this
Because
point?
almost everything Kick
It's
has,
basically
they actually
shakedowning.
stole from Twitch. The rumor is that someone actually stole Twitch's source code, and that's how they made all the chat and shit on Kick. They just stole it, and no one wants to admit it or figure out who did it, but someone did because it's identical.
Okay.
So,
Boy, I've got some shocking news for you, DSP. Most source codes are identical. Do you think every single email service is using a different source code?
Good evening, Jade. It's good to see you. Welcome for Pirate Yakuza.
Oh boy,
Excited
Jade's
for
here.
it.
Sup, my
We're gonna progress
ooses.
right now.
Well.
All right, we're about to start.
Yeah,
Guys,
chaz it
so
up,
far,
Jade.
We have a very whopping $3 of support on tonight's
Rude.
stream. That's
Rude.
not very promising. to be honest
Rude.
with
That's
you.
$3
For us
that
to
people gave you.
hit 10
Rude.
goals in a row. And to have DSP tries at Popeyes
Fucking
tomorrow, we
rude,
need to hit
ass
this goal
face.
tonight. Please support the stream. What's up, Gabriel?
Exactly,
Good
Human
evening.
Centipede.
All right, let's
He
get
stole
set
a
up for
bunch
the
of stuff from
gameplay.
John as
Why am
well,
I slapping my
including the
hand
weird
so
joke
loudly
voice.
on stream? I don't
Because
know. I
John
have
would
no
do that.
clue.
He would be like,
Okay.
Pirate Yakuza.
This is
And then
completely incorrect.
DSP
What
started
did I
doing
just
it.
do?
Mr. Banana
Oh,
Jones.
the
Good
screen
call.
is on, but it's facing the wrong direction.
Where should
Oh,
it
I see.
face?
Okay, hold on.
I hope it doesn't face towards him. That's not the direction I want. Ah, damn it.
Here I am. So as I said, I cannot do green screen tonight because the green screen would actually delete parts of my shirt.
Oh, there you
So
go,
instead, you're
Spurves
gonna have to see
moniker.
the
It all
chair.
makes
It might
sense.
have things phasing in and out. It'll be all right. It won't be that bad.
Yeah, Normal Jinx. Someone
It
was
just won't
mentioning
be
that on
perfect
Twitter.
like
They were
it
saying that
usually
what if DSP is truly addicted to begging? Which probably.
Hopefully it'll be
Probably.
fine and not too
Because it
distracting
does
for ya.
come with some
Let's get the
sort
lights off
of
behind me.
reinforcement. Like right there, $20.
Look at that. I just got a generous
Addiction
contribution from
reinforced.
Drew C. I will shout
Should
that
come
out
up
in a
on
sec.
screen
Thank
like
you, Drew.
GTA,
Thanks for getting us
mission
started
passed
tonight.
plus
Drew
respect.
C91 with a $20 super chat says King's Tax. Thank you so
DSP
much.
stole artwork for his
Drew
custom fight sticks.
C91.
I wonder if he'd blame that on
Tax.
John
I
nowadays.
hear the coins.
Yeah, he
keep
would. He would say it was
offers
Howard's idea
tonight.
or
Thank you
something.
so much, Drew.
I mean, I'm still going to count it. That was Howard's idea. He said, Phil,
That's a
I love
good
your
start.
content,
Thank
and
you,
I'm a
Buster.
negative
Thank you,
idiot
Drew.
who can't think of anything
Now,
correct.
who's gonna
So,
follow suit?
I'm just going to
Who's gonna
steal it.
drop a nice 20 tip or 5 memberships over on Kick?
Oh, boy. Sounds thrilling, Phil.
That is correct, Jade. You never miss Goro-san. Although we are in the end game now, we are pretty close to the end of the game. So
Jade,
pretty soon we'll
go
say
fight
a
something
goodbye to
today, man.
Goro-san for a while. Until
Go
the next
watch
Life
model
Dragon,
kit
which I'm
building
guessing will probably be
videos,
in, like, another
Jade.
year or two.
That's pretty fascinating stuff.
Okay.
Money earned, addiction plus.
Off we
Exactly.
go here. Oh.
He stole yikes from Cat. And the reason that we know that is because this dude used to never say yikes. And then Cat entered the picture, and suddenly he's saying it all the damn time. Come on, because that's a lyric. Come on. If you don't know the lyrics of a song, you can just say, come on. Whoa, DSP. You're married. You
Hello,
can't look at the screen right
everyone.
now.
DSP here, and welcome back.
There's
So
an
like a
attractive
dragon
guy there.
Yakuza in Hawaii. We are in the end game now.
You've said
we have
this.
precious little left to do. For example, we have to do this final Coliseum fight against Mortimer, who is the final
turtle
boss of
dude, right?
Coliseum. After that, there's story advancement, and then we head to the end of the game. So
Then we rog out.
let's go, and let's see what we can pull off tonight.
Let's
There's
donate.
really not much left to do. What the story?
Definitely,
so let's
Nick.
do it.
Definitely. I would love to see PWR play this game. You've been making all kinds of weird ass comments.
Had quite a time in Honolulu, but I trust you've new artillery to show for it.
Sure, let's go with that.
Well,
He has a Luffy hat on. Exactly. That's why Jade is so pacified right now.
for your final battle.
Guess who's in the YouTube partnership program? You? You got in? That's rad, man. Congratulations.
Captain, speak of the devil. It's that Mortimer guy himself.
Oh shit, he looks super dangerous.
You climb the ranks a lot quicker than I.
Quick, kill him right now.
Safe to say
See, this is why pirates are dumb. Ninjas would have beheaded this dude already.
the eye.
Well, maybe you ought to use those eyes to
And people would say, dude, that was unfair. You're not in the tournament right now. No, no, no. Whenever you're against a ninja, it is always time to die.
Fancy that, huh?
Oh, that's rich.
That's why we're not allowed in tournaments. Also, we just don't want to go.
Better to captivate the audience by building up the challengers.
Every martial arts tournament is really just a fight for second place.
Rabble excited.
First place is ninjas.
You've played your role well.
Let's play the xylophone.
Hey, you remember
Where's the
my
triangle?
dad?
That's why ninjas can't fight in the MMA either. You just pull a shotgun and start blasting the guy.
I imagine he
Cheating.
hasn't. In fact, I'll bet this.
You know that scene in Full Metal Panic where the dude is fighting those martial artists and he straight up pulls his piece out and starts blasting them? Yeah, it's ninja techniques. Cheat all the time.
Such bitter tides.
What? What the heck's he talking about?
Yeah, who cares? Arguing with this dipshit don't mean squat.
That's why you don't talk to DSP.
Well, Captain Majima, Raymond Law awaits your arrival.
Yeah, Paper Thin Glenall. It'd be kind of cool to have a DSP bobblehead just down there in the corner. Instead, he's... What the hell is he doing, Phil?
Before you got to the message, huh?
Forgive me.
He's feeling the music in him. He's trying to stay awake. He's shaking right now.
Perhaps that's a swashbuckler in me.
I'm watching you, Phil. You're doing a lot of shaking. What's going on there? You jonesing over there, buddy?
Law told me to come find them. Said we have a
Should get some of that designer crack.
What's up, Mega Man X? How you doing?
The treasure,
Oh, yeah.
right, Captain?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's true silent weapons.
But there's only one way to find
Why does
out.
Majima hang out with a 12-year-old kid all game? I don't know.
This way.
I don't know.
Let's go. Towards our objective, story objective.
Oh shit. It time go. Take these dudes out. And thrilling. Cool.
That's amazing. It's so good.
Radical.
To zip back and forth, insta kill.
He's reaffirmed that he really likes streaming land. This is his passion after all. I could definitely see his passion screaming through the screen at me right now.
Hello.
Passion for looking like a dead guy.
Thanks.
That's what he should dress up as for the next Halloween stream. He should dress up as the dead dude from, what was it? Breakfast at Bernie's? What's that
I'm
movie
able to
called?
fast travel, but whatever.
Bernie's Bizarre Adventure.
Anyway.
My Dinner with Bernie. I forget what it's called. Bernie, though.
Stairs.
Weekend at Bernie's. And dress up as that dude. I never saw the movie. I don't watch movies. Oh, nice. The cat killed him.
Very nice. Goro got him. Oh yeah, I didn't even know.
His Twitch from alcohol withdrawals. Also, you have more viewers than him. That's what's up. Man, thank you so much, everyone.
That's awesome.
Weekend at Bernie's. That's what I said.
Pretty sure I don't need components anymore. Just saying.
This is no good at all, is it?
Yeah, the guy, the main character. His name was Weekend.
We're back.
Seems you've been hard at work on your ship, Captain Majima. Finally, you and Mortimer will be squaring off. I can only
Oh God,
imagine
Centipede,
how
no.
wild the crowd's going to sound.
So what? Queen's
Yeah, right, Nahil?
If you knew her,
Got nothing going for
you know
him.
that woman hates sitting still. Thankfully, that's rather convenient.
Wait,
for
Jordan,
us.
not you? Who did?
After all,
Was it PWR? Did he get into the YouTube partnership program?
Oh, really?
Is he burning hot, dude?
You understand.
I'm hot.
The Esperanza Hall. Why involve
He has a funny way of describing things. I'll give PWR
Nobody
that.
wants more grasping hands.
This guy looks pretty cool, though. That's how DSP should dress.
And you've never seen.
You should have a shit ton of bling. That's what DSP needs.
Just one problem.
He needs
I get
8
the feeling
chains,
she ain't exactly out of the loop.
pinky rings, bracelet, Rolex, and brass knuckles. Not even necessarily to use, but just to have more metal.
I'm not sure how much you've been made privy to.
And he should get one of those collar chains that JoJo has.
Contract from before you showed up.
And a tiara to finish off. And falling asleep! Phil, come on, man. This is your stream. Wake up, idiot.
Finds on that island goes through me.
The wrestler Samoa Joe? Oh, okay.
I have control over. I've already made some considerable investments here. Enough to secure
Yeah, no
foothold
kidding,
on the
Seal.
black market. In return, my commission is a flat
7 chains, yeah.
of the profits.
Oh, is that all?
Project 7 chains. What's with the mustache picking these days? That anxiety flaring up again, Philly, my boy? I think he's trying to get some salad out of there.
Half his share, fine. But us? I'm willing to bet there's a cheaper way to get this crap sold. Yeah, thanks for the offer, though.
Old bag of bones, old man child. Is that DSP's pirate name?
You'd only be stretching the operation even thinner.
I kind of want to get one of those big ass collar chains that JoJo has.
Get ground to dust, splitting them between so many.
It's so pointlessly dumb. I love it.
You ain't gotta worry about us.
People seem to genuinely enjoy his singing. Phil?
We're the ones
Oh, or PWR.
letting you collect on our sweat when all you done is sit in your chair? That sure don't
That's
feel
not
right
true,
to me.
Cartube. I refuse to believe that. That's too stupid.
Old cash worth $1
For real?
billion.
Why didn't Mystery Science Theater watch that shit?
All that.
I can think of a few people, if I'm being honest. Queen, for one.
You stupid fuck, don't you dare. Don't even think
DSP's
about it.
not even paying attention to this game, and I don't blame him. This game sucks, DSP. Mostly because DSP's at the wheel.
Raymond. Queen really scares the heck out of you, doesn't she?
I'm not fucking around here. Stick to the contract, or I'll ruin you.
Moron.
PWR seems like much more fun. When is DSP going to finally address PWR? I guarantee you, he's going to address it. But when?
Keep on shouting, though.
I'm hoping that what he says is, you know all those people in your chat are not real fans, right? Because that's going to be certainly ironic.
Pissed him off.
Oh boy, I couldn't tell, Phil. It's my first time seeing a human being. Is that anger? I thought that was gas. I apologize, Phil. I'm new to human emotions. Is that guy angry? What about that? No, that guy looks bored.
You can always count on us to entertain.
What emotion is this, Phil? I'm confused and stupid.
Noah, stay behind me. Time to show our host my gratitude.
Bro, Phil, come on, man. Just turn the camera off at this point if you're gonna stand there dead.
Fucking business, man.
It's time. We're gonna fight Samoa Joe. Finally, it's been a 30-hour experience. We're finally gonna fight this guy.
That sounds fun to Human Centipede.
I wanted to try and play here. Hold on. Why did you fire at the wall?
I don't know. Wall looks suspicious. It's like in Neo. What are we looking at, Phil? What are we looking at?
That's what's going on. I never understood that before. The reason that I couldn't fire in certain situations was just catching the swords down. Okay. Now I get it.
How would you have not noticed that? Thank you, Salty Wizard.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Welcome. I guess I'm on front page of Kick again. How you guys all doing tonight?
Oh, fantastic. DSP's gonna come to life for a couple minutes?
Yakuza
Peter was quick to ban any dissenting opinions. People have to pretend to like him to stay in chat. I know nothing about that. Yep, exactly.
Thought you were the king.
He will try and bring him down in some sort of way. I don't think like an actual organized attack or anything like that, but he's gonna try and bring him down mentally and emotionally. And the weirdest thing about PWR is I don't think that would even really work on the guy.
After my crew gets done scuttling Mortimer's ass, Tucker leaves with us. Remember what you said? You wouldn't dare impede us. Don't break your word.
That's why he loves his game so much, the Superfluous moniker. He doesn't even have to really play it.
What's stopping me from posting it online?
Front page of Kick. This is the content you're gonna get.
Well, that'd make things hard for you, huh? Before you know it, whole pile gets swiped out from under you. Say goodbye to 50%. You'd be lucky to
I was watching this dude on stream the other day. He was on a recommended, and I put it on Discord. I was talking about it when it was happening. But it was some dude. It was some Scottish dude. At least I assume so, because that was the flag in the background. He was lying on his bed, and he was playing Dead Island, and was saying nothing the whole time. So why exactly were you on camera then if you're just going to say nothing? At least I think so on some level. What, so I can look at you all lying down on the bed? I don't know about all that. But then I started shitting on him in chat, and so he had this little tablet next to him. And started shitting on me back. But eventually I said, man, your streams are too boring, man. I can't even have fun with you.
Welcome to my streams.
Where I'm going with this is that it's not really that much different than Phil's streams. He's just sitting there.
You would need to follow the chat, I believe, for 6 minutes in order to talk in the chat if you like. The reason we do that is just to stop bots, but there are some bot accounts that come here and try to spam and say some stuff.
You don't really have to explain it, DSP, because then people are going to come in being annoying.
You just can't start, immediately spamming with nasty stuff.
Alright, well now they're going to come in and spam nasty stuff.
The end of chapter 4 of 5
Jade is asking how the money went this week. Jade, you better ban Jade, DSP. Better ban him. That kind of conversation is illegal in the United States of Phil.
What? It's got golf?
Golf?
I did not even know there was golf in the game. I'm serious.
Okay.
I had no idea.
Okay, I believe you, Phil. I believe that you were ignorant. We'll somehow find a way to believe it.
Here we go. Grab some
what? Huh? Things existed that I didn't know about. What?
What is going on? Why are these clowns dancing?
Oh, definitely Zambi. That'd be kind of weird if Panda Lee became
I've been playing this game for 30 hours.
a Twitch
I never saw these
hot tub
clowns
streamer.
dancing inside of here.
That would be odd.
The Mid-Atlantis circus. This is what they consider a circus. Clowns inside of a cage dancing. Maybe I'll say so.
Gabe's cuckold wheelchair is like, oh, I see Doc's any Phil fan that he feels getting more attention than him. So I expect at some point Kiwi Farms will have a full docs on PWR, and whoever does it will be right. We do have a full docs on PWR.
Guitars with
He was in the news. So they have his name, his photo. They have his mom's photo. She does not look like Bayonetta, but I'm going to continue insisting that she does, hopefully in the hope that it antagonizes him.
Challenges using pirate ship battles
and we also learned that he's
like
like a special individual. He graduated high school, I think, at 20 due to some program that he was part of. So, I don't know. Make of that what you will.
We're gonna make good progress tonight. I don't think we're gonna beat it tonight.
That's what he was in the news for, was that program. They were congratulating him, showing off the award and all that he graduated high school at 21. Which I'm not really going to shit on. I'm not really going to shit on that because I think it is important for people to get their education, and it's never too late. You can get your education however long it takes. But that is what he was in the news for. Like this guy, he could get educated whenever he wants to, he just doesn't want to.
Something wrong?
He's Canadian, yes.
It's a bit difficult to explain, but, well, Masaru...
It sounds like my voice audio is a bit quiet. According to...
Yeah, it's weird, Nick. It's very weird.
Loud.
How's work been? I found out today that one of my coworkers quit and I'd have 2 weeks, another one's going out for surgery, and I'll put them out for 3 weeks. So I'm going to be 3 days to 6 days working a week. Damn, that's bullshit. Work's been pretty rough. It's a lot of new growing pains.
Hopefully that's a little better. Yeah.
We think Mortimer might have turned him to his side. He's meeting with someone from the Armada right now.
What?
Captain.
You can get your college degree when you're 60. What's wrong with that? Get whenever you want, man.
Seems like Mortimer asked
or whenever you can. Who cares? Like DSP. He got his degree at the old age of 83. It made him a better businessman.
You can bet he'd lose a finger for this.
Fuck is going on up there? Going on up where?
Masaru's a damn traitor. Never should have trusted him.
You both sound sure about this.
What, Canada?
Got any proof? There must be something.
We ain't got every
Raz is freaking out in chat. I love it.
Said he wanted to talk to you and no
what are we looking at, Phil?
You can find him on the
What is Lynn out of 10? Oh, I'm hoping zeros across the board.
This is serious, huh?
That's what's up, man.
Stormforce Gamer confirming
Big
basically
ups.
what we're saying. He's like, yeah, basically you are near the end, but you know how the Yakuza games drag out the end. You're right. I mean, there's going to be an unprecedented
Phil
amount of cutscenes
dragging
to
things
this
out.
game,
That's
I'm
also
sure.
part
So
of it.
that's why they're definitely
Canadians love Phil.
maybe 1-2 more streams tops.
Man, that's a good way to antagonize Canada. Yeah, you guys and your mooses and your maple syrup. Well, yeah, whatever. And you guys like Darkside Phil. Alright. He's getting it. Oh man, DSP kicked the shit out of the dude.
Very nice.
Yeah, very cool. Damn, that sucks, Centipede. I'm sorry to hear that. I made you a stupid meme. What? Cool. Let me check this out.
Hey, been waiting for you. Masaru's still gone. Safe to say, he doesn't know we're on to him just yet.
You're sure it's all true?
Am I 100% positive? No, I'm not.
Thank goodness DSP is helping out with the story right now.
I can tell you that much.
90, huh?
I hear you.
Oh damn, that's cool.
It's all good, man.
Thanks.
I'm happy you come by for the games that you do like.
Let me check. Let me
Some new ones soon. I don't know.
let me whip this out.
Somewhere in town right now.
The image, of course. Come on, guys.
We've got
Alright, for my own May 1st, I'm doing something a little different. I'm also whipping it out.
We know this isn't the first time they
That's it. Dick's out in solidarity to Phil. Come on, bring him out. Thank you. That's cool. I appreciate it.
He had this kind of nervous expression on his face. It's a look I only ever saw one other person have before. Mortimer. Spied it on him 7 years
I like this meme. I like this meme format because it's from Dark Souls, and people who know nothing about Dark Souls share it. So Dark Souls propagates in the collective consciousness. That's cool. More of that, please.
I know the guy. Fact is,
How hard DSP work? We should send him for some intensive labor jobs. I feel like DSP should get subsidies from the government.
but he's worse.
I mean, think about it. This guy basically invented positivity, and he's one of the few good people on the internet. I think that the government should encourage that.
Scheming up ways to rip it off. You get what I'm
He would say that he wasn't being reimbursed by the government when there's a humongous paper trail.
But I know if we ignore the warning signs and let
Oh,
it
thank you,
back on the
Paper
ship,
Thin. I appreciate
we put
that.
all we've worked for in danger. We've got to do what's best for the crew of the Goromaru here.
Look, we ain't gonna set nothing straight just speculating. Someone's
Ah, man, Phil, dude, you gotta do something, man. Say something dumb. Talk about one of your jobs. Something, man.
What do we do with him?
Talk about,
So I finally
I don't know, talk about women. Talk about black people. I don't know, Phil. Anything. Anything but this.
Sorry about that, kid. Back where we're
Anything but picking at yourself in silence.
Accountability matters.
Somebody betrays the crew.
This guy is scratching himself a lot tonight. What's that about? And his eyes are glued to that chat. Look at him try to be coy every once in a while, too.
Talk to him. Where is he now?
You have money, you scam people. You gonna spend it on burgers?
by the circus tent.
Dick's out for Harambe only. You were gone too soon.
Eyes on every
That's true, Beth Bear. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, we still haven't really honored Harambe enough. That's you guys don't know the real reason why he was taken out, do you guys? So what happened was that the government can't come for us because we're people, but it can come for animals. So the government took out Harambe because he was restreaming Phil.
Almost the exact beginning of the game. He was one of the
Justice had to be done.
Yeah. That does suck if he has.
Thank you so much, Meth Bear. I appreciate it. Why doesn't he skip the cutscenes? I don't know. I would say that I understand how he's, you know, trying to play the full game and showing the full story and all this and that. The problem is that no one cares. No one. No one cares, Phil. Come on. What do you think was mainly causing Phil to sweat during his tax season? We know he always does, but this year was different.
I missed. He's right in front of me. All right.
I bet he's more worried now that people are finding his
Yeah, I guess
information.
we're on the front page of Kick. I don't know.
So he was probably trying to itemize all the things that he could write off, and he got a little exhausted by it. Could he write off his LEDs? I mean, probably. As of you, I now start to work in sayings from the DSP version of messages and conversation with people who are in the store text, especially in different people's chats. Like what? What are some examples?
Good. Sounds like we picked the perfect time.
I said at work the other day, mods, you know what to do. Call over rocks. And I said it to myself because I was angry at my computer because it was not working correctly. I just didn't know what I was doing. And my coworker heard it and he said, "What was that?" I said, please don't ask anything further. You do not want to know about where that's from. You do not want to know about the Saturn stick. Man,
Jason,
I guess this is a pun. Alt took that pretty well, the Saturn stick. Oh, he was watching the animation about it, and he was kind of vibing with it. That LTG is such a creative individual when it comes to his violent threats. And I don't even think that's the worst video on there. I think the worst video on there is the one where he straight up kills June the King. I mean, everyone dies in his fantasies, but that one is a bit more direct. If he waited very late, was whining more than the last 2 years of tax season. I imagine he screwed up something, but for whatever reason, DSP has this incredible luck. No one cares. No one seems to really care with this dude. You would think that DSP would be a political issue. He siphons money from the disabled. You would have, I don't know, pick a side. One side loves Phil. They think he's based and cool the way that he manipulates disabled people. The other side would say, no, it's bullshit. That's money that should go to the disabled so they can buy whatever they need to buy. Like wrestling action figures for Jade.
Somewhere new. Won't have to deal with me anymore. It was
Start off simple like, whoa buddy, we're getting hot tonight. This is just to appear normal. Then I slowly crank it up the spoon. Yeah, definitely. That's good stuff.
Don't you remember? I asked anybody who wants off to speak up. As I recall, you kept your mouth shut.
Is Rox one of LTG's dents? So the origin and history of Rox is a complicated thing. He was a LTG fan and dent, but he kind of was never fully. He always shit on LTG snidely and behind the scenes, and even to his face in many ways. And so LTG Rox became this sort of nemesis for LTG, where he was always screaming at the dude, always telling him to shut the fuck up in so many different ways. But because LTG Rox was actually gay, he was, according to his own admission or whatever. This might not be true, I don't know. But he made an effort to portray himself as gay. LTG kind of needed him, and the reason why he needed him was because in order to engage in his weird sexual domination fantasies, someone is going to have to sexually violate that man. Now, LTG is not gay, not how you guys might have thought that he might be gay. So what does he do? Well, the next best thing, he gets a gay guy to do it on his command. Now, this sounds all really stupid and dumb and sounds like I'm making it up, but if you go back and listen to some of the rants that he goes on with LTG Rox, he basically does treat him as like a sex demon that he can unleash upon people.
Listen to such long-winded cutscenes. Even
it's gross. But then eventually he did get permabanned because he pissed off Dale enough.
You know, you want a cutscene here or there. If there's a major story development, which
he was a mod for a while too.
Really? I mean, can we get to some gameplay? No, we got to sit here and wait and wait and wait. It's like, I wanted to pause and break it up because I understand how boring.
Call over Rox.
Sitting here waiting, right? I think
Rox rips off his clothing. Oh boy! Oh my goodness, sir.
I got $1 tip from taxation to Steph. So could you unblock me? I did nothing wrong. But it's true. I don't know. I didn't ban you.
I agree. You did nothing wrong.
What you're talking about? I don't know why you think I.
He was probably taken out of context.
You know I can't. You know there's no way to do that, and I don't know how you got banned because I.
J&J, I'm not enjoying it either.
Thanks for the tip. Alrighty then.
When he starts talking about his covenant and their cloaks, he's talking about one guy exactly.
Alex from Phoenix says they should have just made a movie for Yakuza. Yeah, well, they tried making a whole TV series on.
I guess
on
the Human Centipede, the best way I could portray them is that, and this is going to get into this is for Chris Chan to understand it because Chris Chan likes the show. LTG was Megatron and LTG Rox was Starscream. He was this dude off to the side who would talk shit the whole time, but for whatever reason was never truly disposed of, and would occasionally act on Megatron's will, at least according to Megatron's thought process, but then usually not. He's where we get this great quote from LTG Rox.
Ooh, I think it's time for men.
Is that why DSP kept Derek around? Maybe.
You sure about this? And what kind of talk is that? Thought you of all people respected the chain of command.
Cole over Starscream.
Yeah. You're right, Captain.
Spread Optimus's cheeks.
One for me.
Let's kick his ass.
I'm not sure how this one plays into his life, the one who wins, but I'm sure he could think of it.
Game, but okay. I'm gonna go to the other style, which is better for one-on-one fights.
Alright, this guy's got a big-ass cleaver. That's pretty cool. Watch out. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at all these duplicates. Very cool. Yeah, exactly. Snow Carl. And he got banned all the time, but he would get unbanned the next day. Got after images like Goku.
This. Special attack. Look at this. It's cool.
I know what this is.
Super Clone Army.
I know what this is supposed to look like. I'm no fool. But see, this is kind of a weird form of it's something that Majima should notice himself, because pirates can't do clone replication techniques. They're not cool enough to do it. It's too hard for them. So because Majima can do it, that clearly indicates that Majima was never a pirate. It's kind of these weird things in the background.
That was cool. I like the
Rox is a fun character. Rox is a fun character because of how you envision him. You know that really crazy grasshopper in Bug's Life? That was his name? Not Hopper. Hopper was the leader. The weird feral one. That's what I imagine whenever I think of LTG Rox. Is this feral human, this cave golem who walks around on all fours and growls and booty busts people.
Mortimer sent me something during the fight.
Huh? What kind of something?
An old video.
Well, there you go, Neil. It's on scrolls.
You, Masaru. 7 years ago. Conversation you had a few days before Mortimer turned on us.
Also, they would probably just die, Neil.
He took money, look.
Get up, Masaru.
Looks like those Japanese are out there thinking they're better than everyone else again and shadow cloning themselves because they want so many Japanese people because they love themselves so much. Yeah, exactly. That's why it is that DSP got 4th place. It's because it was one Japanese dude, but he used shadow clones to create 2 other Japanese dudes and robbed DSP of 2nd place. Well, too bad.
You know, I always wish that I could go to
They
the bar
can
and
Emo's love lemons, but that shit better pay off or you're going to piss off other fellow ninjas.
I knew I couldn't stick around much longer.
Yeah, dude, I was a pirate for a while. Did you guys see that? Yeah, we saw it. Time to die. Yeah, but I killed that guy. Really cool. No, time to die.
Make sure that we
You shot him with a blunderbuss and said, "Yar matey."
All these
Nope.
years, and it could have been you too.
Yeah. He gave me money up front. Called it in advance for a job well done.
That's true as well, Supposed moniker. Pirates can't read. And in many ways, ninjas don't need to read.
Screw your money.
We'll just sit there with the book in the room until the book coughs up the information.
I've never seen before. Lots more. While I sat there thinking it over, Raymond took my silence as an understanding.
Like Nietzsche. Yeah, I can't remember that feral grasshopper's name either, but that's a funny. Despite that, you probably would prefer to hang out with Rox and Derek. From what I understand with Rox is that none of it was true. He wasn't even really that much of a menace. He was just a stupid dude who said dumb things in Dale's chat and triggered him. So yeah, I would probably like hanging out with him more. Did you ever buy Mauled Ninja shit from Black Belt Magazine? No, but I bought similar stuff.
Quiet. Took Raymond's payment and went about my business. Only about 5 days later, I realized how stupid I was.
Has anything happened so far?
Conscience? Call it the folly of youth.
Sure.
Exactly, Methberry. I was reading about that a couple years back. How basically it was, in a way, undignified to use your swords because that meant that you sucked as an archer.
Thinking back, I'm surprised he didn't just kill me, huh? Especially in those days.
I think I'm Wizard. We need to read for Spill. That's what's up. Wizards are alright. Wizards can be kind of cool. The only thing that I feel like I have an issue with Wizards is you guys have to up your wardrobe game up. The robes, nah, man. No robes. Or at least robes with something, man. Like maybe you have robes on, but you have Jinko jeans over them. You workshop it. Something like that. Or maybe your robes are covered in Kevlar or got metal plates attached to them or something. You know, get something spicier going on there. Wizard has stuff. Even though Blood Ninja was playing around with that, it's kind of lame.
just one member of the crew. Now, who's to say?
Ninja wizards are a thing.
Maybe I could have seen Mortimer's betrayal coming in time. Could have saved the ship. Could have saved 2 men's lives.
Yeah, because that sounds like something you'd do as well, Mr. Did. Of course. Rox used to do streams. We know what he looks like. He's kind of this scrawny dude, and he's black, and he's fairly dark skinned. So that's something else that Dale would pick up on, is when he would make fun of LTG Rox, he would make fun of him in racist terms as well.
So what if I was too afraid to do it?
Blue robe with yellow stars as God intended. What?
And after that, Mortimer turned on us.
Those are cult robes and booty busting robes.
We've been playing for 30 minutes, nothing's happened yet.
Yeah, I know, DSP. You're the one at the wheel. Let's play Ninja Warriors. That'd be cool.
He'd never forgive me. I was scared, you know?
Oh God, Holly.
Scared of losing my.
That's exactly how LTG's cult works. They have no clothes underneath to facilitate booty busting.
Kinda thought running into him again on Rich Island might have been fate.
I think booty busting is a term, because I didn't enjoy it when he first started saying it, because it just sounds pretty violent. But he was talking about after it came out from the WikiLeaks that he had a daughter. He was dismissing all this and saying, "Oh yeah, none of this is true. These trolls are going to have to make up something far worse in the future. They're going to have to make up some sort of controversy that I was booty busting somebody." And when he said it that way, I thought, okay, it's kind of funny that way.
I appreciate you coming clean, Masaru.
Good time work. All right, take care, Normal Jinx.
That's all, though. I don't have it in me to serve on the same ship as you again.
Same thing goes with witches. Same thing goes with witches. Now, witches have done better. They've improved their game, but they've kind of gone in the wrong direction in a way. Now you have overly accessorized witches, and that's not necessarily a good thing either. You don't want to sound like, I don't know, you're carrying a shit ton of keys as you walk around.
Stop and think.
You know, it's good to here's a good witch wardrobe. All right, so you got like go with something similar to a Napoleonic overcoat, you know, something like that, and you've got the dress pants and maybe some joppers or something, but have it be all black with silver trim. That shit would be pretty witchin'. That'd be hype. And instead of a wand or whatever, you use a bayonet. Use a bayonet to direct your magic. Why not? So I'm saying, I want to write my own version of Harry Potter. It'd be so much more badass.
I only took the meeting to buy myself
no wands, knives. Because then when you run out of mana, you could start stabbing. Or you could stab in the middle of spell casting. Or you could cast a spell to send the knife at them. That runs the risk of losing the knife. You gotta be careful. Wand? A stick? Man, get the shit out of here. Play with sticks.
Good for us. And now we got the whole story out in the open. Ain't no reason for you to run. He's never gonna sell us out after this whole ordeal. Besides, we're better off with a world-class show.
I thought he said it would be LTG would have to be the one booty busted and having a something like that.
I trust you, Masaru. You got that? With the
yeah, use a naval pico, something like that. You know, class it up.
All right.
I'm sorry, but
oh,
it just isn't that easy for me.
DSP's just making noises over here.
But not now. Not before push comes fully to shove.
But I mean, Alta was right about it, though. With how ninjas work, you kind of can't use them in narratives because they're too effective. And it's true. You kind of can't use ninjas in stories. Because how many stories have it where the hero doesn't finish off the villain, but he does his kind of victory speech and he shakes hands with all of his friends and dude, the villain gets up. That would never happen if it was a ninja. Ninja would take out Voldemort and then chop his head off. There's no getting back up. There's no hero speech. There's none of that. Ninjas wouldn't fall for half the shit that happens in movies. I thought he died. No, ninjas make sure. You know how you make sure? You chop their damn head off and bring it with you. Show it to your friends. Put it on your coffee table. It's a conversation ender.
I guess.
You want your guests to leave? Hey, you want to check out this head? Throw it on the table. There you go.
A lot of time and money into finding this treasure. What kind of guy would I be? kicking you out when we're so
Exactly,
close.
Human Centipede. This shit takes way too long, man. Ryu Hayabusa would be flying through that
Thanks for the ass
storyline.
slap assist, Noah.
Sorry for what I put your dad through. You know.
There'd be no, and the villain came back in the next movie. No, they did not. Not without his ribcage, he didn't.
Listen up, people. After all
I have it right over here.
made us waste, we owe Mortimer an ass kicking.
Damn straight.
Let's make it one for the history books. Everybody with me?
Well, boy. We got through it.
Captain.
Now, hopefully, we have an epic.
That time that Eric Andre shot the shit out of Hannibal, how many times has that happened in movies where the hero shot the guy and then was pretty sure the dude was dead? And you always thought, man, fire a couple more shots off. You've got, what, 9 in that thing? Sometimes you can have 13 depending on what model pistol you have. You've got a couple more shots. Throw a couple more into that guy's body. That's exactly how Eric Andre did it. Reload, fire some more. That's how ninjas deal with it. Put your ass down.
All right, you returned.
Because, yeah, maybe you survived one gunshot, but I magged dumped 3 magazines in you, so you're dead, man. You should be.
Finally facing off against Mortimer. I better head to the Coliseum reception and make sure my team's squared away. There we go.
All right, let's go. Gameplay,
Sorry for
finally.
the
Holy
insanely
shit.
lengthy plot there. In fact, you know what we should do?
Here's the thing, Neil. That was a fun little thing we did back then, where ninjas had this goofy idea of what if we attach a lot of our myths to a washed-up goofball from martial arts movies, and we thought about Steven Seagal, we thought about it, but we thought it would be a little too obvious that it was a joke. So instead we went with Chuck Norris, whose only real movie role is getting kicked in the face by Bruce Lee. Now before you guys say anything slick, well what about all these other movies? No. You got kicked in the face by Bruce Lee. That's it. But what about that movie? No. Bruce Lee kicking him in the head.
Continue on here. Got a couple shout outs to take a quick look at. We have a $1 tip. Wow.
Steven Seagal is so powerful that he can swim through land.
Theft, don't you understand the world needs laughter so I can make people laugh? Reconsider. Can I email you?
No,
Yeah,
he can't
later.
even
I'm not reading
swim
emails
through
now.
an open
And I got
room.
another $1 tip.
He has to roll.
Why do you play these games if you don't like sitting around for the cutscene?
Yeah, good question.
Because overall, the games are great.
Oh, okay. Never mind. They rock.
Overall, I really do enjoy these games. They have great
Exactly,
narrative, they
Irie.
have cultural relevance to Japan that actually has allowed me to learn
Are you
about
sure?
the country and its culture as a whole.
Are you
I
sure,
like
Phil?
the combat. The action-based combat in this game has been quite
It's a
fun,
parody
right?
of
Some the mini
things
games have been
from
quite
Japan
entertaining
by
as well.
Japanese people. It's
And
not
when
accurate.
we're not in the middle of a cutscene, it's very fun to chill with you guys and talk and hang out and have a
No
good time.
media literacy
But
whatsoever.
when we get stuck in a cutscene that's 30 minutes
It's true.
long,
Bruce Lee's pretty cool.
yeah,
Bruce Lee is
kinda
one of those
drag out and
non-ninjas that
kinda
ninjas still
boring,
respect
not
and
a lot,
recognize, because that shit was hype as
What
hell.
would you like me to do? Like, just kiss the game's ass constantly, or do you want me to be honest about it? I think what it is so many.
Oh my god, why does it always have to go to this extreme, Phil?
You're just not used to someone being honest.
No one's wanting
You don't want me
anything
to be
like this.
Parts of the game that's good and parts of the game that's bad. You just want to hear me just say, oh, Rio, go, Toku, or whatever your name is. Oh, I love your games. And just keep kissing their butts. I'm not
That's
gonna
not
do
what
that.
anyone said. You have
I'm
an
gonna be
argument with
honest here, that way
yourself.
people know what's good and what's bad about a game I play. I don't have any incentive to say the game is great or to say the game sucks. I'm gonna be
No, you
honest,
don't have an
I've always had
incentive,
been
but you have a
17
tendency.
years I've been a creator. So I guess the real question I have for you is, if you have an issue with my playthroughs, why are you here watching? I've been doing
People
this
are
for
allowed to
17
have
years,
criticism,
I know what
Phil.
I'm doing.
You feel you're pretty entitled to it.
All right.
Now, what can I
Ninjas came from Japan? Pretty much.
Challenge
Cool thing about ninjas is there's not even really a lot of strong historical evidence that they really existed. That's what's ninja.
Wonderful. Then the long-awaited
There's a long-running hypothesis that ninjas are more as a folklore catch-all
luck to your ship.
for assassins and spies and stuff like that. And they had certain schools and camps that helped to train them better in Koga and Iga. But the idea of a ninja code and all that might not actually exist at all. The year a buddy and me had a bear charge us hunting blind, we both mag dumped our 1911s to that thing. The 15 round mag, it was not chance. No, definitely. Put it down. Everyone is a pirate in Japan as part of their culture. Huge One Piece fans. Alright, pirate stuff.
Mortimer looks nothing like a pirate at all, does he?
Goromaru's got Mortimer
Nope.
outgunned this time. And 7 years of debt to collect on. Give you my word. He'll pay you back with serious interest.
Seal's trying to antagonize me.
I never been more ready.
They were farmers. That's why they used unconventional weapons a lot. Because they were easier to hide and disguise.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely Lydia. He's gonna felt us all. Alright, pirate time. Let's go.
Sucks we're gonna be short one person.
No Taco Bell. I do have some pizza upstairs I could eat. Hey! That's a good point, Mersbo. That's a good-ass point. I wish someone would have asked that. That's fantastic. I love it.
Alright, let's go.
Guess we're just supposed to kiss his ass then. Damn!
Coconut gun.
He'll ban you on the spot. He's not even gonna give you an explanation because that one cuts too deep. He can't get himself out of that conundrum.
Almost done. So easy, told ya.
You have money, you scam people, you gonna spend it on burgers?
Why don't you Len, give in to intrusive thoughts, make like a ninja and capture ASP alive to experiment on his mind like Herophilus and Erasistratus.
Thank you very much, Sonic. I appreciate it. Well, I am the ninja assigned to deal with Phil, but I'll deal with him later when I want to. I'm still thinking about how to do it, because, you know, sometimes when you have so much choice, you get paralyzed by choice.
Down those
Do I want to just go over the top and throw the moon into him? I don't know. That seems a bit... I don't know. There lacks a certain artistry to that. We'll figure it out. Now, obviously in Minecraft.
Let's get this over with.
Thank you very much, Sonic. I appreciate it.
Go. Time for gunplay.
Oh, very cool, Phil. This is some good content.
Not for children.
What? You don't believe me, son? That's good. I'm glad you don't believe me. Shinobis are the best ninjas. Shinobis are ninjas. Shinobi is the Japanese, and ninja is the Chinese. Not Chinese, but the other alternate translation of it. There's a Chinese? It's ninja, and then it got shortened to ninja by the West. But Shinobi Nomino was what it was called in Japanese. I thought the base idea initially came from one shogun who trained all his castle staff to fight, so when the castle got taken over, all the groundskeepers and maids basically took back the castle.
I was gonna say that's definitely not.
But I'm not confident enough to say one way or another.
Here's Mortimer. You're right, Mortimer does look like Troy Baker. Holy shit.
Oh, you better take him out, Phil.
100% he looks like Troy Baker. I wonder
Let's
if
put
they
him
based him
down.
off of Troy Baker.
So are they Chinese or Japanese? Ninjas actually get their origin in China. Part of their training and aesthetic and stuff like that came from Chinese schools of thought, and then it became, well, what's the word for it? Japanified? Yeah.
Getting fucked up.
Just taking all those hits, huh? Alright, that's what I was thinking, Meth Bear. Shit, I know my shit. Alright, cool. Let's go. Let's take out Troy Baker once and for all.
How the real fight begins.
Alright, Phil. I guess so.
This
The term is weebed. That's good.
Very nice.
He's dead now, right? Oh, no, he's still moving around.
What the hell? He's got drones.
Oh my god!
Yo, what is
He
this?
activated his
He's
stand.
got killer drones.
This stand kind of sucks. Summons a bunch of drones for, what, 3 seconds?
Oh shit! I was doing good. Well, let's summon. Get the monkey out here.
Yeah, I'll be that monkey. Whip it out.
There we go.
No monkey equals anger. This is so silly.
Oh, the monkey's fucking him up. I should use a healing.
Yeah, definitely the human centipede. Look into it.
Okay.
Some sort of monkey mayhem. Oh, you got something for me, Curtin? What's going on here? Oh my lord.
That's it. Nice. Not bad at all. Pretty easy.
That's good stuff. Let's check it out.
That ape was very sadistic.
This,
Ka-ching. You
this
and
is
Jokes
macabre,
Rock
dude.
Easy peasy steamrolled them.
We got Elephant Cat. I love the original, but she wasn't an elephant. I made her eat DoorDash every day until she turned into an elephant. It does look like her, though. That's wild. Phil, what the hell have you done? Some sort of mad science? Horrible. What the hell's going on here? Damn, you got the stroke mouth again, Phil. Good stuff, Paper Thin Glenhole. I love it.
It's like you don't even care.
It's monkey spank. Alright.
Masaru.
Machete's cool.
Mortimer.
Machete's got some Mexican ninja to him.
Betray my dad.
Jaguar warriors were pretty ninja. Running around in the jungle, chopping people up with obsidian swords. That's hype.
Doesn't make any sense to me. What made you double cross your own crew?
Isn't Cat supposed to be a horse? It was in relation to a comment.
What?
I sent that as well. Let me bring that up.
He lost nearly everything because of it. His ship and his crew.
Well, I don't think you guys are going to see it.
Even his hope of curing Noah with that treasure.
I think it's cropped off there at the bottom. But yeah, someone said, Zach Scott said, I loved the original, but she wasn't an elephant, so I commissioned the same artist to turn her into an elephant.
Nobody
That's what inspired it.
Path. They just hit a bump in the road. You hit your bump. Before
What about Zoro? Zoro's cool.
You were walking
Zoro is a rogue,
Then
which is a little different. Rogues are kind of ninjas, but they add a splash of red. Like Joseph Joestar is a rogue. Jotaro is a ninja.
Paper Thin.
Paper Thin, you got a shout out.
Years ago, if I'd been a tiny bit greedier, you'd be standing here and I'd be on my knees.
Oh, Masaru. Do you want to know the reason why I took Raymond?
Cat Mark II sounds good. I like the idea that we've created an improved cat.
Already sold out Jason first.
And then Camille Badon steals it.
After that, I didn't.
That's true. He did say that. The elephant in the room.
Time brought the truth.
Phil, come on, man. That's mean.
I've been the only one of us to turn my coat after all, it seems.
Should I say sorry?
No. There would be no point to it now. Much of anything.
DSP should have them make a hire wolf so we can get a job.
Never thought I'd hear
That
you
wasn't a good
sounding
one.
so
I take it
small,
back.
Mortimer.
I denounce my joke.
Is that right? Well, so it goes.
You got something going on, man. Your face is twitching a lot. What's going on
Jason,
there? What if Cat was a ninja elephant style
You wanna
housewife?
settle the score?
I would have figured she would have dealt with Phil by now.
I don't care anymore. Maybe I finally drowned all that pain back at Dunghill. Doing
Oh,
what
the
we
Thief of
do
Princess
now,
Bride is a rogue.
It just means I'd have to rip those wounds open all over again.
Rogues are also different from assassins or ninjas in that rogues don't necessarily have to kill.
In that case,
You know, because Zoro can just leave you with a Z slash on your chest and then run away, and that's perfectly fine.
that ought to make things right.
Same thing with Princess Bride, dude.
Hi.
He can clown around and not leave you dead.
You and your men can go in peace from here on.
Oh God!
Oh.
See, that's how it's done. I mean, he's probably already dead, but
Commodore, you
make sure.
disgrace us all, cutting deals to save your skin.
That'd be funny, Game Master. That's good stuff.
You maniac! Raymond Law's decree is clear, Commodore.
What even happened?
The Colosseum knows only two outcomes: victory or death. No one bargains his way out of fate.
Well, he's dead now.
That's why I love your observations, Phil. I hadn't realized that.
This is a blood sport, after all. We can hardly fail to deliver on that promise. The audience would never forgive us. The Colosseum has a certain philosophy it's obligated to uphold. Am I wrong?
What's going on down there in chat, Phil? Who the hell is this?
You do show some cunning. Occasionally.
Is that PWR's mom?
To your health.
That's good, Visible Dimwit. I like it.
All right, well.
Ban him.
Have we finished the Coliseum plotline now? Can we
Very
actually
cool,
continue on
Phil.
with the main
I
plot?
was on the edge of my seat the whole time.
Waiting on you. You really believe we can pass in one piece? We're still at the utter mercy.
Yeah, I agree, Despot, and that would be kind of helpful.
According to law, we only take Tucker out of Madlantis once we beat Mortimer. Guy basically said he'd blow us to bits if we tried too soon, but we'd held up our end of the deal.
I'd put our odds somewhere around 50-50. Yeah, maybe 60-40. Don't forget, we're Madlantis' champions.
Well, yeah, man, this is some good gameplay.
Law promised us safe passage after we won.
Yeah, this is a pretty boring
Now,
paper than
how's
Glenn Hall.
that gonna look? Guy's a hard ass, but he still answers to the people.
Because you can talk during this. You can. You can get the summary of what's going on. You can get the gist of what's going on.
I suppose there's some sense to
Make
that
more
argument.
comments than
It's true
none.
Raymond would gain little from killing us.
What if PWR's mom, I thought, might have to become PWR's dad soon?
I may not remember much,
I can understand.
but I can damn sure work out
And
some
you'll be
pretty
there
Briggs playbook.
effing
Maybe
pissing him
something
off,
I was
dude.
born with.
Just like a real Yakuza.
Pirate Yakuza.
Definitely.
If there's nothing
Any thoughts on the
else,
whole
shall we
direwolf
go?
situation? I love how everyone was bringing up Jurassic Park, including Ian Malcolm. Got so caught up on if they could, you didn't ask if they should. I mean, I don't know. Are they even really direwolves? I was seeing people say that they're not technically direwolves or this and that. I personally think it's hype as hell. I understand that the whole point of Jurassic Park is about hubris and the dangers of it, but I think I would have done it better.
Yeah, we're done. Completely done. So, all right.
We've been waiting for you.
Sorry, I walked into the cannon and got stuck.
For one thing, the raptor containment, man. You're really just going to put him out there in the middle of the forest like that? Honestly, a moat of lava around a velociraptor pen kind of makes sense. I want to see a velociraptor get past lava. And sentry guns. Realistically, where are all the sentry guns? I realize it's a story made in the 90s, but come on, you already have cloning technology. You might as well have sentry guns.
Getting ready to set sail.
We got places to be. Hoping to stow away?
Oh, please.
I don't know, maybe the raptors will return fire or something. They'll fashion their own gun.
You don't seem to be taking her seriously.
Raptors are cool, though.
Nele Island's been abuzz with discovery lately.
There's several movies that simply
So
have
tell me,
been built different and
why
done
haven't
something
you
about it. Exactly. And, you know, they always have to try and find some sort of narrative reason why that can't happen, but it gets kind of frustrating when they don't bother. I guess they're not really obligated
before
to.
you come in a room.
I think it's cool to bring back extinct species because then you can get a better understanding of their biology and whatnot, and a better understanding of their diets and their history and whatnot. I think that's cool. But realistically, there's not really a whole lot of point to bring back most extinct animals. There are a couple that'd be pretty cool to bring back. Bring back a Apatosaurus. That'd be pretty hype, man.
I've outstayed my welcome.
Bring back a woolly rhinoceros. That shit would be hype.
What's that?
Bring back...
Any news of the Esperanza treasure?
Bring back Australopithecus africanus. I want to freak it out.
Betrayal will be met with death.
Let's make the Australopithecus stream.
Who's betraying what exactly?
Instead of Phil, you turn in the stream and there's a proto-humanoid there, screaming wildly. I guess you wouldn't really notice much difference, huh? You got this early hominid doing a pre-stream. So, back in the, what was it? God, got a brain fart. 200,000 years ago. I don't know when they were around. So basically, I lost my job as a hunter-gatherer, and it was like some bullshit.
I sincerely hope you
Australopithecus doesn't have hunter-gatherer behaviors, but you get what I'm trying to do here. Come on.
Even in the underworld, the influence she wields could crush Raymond Law and his ilk. Nothing good comes from upsetting a woman so well loved.
I want the Dota brought back because I'm curious what made them so delicious. Yeah, that's true. Why did kill T-Rex in Jurassic World done? I haven't watched it. The last Jurassic Park movie I watched was the very first one with what's his name, Chris Pratt, and I didn't enjoy it. Not really. The only character I really liked in that movie was Vincent D'Onofrio. He was killing it. Loved that guy. Fantastic actor. I think he should play Phil in the movie adaptation. And I figured out how it is that you can note which one is Phil when we do the film adaptation. Because DSP is such an interesting dude, I want maybe 50 actors to play him. At the beginning of the movie, he gets some yellow paint on his shirt, and he never changes his shirt for the entirety of the movie, but always has the yellow paint on it. So whenever you cut to the dude in the black begging shirt with yellow paint on the shoulder, that's how you know it's Phil. And that's also how you can get away with doing any sort of makeup or anything. Just have, you know, what's his name? Christopher Walken there. No goatee, no dark hair, it's just him. But he's got the black shirt with the yellow paint.
I think Law might really be true to his word.
Good. Thanks for keeping watch.
He did, Greedy Piggy. It was fantastic.
We'll see you soon.
Bring back the Jack Officeers? Hell no. Now that dude would be a streamer.
Better not waste my time, boys.
Does he even actually like Yakuza? I don't think he does. I think he has some sort of obligation to keep playing them because he thinks that he brought them over to the West.
Of course, he's gonna have you
which is
find the treasure.
insane.
He's gonna show up last minute to try to steal it. Obviously, that's what's gonna happen. It's pretty apparent at this point.
Yeah, Vincent D'Onofrio kicked ass as Kingpin. I like him. I think he's one of my top 50 actors, I would say. I personally think that he should have played Eggman in the Sonic movies. And the reason why is because he can be super serious like Eggman is sometimes, but also he has the ability to be a little bit goofy. He was in that, what was it, Law and Order Special Intent. He was the main character in that, and that dude was goofy as hell the whole time. I remember one time there was an episode where they finally sprung the trap and they found the killer. And the killer was some rich dude at his fancy dinner. So what does Vincent D'Onofrio's character do? Sits down at the table and starts eating some of the dinner, while explaining how it is that they figured out that he was the killer. I would love that. I think Vincent D'Onofrio was robbed. I don't think Jim Carrey was, I mean, Jim Carrey, I'm sure, did great. I'm sure a lot of people liked it, but nah, Vincent D'Onofrio is Eggman. Because also Vincent D'Onofrio can demonstrate fatigue of stupid shit. And if there was one thing that Eggman was, is he was tired of Sonic's stupid shit.
Yeah. By now, they must have found this village of heretics we need.
And once we pull our info together,
Robotnik, oh yeah, okay.
The treasure of the Esperanza makes its grand entrance.
Oh, we're almost there, aren't we?
I think we may
Fourth rider, there is rollback netcode on the spear.
Hard to believe it took a giant team of criminals to get us to this point.
We were gonna bring anything back. We need to cross a Neanderthal with LTG to make the raw go sapien. That's good.
I swear we're gonna use it to get your lungs working. All right.
Be weird. You're looking at the human branch, the human progression of evolution, and there in the middle somewhere is an early hominid with an Under Armour shirt, tiny thin legs, a giant bottom lip off to the left side, and what else? A bad goatee or a bad beard, and a Saturn stick. That's when they first started learning how to use tools. You know, early tools like picks and shovels and Saturn sticks.
The end game, but there's no way in another hour we're beating it tonight. You know, there's going to be an insane amount.
And then it goes back to the normal trajectory of human evolution.
The next part, the end game, Pirate Yakuza.
That would be hype for your Monarch.
Okay. So, guys, a couple of things. First of all, I want to get up and stretch my legs and use the restroom.
No, I didn't hear about that.
All those cutscenes, you know, it's rough sitting here trying to get through. I'm trying to put out an entertaining stream. I've barely done anything in the last hour because it's been all cutscenes.
Come on,
right?
man. Are you trying?
Now, here's the deal.
Give me money anyway.
I have had 9 straight streams of hitting my goals. 9. Tonight was going to be number 10. We want to keep that streak alive.
That's true.
If we get the goal tonight, it means tomorrow I'm likely going to be doing a fun DSP Tries It of Popeye's Pickle Menu live on my first stream after Minecraft, okay? But we need support.
Yeah, like Breaker, we got maybe 2 more streams
please
of
support
this.
The stream. We haven't had any support in over an hour because the game has been pure cutscenes. I hear you. People are saying this game's boring. Stop playing it.
They can't donate during cutscenes?
We need tonight and
they can do it whenever they want. That's the cool utility of the thing.
So I want to put out better content for you. I want to do more interesting, interactive content with you. We have to finish the game.
Oh my goodness,
but
dude.
I do need
blaming the game again.
So please,
Mr. Adult here, Mr. Grown Man, blaming his tools.
On the YouTube side. Please, let's get some subs on the
guys. I really wish I could put this card together sooner, but I've got bad tools. It's not my fault.
I'll be right back.
Still give me money, though. The pickle menu is okay. The lemonade is surprisingly good. Really? I don't know about all that. Yeah, the King's Tax isn't looking good, Armored Cereal. I'm trying to make good content for you. Then why are you silent the whole time? Why is your content raising your eyebrows and saying he's mad? Is that entertaining content? Whatever. Yep, we got to do some whale calls now. Heinz, it's the same old shit. Mm-hmm. He's gonna hit the goal. I guess I'll use this opportunity. So for Going Green this Friday, I haven't really decided on a game, but I'm thinking maybe Neo 2. However, my wife, hopefully, she'll be able to join us for Going Green. So that'd be fun. Just I'm calling it the birthday stream because it's close enough to my birthday. It's in April. Who cares? And so that'll be cool. I'm gonna have her on, and but I am thinking maybe watch one of the ones of games that she's played, and she hasn't played as many games as me, and mostly different games. So we'll look into that. It might be Red Dead Redemption 2, if that's the case. She likes Red Dead Redemption 2, perhaps GTA 5, maybe. Some other games she's beaten. She's really into Fortnite Lego. She enjoys playing that with her friend, or a friend who still lives in Russia. And that's sweet. That's cool. They go around building camps and stuff. It's adorable. And she applies her Dark Souls training to the game. So when she's fighting the bosses, she's applying the, okay, hit a couple times, back up, charge up stamina, get back in there. Hell yeah, this lady's overqualified. Ooh, we could watch Dark Souls 3. She's played Dark Souls 3. She's gotten all the way up until, oh, well, we might have to stop it if it becomes a spoiler. She stopped playing it right at Nameless King, and then went on to play some other stuff. So that's right about where she is. Could be that. All right, the guy's back.
Okay. Let's see. So, I have received...
And as for Internet Asylum...
absolutely nothing.
Fantastic. That's great news. That's hilarious. Yeah. That is funny, Phil.
That's way too close of a camera.
I agree. That is funny.
Holy crap. So I got nothing. But it's fine. We got another hour.
Let's make
progress.
It's fine. You guys have another hour to find your debit card.
Hour. Please, let's get something. We had no support in the last hour because
I think my wife died against Champion Gundyr.
Let's get to the end game.
Maybe 3 times.
Have some fun. Let's do it.
Maybe 3.
Okay, guys. Let's do it. Let's review with Rodriguez.
The boss that was her. Well, she'll tell it on stream if we watch it. I don't need to tell the whole lore. She can do it.
The wrong way. Right. No, I went the right way.
Where are we going, Phil? Yeah, Internet Asylum. I don't have an announcement for it yet. I'll talk it over with Bode. Still nailing down.
This is good, Majima. If what Tucker says is the real deal, we're about to get very rich, ready to get the things underway. Let's do it. Yeah. No better time than the present. Correct. Let's do it right now, not later. Now.
Donate?
Geography is by and large irrelevant.
Why would people support a game they don't want to see? Well, because, Jadu, you're supposed to love Phil. It's not even really about the game. It's about this lovable dipshit, Darkside Phil. You love his content. How's her playthrough Metal Gear Solid 3 been going? Hasn't started yet. Every time we sit down to play it, we get distracted with some shit. One of the times was straight up cartoonish. My mom came over and wanted to talk about some bullshit. And it was a 10-minute conversation that lasted 3 hours. And so we didn't feel like playing it after that.
Walk west 100 paces from the outer edge.
That's what moms do. Moms have a lot to say. What's up, Mom? What do you need? Oh, I wanted to bring you some coupons and your Tupperware container back. All right, thanks. Get the hell out now. Well, anyway, what I was wanting to talk to you about... Oh, shit. That's not true. I love my mom, but damn it, it's a trap. Damn it, it's a trap every time. This quick little conversation about something seems so innocuous. That's okay. It's what moms are doing. It's what they're supposed to do. I'm waiting for PWR for that to happen. I want mom to come in and talk to him during the stream. That would be funny. Hey, big ups, Vikes. Thanks so much. Sorry that you're toxified, though. But if it makes you feel better, DSP got no contributions. Except for earlier.
You guys really ought to work
Thank you.
through these issues.
Or Vikes. I'm sorry, I misread it.
The treasure's ours if we just cooperate.
How's it going, Super Sentai guy?
Can we back off each other's throats?
We might wait for the remake to come out. I don't know. She might like that one better.
Keep everything on the up and up. There's no problem here.
If anyone is less than forthright, however, this entire enterprise collapses. After which, suspicion will tear the lot of us apart. Now, are you willing to play for
Definitely do so, Centipede. She knows it's good. She knows it's good. It's about setting aside time for it.
Arbitrate this little dispute.
She knows that, makes me feel good saying it, but it's true. She knows that I have good taste, and that the things that I like are worth liking. Because there's been nothing that I've recommended to her that she didn't like.
Supposed to mark the spot and find out it don't. I come back for pinkies. Tucker's
And likewise with her. If she has something she likes, it tends to be pretty good.
Not to be a dick about this.
She said that Steins Gate wasn't that good, but I'll watch it because I got asked to.
Should be willing to lose a finger.
That's fantastic, Armored Cereal. Well, I mean, it doesn't even really have to do with any of the acting or anything. It's the fact that you didn't have Turles screaming in the middle of the bar in Snow White. Now, if they did, I don't think we would have had any real complaints about that movie. Imagine they just go to a tavern and Turles there yelling his ass off. Hell yeah. 10 out of 10 movie. We'll see again.
Next day we do the ring finger.
Got another drawing for me? Alright. It's the perfect time to do it. DSP's just sitting here.
I'll explain it to your old lady.
Yeah, this is the picture that I was... Okay, I want to show the source picture. I want to show... I want to show his.
Now, Yakuza Customs. You never go past
Whoa, what's going on with Phil? What the fuck? Phil, sit down, man. You're stressing me out. You okay over there? Did you shit yourself, friend?
That means on day 4.
The diapers. So here's the picture.
We start with the
and here is the drawing.
Can we move on already?
And it's shocking how paper-thin Glenn Hall has gone from drawing caricatures to drawing police sketches.
I'll chop them off till there ain't nothing left to chop. We only leave the island.
It's the same picture. That's him, officer. That's him, right there. Right? That's the guy. Yeah, he jerked it on stream.
Yes, damn it. I swear to you, all right?
Excellent drawing. I love it.
Feels like you still might be weighing your odds here.
So she likes JoJo as well? You haven't gotten her to cosplay as Lisa yet? Nah. She likes JoJo. She's super stoked for Part 7 animated. She's ready to cry all over again. Because the ending brought her to tears. And it's a damn good ending. I guess I should save this for when she's on so she can talk about these things.
That's it exactly.
Cut my fingers off if you don't believe me.
Possibly bikes. I could see DSP pulling out some desperate tricks. He's got to mention the drama behind the scenes. Guys, there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. I try not to talk about it, but I've got a lot of stress right now, and it would really help me out to be eating a pickle sandwich tomorrow. What are we doing? Oh, okay. I'm just sitting there.
The 2 points you can see here.
Yeah, Paper Thin Glenn Hall. You do a fantastic job with this dude. You do capture his essence.
There's meant to be a secret cave, which only
Bro, Fear Monarch, I am bouncing off the walls. I'm hyped as hell, but isn't it going to be next year? As it approaches, I get more and more hyped.
All of a sudden you ain't sure?
Don't start badgering me. You know full well this information is from a journal 2 centuries
Yeah,
old.
what the hell's wrong with his face?
Even in the best of circumstances, mint condition and laid bare before us on this very table. The written record of a single
I could go for a lunch meat sandwich. Lunch meat sandwiches kick ass if they're done right.
Now that Rodriguez has showed you his, you're willing to admit yours wasn't everything you'd said it'd be, huh?
His tax guy is his shield.
Whole truth and nothing but. Fetch me a Bible and I'll swear on it.
He just said he had a small PP if you didn't know.
Okay, thank you, Phil. Thank you for your incredible insights.
I'm
I've been dying to take a trip to the coast.
He's on Addies. DSP on drugs would kick ass, man. I wish DSP did drugs.
All right, are we doing this?
DSP should become a weightlifter, so all he has to do is eat chicken and rice. Simpler that way.
Come on, Captain, let's go to the Goromaru and find the secret cave. All right, we're in the home stretch.
Isn't that necklace kind of dangerous, the one the kid wears? It's got all those spikes shooting out of
Let's
it.
get the hell down there and let's get this started. Holy crap, they really knew how to draw out this game. They really had a lot of cutscenes and a lot of stuff going on and a lot of blah 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 blah.
Like right now, Phil. Okay, fantastic.
All right.
I sure hope you made your point.
Cat and Jasper, all week you've been good and happy. Oh, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, everyone's cool here, Jade. Stop asking personal questions. DSP, you should ban him.
Okay. We don't know what's awaiting us. Now's your chance to visit other
I feel
places.
derailed.
We're doing it. We're going to the cave.
God, it better not be on Netflix. Please don't let it be on Netflix. Yeah, I thought so too, Silent Weapons. I thought that was a good segue into begging.
No.
Is he bored or sleeping? He's been falling asleep during the stream.
Great, let's go right now without any more talking.
That's something I can't condone, Lynn. I don't want Dave to have a good time. Well, that's true.
We're seriously gonna talk.
I would like DSP's mentality, or well, I would be amused by DSP's mentality if it was applied to other things. I want to see weightlifter side Phil. I want to hear him complain about people at the gym.
You won't believe it. This fucking idiot was working out, and he could see that I clearly wanted to use the machine. Now, he was there for maybe like an hour.
And then eventually it's deduced that he was there for 15 minutes.
And I put on a ton of weights, and everyone in the gym was like, whoa, that guy Phil is strong.
I want Phil in every setting. Let's get air traffic controller Phil.
And so you guys won't believe this, but the jet was calling me and saying, we need to land. And I said, dude, I'm in the middle of my pre-stream. What, do you have ADHD or something? Well, anyway, the jet fell out of the sky, and it's like not my fault.
You'll find out all right.
I promise you that we're getting close. There, Captain.
What job do you want to hear DSP complain? I would love to have convenience store side Darkside Phil. Clerks Phil would be great.
Find something over that way.
Fine. Let's give him
all right.
It's just the multiverse of Phil. I want to see Pokemon Scalper Phil.
Come on.
Oh yeah, that would be great. DSP does have the mentality of a scalper. I was talking with that dude who owns the model kit shop, and he was talking about Gundam model kit. Oh god, there's $124. Hitting goals, Felch and Trolls. Pickles are on me. Wish I could do this more often, but I'll always support when I can. All right, Drew. Pull your mouth off his dick. There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Drew C.
I hope you all feel felted and defeated. Sad and molding individuals.
$124 super chat on the stream. Like a huge cannonball erupting in the side of an island, opening up a cave that's been closed for 2 centuries.
Proctologist Phil would kick ass.
Says the following: hitting goals, Felton Trolls, pickles are on me.
Yep, I'm sure Felton Phil. I don't have to beg to have pickles.
Drew, thank you so very, 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 very much. That puts me at ease.
Like clockwork.
It allows me to say
These
can just
bums will
ride
show
out
up.
the next hour of tonight and just relax. All right.
All right,
Thank
just
you so
relax.
much.
Oh
Let's
man,
go
I was
on the
stressed out.
leaderboard
I wanted the pickles.
and get
I'll
to the
bet
end
you
of this
did.
game because I mean, admittedly, even it's putting me to sleep.
One
Too many
person.
cutscenes.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
just
wanna
one
play.
dude.
I
It's
don't wanna
always
wait.
one dude.
Thank you, Drew. Insanely generous.
I need to find that clip from Mystery Science Theater. I know it's from the episode Monster a Go-Go,
to our goal
where
of 150 for the night.
where Joel keeps saying, "That was one guy.
Which
That was one guy.
19
It was
out of
only
20
one
goals.
guy."
As long as we hit the goal tomorrow during Minecraft, we will be doing
You're
the
felted the
Popeyes
anyways.
pickle
Big time.
menu for tomorrow's DSP Tries It. We'll see if we can do
Well,
that. for
how will I
Minecraft.
deal
But
with my
as
felting?
of now, ladies and gentlemen, we celebrate
In hell?
tonight. We have hit the goal.
Holy
we have
shit.
filled the coffers. The taxes
burn
have
hell
been
for
paid.
Brunel.
It is time for a celebration.
Can't change who
Thank
you are, I
Drew,
guess.
so much. Thanks to everyone.
Why are
chilling
you
here with
on
me. I
fire?
understand
I mean,
that it
you know
is
what,
very
DSP,
boring
I'm
tonight.
enjoying the
Hopefully we get
content.
some action
I love
for the
seeing
end,
Phil on
all
fire.
right?
That's
Thank
awesome.
you so very much. 19. That is 10 straight. 10 straight.
Aw, man,
streams
I'm so
that we
proud of
hit
you,
the
Phil.
goals. That is absolutely amazing, and thank you all for that so very, very much. Also, Squirt Rocks gifted a sub first one of a while here.
Squirt Rocks.
Thank you
What
so
the
much
hell are
to
these
Squirt
dumbass
Rocks for
names?
giving a sub on Kick tonight.
I want Phil to get big
Boy,
into cycling.
thank
Him
you.
showing up in that cycling garb with the padded ass shorts. Oh, definitely. He would wear some sort of jock strap that's designed to make it look like his dick is bigger.
Oh, sorry, it's hard to find shorts that could fit on my giant
Right?
dick.
I might have spelled it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so very
It's
much.
burning money. A good metaphor for
If by
him.
some
That is
freak chance
true.
we hit 300 tonight, that means that we lock into the DSP.
All right,
side
so
for
maybe we
tomorrow.
get
don't
another
have to worry
goal and
about
it can
getting
count towards the next one,
I don't
where I
think we're gonna
clean
get
out
much
my
more tonight.
shitty ass
Thank you all.
closet. I'm only interested in you cleaning out your closet if there's a feral raccoon in there,
my water,
or an
this
Australopithecus.
action-packed finale.
I forgot I had
We're not
this.
meeting tonight, but the action-packed finale. Hopefully, we will be able to hydrate here.
What? Yeah, okay, DSP. You should get one of those camel packs.
Boy.
Immediately, Lydia. Well, you know, there's always more money to be getting.
Let's continue. Here we
All
go.
right.
Captain, what did I tell you? Take a look at that. There! That could very well be our cave ahead.
And Squirt Rock says, shout out to Drew on YouTube. Thank you, Drew, for your overwhelming support tonight. I agree, man. So awesome.
All right, we did it, man. Now we can have no stress for the rest of the game.
That's called a cave.
Imagine Phil as a kindergarten teacher. Instead of teaching ABCs, he's telling kids how to beg and scam. Yeah, he's got to raise the next generation, man.
You've awakened the Kraken, apparently.
I got a Kraken you can awaken. Oh, speaking of tentacles, I've been watching Assassination Classroom. That's a pretty good show. I like how it's a social commentary, too.
Is it going to be a ship fight?
Jason, hard to port. Goromaru, ready the cannons.
It's huge. Oh, shit.
But I think my favorite character is, what's her name? Bitch Sensei? She's cool. I like her energy. She's very fun.
That's the spirit. Come on, then.
She's, what I like about her is that she does kunoichi locking in. There's an episode where they have to climb down the mountainside to go to some school assembly or some bullshit. And by the time they get to the bottom of the mountain, she's dying and falling on the ground. But then when they go into the gymnasium, she's doing her usual, you know, hot chick strut. And I'm thinking, that's kunoichi locking in. That's a locking in that women can specialize in. They could show up on the scene stressed and pissed as shit, but then walk in like a hero. I think she's pretty fun. And then I like the squid guy. He's pretty hype. None of the students really interest me. They're not particularly interesting. Not really. So wait, this is real? It's an actual Kraken? Boy, this would be interesting to go back in time and tell people who were playing Yakuza 1 when it came out. You guys won't believe it, but in the future, the Kraken is canon. That'd be funny as hell, Neil. How far are you into Assassination Classroom, by the way? Karma is best boy. Karma's alright. I'm about 2 episodes away from being done with Season 1. They just took out the dude who's the grappler. He crushed people with his hands or whatever. And got that shit sprayed in his face. That was pretty funny. Oh, thrilling. What's this, Tito? Can you send me? Oh yeah, that's perfectly Phil. I want to... No, I mean, I don't want to see this, but I could see DSP wearing this shit. Thinking he's all professional and crap, being a... Well, he's got the shirt for it already. I will say I like the dynamic. There's a brief scene where they're talking about which boys or which girls each other like. And Karma mentions that he likes the kind of nerdy science girl because she could make potions and he could stab people. You know, she could make poisons and such. And when he said that, I thought, yeah, that's pretty much how my mentality goes as well. I think of, man, this chick would probably be really good at killing people. Let's look into this. You know.
Did we get it? No, we missed.
That was dumb, Phil.
Over here, prick.
Nice stab.
Isn't that boy an assassin or ninja in your opinion? Yeah, he's very ninja-like. The blue-haired one. And yes, Professor Female Dog is awesome. You better have some tissues ready when you get close to the end. Oh man! Wait, am I gonna have my own incident? Camera's on.
What is that?
Well,
Hello.
I don't think so yet, Fear Monarch.
I see you.
God, what kind of stupid ass commentary is this? What kind of third grade commentary is this shit, man? Uh-oh, I see you. What? Is that the professional commentary that I'm supposed to donate for? Stupid ass sing-song shit like that? No, man, you get nothing from me. Where are the actual jokes?
I think I'm into it.
Loser, man. Straight up loser.
Is he finally getting his memory back now?
Well, that seems to be the implication, Phil. Nanny, nanny, boo boo, stick your head in doo doo. That's what Phil should start saying.
Asshole. It's payback time.
I know you are, but what am I?
Child entertainer, exactly. Jade loves it. And then we got some eyebrow movement, quality
But
content.
they ran out of budget, so they couldn't show the fight.
Very funny, Phil. Man, this dude sucks.
You awake?
Nothing he does is interesting. He's pure boredom at this point. Pure boredanium. It's the opposite of Gundanium.
Yeah.
Exactly, Fourth Rider. Now the stress is gone. Yeah, I'm rubber and you're glue. Everything you detractors say bounces off me and sticks to you.
With the Esperanza treasure.
Yeah, okay, you got us, Phil. I can't argue with such wit.
To lead the way.
We're sure it's the right place?
Absolutely, Captain. There it is.
Yeah, exactly, the human centipede. Like, I always liked the spooky girls in school.
That means we're really into
Because the reason why is I thought at the time, well, what if they go berserk and start shooting up the place? It's probably better to be on their good side.
treasure of the Esperanza is waiting.
Best case scenario, she doesn't shoot me. Worst case scenario, she hands me a gun to join in. Because then I don't know what I'm going to
Oh,
do.
this is it. All right, guys.
On
this is
one
we're
hand,
actually now in
she's
chapter
pretty
5,
cool.
the
I'd
final
hate to bum her
chapter of
out.
the game. This is the finale
You
coming
guys
right
know I'm
now.
joking.
With the death of Commodore Mortimer, the race for the Esperanza treasure has exploded into action.
CDSP, that's dark humor. And it probably isn't even acceptable either.
Former enemies gather together aboard the Goromaru. Having defeated the treasure's final guardian,
Would a ninja use an M? Because since ninjas can use any weapon as long as it gets the job done. Yeah, Agent 47 is a ninja. He is. 100%.
Or is he just starting?
And
Chapter
ninjas
5,
can use
the
guns.
finale.
Ninjas can use anything and it won't make a sound.
All right.
Ninjas have
Like I
taken
said, I
people
doubt
out
we're
with
beating this
silenced
tonight 'cause
nuclear
we're probably gonna have
weapons.
an insane amount of cutscenes, so we'll have one more stream of it in 2 more nights, and we'll wrap it up.
Oh boy, I can hardly wait, Phil. I'm so damn excited.
Sure looks like it. Secret enough and cavey to boot, wouldn't you say? Well, Tucker.
And you say that, Phil, but I have a weird excuse me. I have a weird reason to believe that that's going to take more than one more stream. I don't know. Maybe not.
Whoa.
He's really dialing in the lame tonight, man. There, yeah, I was talking to you. Yeah, I was talking to you.
It's been
Lame
closed
ass.
for 200 years. What could possibly be in here that's a
Tight
threat?
squeeze up ahead. Watch yourselves.
Riddick's cool. Whoa, buddy. I have enjoyed that whoa, buddy has become a thing. Even though it's hyper obnoxious when PPP does it.
Be quiet. Take it slow.
I call him whoa, buddy.
What's up? You'll see.
Bunch of cave people down here. Watch out for LTG rocks. That's what it is. You guys ever see The Descent? All those dudes are LTG rocks.
What's going on?
Speaking of Gundanium, saw a post about who was the best shark character in all the Gundam universes, and apparently unanimously the majority say Zax, and I agree. Do you?
Huh.
You're right.
Acting weird.
Man, it's kind of hard to say because Zax does kick ass. He's a really cool dude, and he's voiced by Dio.
I'm right behind you.
No cause for alarm, my boy.
I did like what was his name? Jamil on Gundam X. I thought he was really cool. You technically in Gundam X have 2 Char clones, but then you also have 2 Amuro clones. They're mixed and matched. You've got a Char and Amuro and another Char and Amuro. It's pretty cool. Doesn't happen in any other Gundam series.
Gonna let go now. Once I do, just open your eyes real slow.
I like him. He's cool. What's going on? But then there's also that lady Char in one of the build fighters, and she's hype. She's cool.
I don't believe it. This is...
Hot damn, pirate treasure.
Captain, it's amazing!
Oh, the things that delight pirates. Tell you what delights a ninja. You go into this cave and there's a single scroll, right? But around the scroll is a ton of dead bodies and they're all grasping their face and screaming at the ceiling. You know that's some good shit on that scroll.
I swear, you just had to steal
Like that
my
area in Elden Ring, that underground area where all those people are dead from madness. Yeah, that's a ninja's treasure, because you know that shit's gonna be something powerful. This? I don't know. I mean, gold can buy you stuff, but it's not powerful.
As always happens.
You can't unleash gold on a populace and wipe out a third of them. Lady Char? Yep. She's hype.
Yeah, we did it.
Very hype. Now we all betray each other.
That's it. That's the end of the game. Roll credits.
Cool. All right. No more second stream. Is that all your jokes, Phil? Is it all you've got? Oh, and that was it. And that's it.
There's nothing here
this
but
dude.
coins and gems.
Yep, exactly, Ramon.
You disappointed?
The Tunguska incident was 2 ninjas dueling to the death. That's why we try not to fight other ninjas. It leads to too much destruction. Which is cool and all, but I don't know. It's just not the destruction we want.
Our treasure hunter
Yes, he is the human centipede.
more indeed. Something
Yeah, and Zex is hype as hell.
very precious.
Zex is cool because even though his plan doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because he's cool, you find yourself on board with it.
Elixir of eternal life.
So wait, what's your plan? I don't know. Alright, let's see where this goes. Is this your mobile suit? Big old dragon with a big sword? Yeah. Alright, see where this goes.
The heart of the dragon.
Oh, God. There's a dragon down here?
According to certain esoteric Chinese medicinal formulae,
Lady Char? I've seen her.
it supposedly yields an elixir.
Oh, you're talking about the one that, yeah, the Lady Quattrapagina? Yeah, that's cool.
Many years ago. Could that be why it isn't where the journal said?
I guess at a certain age, health matters more than wealth, huh?
No need to fret. I'm quite content with either.
Alright.
What we've uncovered is
Got nothing going on here, huh? Darziak will take care of that dragon. Oh, damn.
this heart of the dragon.
Damn. Whereas he said he took it off because it was interfering with the green of his shirt and it made it look weird and whatnot. Which to me, that sounds like a benefit, not a bad thing. But this guy's stupid, so whatever.
Squid. A little cough sometimes. It's no big deal.
It's just, as a father,
He is. He's been falling asleep all night.
help but blame yourself when your kid's sick.
It is your
If
fault.
there
It
was
was terrible
something,
genetics.
Anything that could help you. Believe me,
How about health insurance?
Besides,
How is old Phil able to be funny, but this dude can't be? I mean, I know the reason why is because he's been so isolated.
stuff than I do.
He doesn't watch anything. He doesn't read anything. He has no understanding of pop culture or memes. And you could track it as you watch DSP's content. Because even in 2016, he was able to reference things. Now, 2025, he has no capacity to reference anything. I'm not necessarily wanting him to say, oh, it's like the movie. No, I want him to be able to pull from something. Can't pull from anything. You can just say weird cartoonish statements like, oh, he's mad now. Uh-oh, I see you. That's all he has now. It's baby talk. Is it good?
Damn, that is good.
Oh, he loves it.
Shit, nice work. Would you believe
Delicious.
tried to butt in and give us grilling tips?
Yeah, his body is falling apart. What if his head just falls off in a couple minutes? Alright guys, well I didn't want to tell you this, but my head, I've got head cancer. So I had a headectomy, but I don't have a donor head yet.
The room with this squid, they had no reaction to the room full of treasure at all. What the hell
Oh,
was
goodness
that?
gracious. AC Black Flag made pirate treasure the best. The passive treasure gold was only a cover for artifacts that could control the fate of the world. Exactly. That's how it works.
I used part of the squid to make a pendant.
Oh, that was the thing I was commenting on earlier, the thing that looked kind of dangerous. Because imagine you fell on that. That would hurt. You ever fall on your keys? That shit's the worst.
To do if I got the chance, you know, try crafting one of my own. A keepsake from our adventure.
Can't reference much of anything past 10 years ago. Yep.
Look at that. Couldn't ask for a better
Genetic failure is gonna say anything about. Yeah, exactly. This dude who has a million things wrong with his body. Big ups, Logan. I was restreaming you there for a second, but then DSP showed up.
But now, you know what's gonna happen. Samoa Joe's gonna show up. Captain, there's too much loot to carry it out today. Rodriguez secured us a bigger freighter, so we'll aim for low tide tomorrow to load the rest. Guess there ain't much for us to do.
Yeah, Nick.
Goes against my
That's true.
instincts to leave anything behind, but Shigaki and Rodriguez.
And then when what's her name, Kat showed up, it was the last shot was fired into it. Really. My only problem is that he dropped Talgies for Epion. Epion is cool, but Talgies was Zex, in my opinion. Epi piloted Talgies 3 and the Endless Waltz, though, and his code Aim the Wind was lit. It was pretty hype.
Anything I still want to do, better get squared away. So I guess is this the finale?
Definitely the Talgies suited him. The Epion did suit him too. It's kind of hard to say.
Or this is the end. I wonder how long it takes.
It's almost like the Talgies is for Zex.
I don't know how long the finale is.
And the Epion is for Miliardo Peacecraft. Because they're the same dude, but, you know, different identities. For reasons. Miliardo doesn't wear his face mask.
Alright, let's shove off.
Who's the worst Char clone? Did G-Savior have a Char clone? I don't remember. Maybe. I should watch that movie again. It's been a long time since I've watched it.
Oh, right there, see this?
Glimmy Toto. There you go. Easy. That was fast. Glimmy Toto sucks. He's an interesting character. He's designed to suck, and he does suck. He's a complete butthole. I kept on hoping they would kill him. It'd be so easy, Rue. Just shoot him. Step on him. I don't know. Get that beam saber. Chop his ass off.
They're not even explaining what to do now.
He'll die from ass loss.
What do you want me to do?
Hey, Captain.
Guy from Seed is pretty bad too.
Good to see you, Captain. Good to have you back.
Glimmy Toto is weird because he's a character that even though he doesn't really do anything outright evil, he's kind of like DSP where he doesn't do anything outright evil, but the little things that he does adds up to make him horrible.
If there's anything you want to do, now's your last chance. Now we're good.
Yeah.
All right.
I would push that dude out the airlock. Hey Glimmy, you should check out something on the side of the ship. Check it out. I painted a giant butt on the side of the ship. Please leave the ship and look at it.
I'm looking at Nele Island now. It's as you thought. They're planning.
All right, he's outside the ship. Hit the gas. Let's leave him out here.
They'll probably start once the tide is low.
So I see. Then your fathers failed to cooperate, leaving us at a regrettable impasse.
Oh, the guy from IBO? No, Glimmy Toto is the dude from Gundam Double Zeta. From what I understand, that he was technically the first Char clone, and he's kind of not. Who was the Char clone in Double O? It was Mr. Bushido, technically, but kind of not.
Blood is thicker than water. I won't forget this. Thank you for your.
I think Team Health will get him before Team Divorce. Yeah. I just don't see them ever getting divorced. And the reason why is because they're too codependent on each other. They're two parasites that are feeding off each other. Eventually, one is going to have to die.
I only hope they surrender.
They're not going to decide to part from each other.
Sharks prefer live prey.
So we gotta fight her and her ship. Oh, cool.
Wow, that sounds hype, man.
The biggest ship in the game, I bet.
To spoil my babies.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh, definitely. They all hated each other, the one who hates.
The Queen's
making her move.
And they would screw with each other for no reason.
Never seen a sight like this before. No mistaking it. They'll be at Nele soon.
What I like about how they expand the lore in Gundam is that it helps to explain some things. And one of those things is, how did Zeon lose? And that's been a discussion of a million YouTube videos. But the reason why is, in the very first series, it's kind of just necessary, and also all the zombies are dead. But then when you get into the expanded lore of the First War, it's because the zombies were constantly screwing with each other.
We'll keep the fighting close to the island.
It's reminiscent of the Italian commanders in World War II, where they would have so much petty, childish infighting that nothing could get done. Oh, the guy who operates this airbase doesn't like this dude's tank division? Yeah, I'm not sending out air support. I don't like you.
I know what's gonna happen. You're gonna take out the queen, and he's gonna take over Madlantis.
Oh, wow.
This is his plan all
I
along.
feel like you read this.
She already knows we found the treasure.
Is that so?
Oh no. Are we gonna be okay?
Full Frontal is a Char clone, yep. And the other Char clone, the one that was kind of buggy.
Got a plan.
Yeah, he's not really much of a Char clone in the narrative
Got a
sense.
squad of boats stashed away nearby. Should be intercepting them as we speak.
Glimmy Toto sucks. I should elaborate on that.
Give the Goro Maru
Glimmy Toto is an obnoxious, stalking simp. He meets this girl, Ruluka, and instantly falls in love with her and decides, I need to harass this woman into compliance. And Ruluka could not be more clear about how she feels about the dude. She openly states stuff like, oh god, it's him, I had hoped you died, or something like that. I don't know, but I think if a girl says that to me,
Find out till it's go time.
He doesn't trust.
Sorry if I hurt your feelings.
I don't know, actually, hold on a minute.
Like it or not, the fight's
That's the kind of spicy I like. Shit, never mind, Glimmy Toto's a hero.
See your point.
Except that the way he goes about it is wrong.
I won't stop you. But in that case, the Goro Maru stays here.
I know a bluff when I see one.
Yeah.
I'm still Team Divorce, but I think they're literal roommates. He was talking about Power Wash Simulator stuff, which he wouldn't know about if not for Cat. Exactly. I imagine they barely talk. What's there to talk about?
Good point.
Her time at work? He could care nothing for that. His time at work? She could care nothing for that.
Why not?
Sure, why not? Let's do it.
Yeah, she's playing hard to get, so if I harass her enough and constantly antagonize her, she'll eventually come around to me. It's in one of those situations I always kind of wonder, well, do you realize how lame you are? You know, maybe if you were someone cool and interesting, that could work, maybe, but no, you're an obnoxious shithead.
Fight. This will be cool. That's a big ass ship.
Because how many times has that happened to James Bond, where it's like, turned down, and then a couple minutes later they say, hey, you know what, alright, you're alright. You would never do that with Glimmy Toto.
Give them my regards, dear.
At all times, you want to treat him like those dudes treated Joe Dirt in that bathroom in the beginning of the movie when they shove him to the ground. Oh shit, they're coming at you in gold cloaks.
The highest level ones I didn't do. So this should be fine.
You see me running. Tall, evil.
It is showtime, Jade. That's right, this is it.
Jade, shut up. I'm sorry, Jade. I lashed out. I apologize.
Annihilate them to a man.
Oh shit, they're armed.
Sexist?
Jared Mesa? Jared Mesa is another interesting character.
Let's go. Let's do it.
I would say that DSP, if he had to be compared to any Gundam character, he's like Jared Mesa. Now, granted, Jared Mesa had skill. Some people liked him as opposed to Zero. And he had decent competence and some ambition. But the reason why it's like Phil is that he is utterly oblivious as to why people don't like him. Yeah, I killed your whole family. Why are you mad? I didn't even do anything, dude.
Damn, I took out all of them except one already.
What?
God, damn,
apparently people are saying I'm some sort of mass murderer? Okay, whatever, dude.
Gone. Now it's lost now. Look at that volley's just firing. That's just 5 zillion.
Can I just say that the 90s for the Gundam was the same like in 2000s? GX and... Yeah, definitely. They were really firing on all cylinders there. Then what team are you on for Phil? I'm on Team Health. And the reason why is because I feel it's an inevitability with how big Cat is and how sedentary their lives are and how much of a bum Phil is. I mean, do you think that DSP encourages her to better her health and better herself in any sort of way? No. So I think it's really it's a matter of time before something breaks, literally and figuratively. And I'm not going to celebrate it. I won't cheer for it unless it happens to Phil. If it happens to Phil, it's going to be funny as hell. But if it happens to Kat, that's kind of sad because that's her husband who failed to protect her. Her husband who failed to help to alleviate their lives. I don't mind when other people are a victim of their own actions. But it kind of bums me out when people are victims of other people's actions. And I realize that kind of exonerates Kat a lot. But, I don't know, maybe I guess I just have some traditionalist views on what a husband is supposed to do. A husband is supposed to take care of his wife. And he doesn't do that. Doesn't seem to really care.
The Pirate Showdown. Absolutely ass whooped. Very nice.
Yeah, exactly, soldier. Yeah, Jared's a dumbass. I always liked beating on him in games.
Yes.
To Rufus Moniker, that's exactly the reason why he plays this game. This game doesn't require... I mean, it really doesn't. I don't think I'm being outrageous in saying that Yakuza is an easy game.
We won. Oh, look. Okay.
Oh, very cool.
Alright, probably wave 2 from multiple waves.
The cool thing, Human Centipede, is that the manga in Gundam still carries a lot of greatness. If you want some good-ass vibes, go read the manga. Read 0083 Rebellion. That manga kicks ass. They add so much stuff that's different from the anime, the OVA. And quite frankly, a lot of these editions are inherently better. The battle against those African remnant forces, those dudes who were hiding out in that mountain, it's better. It's better in the manga because they get access to a mobile armor. And so not only do you have those Zakus and Doms, which admittedly were as hype as hell as you could get, drifting around in the desert, shooting at the Albion, but then you get a mobile armor flying through the sky too, also shooting. It's hype as hell, man.
A friggin' bear and a tiger. Wow.
Alright, we got this. Just punch the tiger in the head. And the bear, negotiate with the bear. Or shoot at nothing. That's also a strategy.
Do it now.
Yeah, bring out the monkey. What are we doing?
Might as well.
The Tractor Media, probably.
Hell yeah. McCall Madness.
Where did the "you just see us running tall evil" line come from? That's from one of his famous ones about him chasing you in the woods.
Done. Fade to black.
LTG Rocks is in that one as well. Let me see if I can find it, because DSP's not getting any more interesting.
Swooping in like a buzzard for the treasure, are we? Ain't my idea of queenly.
Here it is. Okay, it's only 2 minutes and 43 seconds. DSP,
No one dare speak to
pipe down for a minute and stop saying dumb shit.
Shut your faggot ass up, you
I disavow this language.
Shut your faggot ass up. Fucking faggot ass obsessed nigga.
Alright, Dale, moving on.
How about I take my motherfucking goddamn covenant, chase you down in the middle of the motherfucking snow, you're running.
This gets pretty graphic, everyone.
You see a bunch of us in black cloaks running towards you, see me in a gold cloak. Big, tall, muscular, evil ass motherfucker running at me. First I start off like this, because I don't need my full speed to catch you. Then I see you start to speed up. Then I start speeding. Then I just go, and I just sick my whole covenant, and they're just chasing you, running at you like wolves in black capes.
Chicken legs.
That don't mean I'll be going easy on you.
It gets worse.
No.
Run, this is you, right? I'm me, this is you. Tackle you. Grab you. I call over rocks. Signal. Rocks come from behind you. I have all my covenant cloaks.
This was one of his profile pictures for a while.
Stuck like this. Just stuck, and they'll hold you there.
The best thing is seriously the best reaction in the game.
I make the snap, Rocks rips off his clothing, flops out his BBC Junior on the fucking right ass cheek on the left, while all my covenant cloaks hold you down, and he just forcefully thumps and chokes.
Again. It's so good.
Oh, is it so good, Phil?
And he just chokes you, busting you, and just humiliate you. And I command my whole cloaks to stand around you and ejaculate bust nuts all over your frozen body. While we force you to lay there and freeze in the snow, bitch ass nigga. Suck my dick. Thank you for that 14 measly dollars, too, faggot.
Good shit.
Holy shit. It's insanity.
See why Noah thinks
Actual lunatic behavior.
but you're tough.
Yeah, Graz, he's a fan.
Still here, huh, Naomi?
Exactly, Paper Thing, Lynn Hall. LTG is amusing, at least.
You were trying to buy the queen time to escape.
What I miss? A whole bunch of cool stuff?
Hey, Naomi, are you okay? You hurt anywhere?
We're not done yet.
Very toxic. But it is a certified classic. So many of his rants get continued over with different sound clips. The Cut My Fruits to Precise is another famous one. And that's one where basically... I'm not going to try and look for it right now. Basically, he illustrates a scene where he is sitting on his throne being served food by men in Speedos. And the reason why it's men in Speedos, and this is one of his direct admissions as to why he thinks this way, is that he said, "You'll all be humiliated as men serving another man fruit while wearing Speedos." And most of us would scratch our heads and say, "Dude, that's just homoerotic." But he doesn't see it that way. He sees it as a power thing.
Am I speaking to an imbecile? It's your queen, obviously.
It can't be gay if there's a power dynamic, right? I don't know, Dale. I don't think that's true. Oh, the bedtime story one? That's a fantastic one as well. If anyone wants to check that
For
one
some
out.
reason, this dude decided to start to run. Now, you know when you run, a dog's...
This is a good video because for anyone who clicks on it, because LTG basically tells a yokai story. Because the yokai stories in Japanese mythology are incredibly unhinged. It'll be, I remember one of them was something like, you know, this guy's walking along the street and a man approaches him and he bends over and shows his asshole and an eyeball pops out of it. And the man was so scared he ran away. That's a yokai story. It's silly. And so LTG makes his own yokai story about a demon who brutally assaults a man, and it's like a ghost demon. Fascinating stuff. D swallows, oh my goodness. I never know much about LTG stuff, so these little segments are special. They're fun. LTG is a fun dude.
Loud vibration.
Raymond, you louse.
Yeah, exactly. Set faces to ban. It reminds me of that thing that Bode showed me.
My doing. I've been laying the groundwork for it.
God damn it! I can't remember what I was trying to say here. Oh, the Mike Valley behind the Ross Dress for Less.
Everything you heard about the Nele Island treasure, all of that information came to you at my discretion. I controlled every tantalizing...
Like in prison with the power dynamic? Exactly, Excalibur. He figures that's real life.
And in the end, you're just...
Which, I mean, maybe, but it's weird that you would prioritize that as opposed to any other system.
What?
Which one of the systems of establishing dominance involves butt play? Yeah, let's have that one.
Anyone in your way. My best guess was that you would end up losing a little under half.
Which one of these systems of establishing a social hierarchy involves men being nearly naked giving me fruit? Yeah, that one. Let's pick that one.
Raymond, you bastard.
And at one point he describes that he wants his fruits cut to precise. And so people use that all the time to describe him. They'll say stuff like, LTG in Street Fighter 6 has his mental cut to precise.
Mark my words. Do you hear me?
LTG detractors are delightfully frustrating with their video titles because it makes it hard to find anything because all the titles don't reference things that happen in the stream particularly. Well, like, we don't have a Snorpernell for LTG. We don't. Instead, we have videos such as LTG gets booty busted in Tekken, Rogs out, throws controller, or something like that. Which, yeah, that is what happens. But they'll include a clip of LTG talking about aliens. And I would rather that be in the description, at least in some place. But then that title does kick ass.
That does sound inconvenient. I would hardly have time to deal with all of that.
Yeah, Mike Valley. Mike Valley behind the Dress for Less, the Ross Dress for Less. It's a copy pasta. But if you read it, it kind of sounds like LTG.
All for yourself. They became most aggrieved when they heard about that.
Are you insane? You planned to round up the entire
I think LTG and I've mentioned this before, but I think LTG and what's his name, H.P. Lovecraft would actually get along.
So the final fight
They could bond over their hatred of black people.
Worth $1 billion.
All right.
This is outrageous.
All your power came to you through luck and nepotism. You have no idea what
Sounds like Phil.
something.
Valili? Is that how it's pronounced? I always thought it was Mike Valley. All right. Well, shit. I sound like a fool now.
A sanctuary from petty laws and regulations. A place that light can never reach. Nuclear weapons, bioweapons, chattel slavery, organ trade, market manipulation.
Restreaming.
From making his fortune.
Really sick shit.
Dreamed of, made manifest before our very eyes. All this pirate talk and gambling for pennies has been fun, but it's time to serve a higher class of clientele. And once I do, I become...
Sounds like something Sundowner would be talking about.
A slum kid.
Did you guys know that man is invincible?
Hands and his wits. From one end of society to the other. Quite the journey. Greater than any treasure hunt, I would say.
Interesting.
No, is it? DSP has no idea what's going on.
Security gave you a warning. If you don't leave now, you'll have no other choice.
Too late. Let me say this in a childish voice.
Reconsider. This is me. I've cherished you like you're my own brother.
This Bozo the Clown chucklehead individual.
Let me show you my love, dear sister.
Saying the kind of dumb crap that would never amuse any person in any time period. Yeah, really, is there a time period of people that would have appreciated Phil in some sort of way? No. DSP would have always been hated. I think maybe early medieval period when you could throw stuff at them. They might like that. Put them in the stocks.
I don't think she's gonna swim out to sea and survive.
Yeah, you go through town at DSP's in the pillory.
What's gonna happen is they're gathering up the treasure.
He's got a bad back. You can't keep him in there long.
Against Raymond because he needs that to pay off these rich people who she used to be in cahoots
Sort of,
with.
Neil. It's kind of a fugue state. Little Shadow, it's boring as hell.
Yeah. The queen may regroup and come.
When it comes to Silverback Gorilla, if a young male trusts the winner will then... Oh, God. Maybe, Tino.
You got anything for us?
Nothing.
So he worships... Well, not... Well, I guess worship is the wrong word, but it's pretty close. He has a strong reverence towards these alien creators, by the way. This is LTG lore for people who aren't familiar with all that. He believes in ancient alien theory, but it's kind of a weird, twisted version, and of course it's sexual. Of course there's a sexual component to it. But he feels that these aliens are observing us in some way, and they're charting our progress. And the reason why aliens have never contacted us and invited us into the Grand Galactic Federation, or whatever, is that because we're not advanced enough as a species. Which isn't a bad idea. I mean, it's probably true. We're probably pretty disappointing to aliens. However, what are these things that are disappointing to aliens, you might ask? Well, Dale's got an answer for you. It's using easy mode characters on Street Fighter. That's what it is. He has gone on record saying that this is why aliens won't visit us. This is why we're not part of anything. It's because everyone picks easy characters in Street Fighter.
Yeah, he's right here.
So, my question then becomes, these aliens that are so concerned with our progress, Dale represents the greatest of humanity, and this dude's always talking about booty busting and shit. Do you think the aliens are on board with that?
Kinda busy.
I've no doubt.
Well, they might be. I don't know. I guess that's where the probing comes in. It's their own Saturn stick.
Just now, my men took Rich Island and locked it down.
I can imagine a bunch of grays. Maybe that's it. Maybe the aliens are just LTG, and he's absolutely right. So aliens abduct some dude. It's all white light. It's Mulder. It's Mulder. Mulder got abducted. It's all white light. He's completely naked, and there's an alien there in a gold cloak sitting on his throne, being served food by other aliens in speedos. And he snaps his fingers. Call over Rox. Rox comes in with a Saturn stick. It's time for the probing, Mr. Mulder. Ah, damn, no! Shit, it all makes sense now. Alright, well, Dale might be right.
I want an extreme rules match against all
Yeah, LTG thinks aliens are observing us and give two shits about fighting games. That's cool, little shell. That sounds fun.
Queen looks away for 1 minute and you try this shit? Braver than I took you for.
Yeah, right, little Shadow. They'd make a game of it.
Madlantis belongs to me now. She's nothing but smoke and debris.
Say what now?
Man, I do not care about what's happening in this game.
As we speak, the only two parties left in contention are yours and mine. Got that?
There's a lot of fun moments of LTG being extremely bizarrely weird about his understanding of science. And
things have changed, and I suggest
one of the famous cases of this that a lot of people don't actually know about outside of LTG was his response to the COVID vaccine. He was extremely pro-vaccine. And the reason why is that he didn't care about anything like why other people were advocating the vaccine. He advocated the vaccine because he was certain that it was going to give him X-Men powers.
Fuck you, asshole.
And he even kind of believed it there when he had it, because what happened is that he said that he suffered a very bizarre physical side effect to the vaccine, and that he had a prolonged erection for several hours. Which I would think you'd want to call a doctor about that. But LTG was convinced that he was mutating into a superhuman because he had a more powerful BBC. It's so dumb. It's so damn dumb. It beguiles belief, because you would think that he was joking, but this dude was dead serious. He was talking about how this is just the beginning. Once I get all my X-Men powers, I don't want to have you guys shooting missiles at me because I'm more powerful than you.
Nothing's been decided yet.
It was dumb as hell. Someone took that clip and interlaced it with clips from the original X-Men cartoon. And, you know, you have Magneto having grenades thrown at him and stuff. And he's like, don't be throwing grenades at me just because I've got powers.
I'm not here to discuss anything.
Look at his face right now. Look at his face, utter loss. There's nothing there, no money, and it's miserable no matter how much money he has in his pockets. This dude's been falling asleep all stream, too. He's so dead.
He's really got a point.
He's a very ghoulish man. Look at Phil's. He's been picking at himself like crazy. He's been sleeping and digging at himself all night.
You want to rush in and save the girl?
This is on YouTube. It should be. It's somewhere out there. If he hasn't taken it down.
For life money. Never answer to nobody money.
That is weird, Detractor Media. I heard that he was getting his old band back together. You should convince Araki to make an LTG character, or make a JoJo character inspired by LTG if he hasn't already. That would be fun because it would piss him off. LTG would get mad pissed about that. He would demand money and shit. I think it would be fun.
Wake the hell up.
The Roggernaut? That's fantastic.
He says. You've got no idea. You're both fucked in the head.
It's another great clip. I kind of want to find the picture. I gotta be careful with how I type this into Google, because I could get some pretty weird results. Hello, dear God.
Interesting.
Huh? Well, answer for that, why don't you?
What you want?
Oh man, where is
I
it?
got nothing for you. Lost my memories.
Okay.
What you want? Mad Dog of Shimano.
Damn it, I can't find it.
Legend. What a fucking
There's another fantastic rant he goes on one time, a sexual assault rant, where he talks about how basically he would use Urian powers to force you into compliance. And one of his lines is, "You will simply be forced to suck a dick." And so this dude made a fan art of that moment. Well, anti-fan art. And it's LTG with all the Aegis reflectors going around. It says, "You'll have no choice but to suck a dick." I've got to try and find it. That's why you can't type in "forced to suck a dick" on Google, because you might get some bad results.
That's what being a man is.
Yeah, they did.
This guy is a wild animal.
Now's your chance. Got a line in the sand here. Leaving that girl.
I'm trying to find it. Oh, fantastic. We can have this image up for a while.
Sure don't make you Yakuza.
Alright, I'm calling over rocks.
Makes you a mutt.
Mods, you know what to do. Spread Dio's cheeks.
Hearing me? Look at you when I'm talking to you.
I like LTG and JoJo. It seems pretty appropriate. I'm gonna try and find the other one. This is a good one as well. It's a good fan art someone made. LTG liked this fan art, by the way. It's a rare case. Of course he liked this. What am I saying?
You don't want the money?
What Majima said about crossing the line just now?
You got this one. This is the Covenant Court, and there's LTG Rocks right here. So yeah, he's this horrible monster. Just this demon on a leash for LTG to unleash upon his enemies. There's so many good ass LTG memes. Kinda don't even want to watch DSP anymore. Let's watch this. This was a good one too.
And it sounds like we're back where we started. My people
Snap my fingers. Call over Exodia.
Same cuts as we would have had before.
Spread Kaiba's cheeks.
You're no better than the bad guys.
Be quiet, kid.
LTG is the coolest, man.
Moana's gonna die unless we save her. It's the same thing.
Is anything happening on screen? I'm not watching right now.
Shut it.
What's this one?
He ain't bad.
Know Your Meme has so many good LTG memes.
Sometimes all we need is a good weapon.
I'm surprised he hasn't tried to flag this. You scrubs intend to persist in this foolishness. Love it.
I'm done listening to you.
DSP hasn't said anything this whole time.
Yo.
Oh, there you go.
Hopefully we can beat this in like a half an hour. I really hope so.
Where's the one I've been looking for this whole damn time, man? This one's pretty funny. I like this. This one's surreal humor, and I enjoy that. So dumb. And I laugh at stupid shit like this. And so my question then goes back to, how can DSP never amuse me? It's not hard to make me laugh my ass off over something incredibly dumb. But this guy, he has a dumb on another level. It's a dumb apocalypse. He irradiates you with some sort of super dumb.
That sword is fucking crazy.
Is this it?
Shark
No, this is the one where he tells you guys to do a summer
I knew a
ant.
good time was coming.
I should probably cut back to Phil until I find this image. I'm still looking for it.
We're not done yet.
Here we go. This is very topical right now. Look at this one. Hope it's not gonna be too big. Ack. All right. It says Patriarch of the Covenant family. Damn it, you guys can't see it.
Best heat in the game.
Ah, man. Oh, well. I can see LTG in a lot of anime as a villain. A lot of photoshops are of him as different anime villains.
Can't see. Got stuck into the wall.
What's some other good ones? I can't find the one. Damn it, man. I guess it's gone.
I go hook 'em. Oh, wow.
It's the one where he'll be forced to suck a dick.
So Damien says, I don't know if there's a save spot soon. There is enough for at least another half stream. So you're saying there's at least
this one's a good one. I like this one.
Over an hour. So maybe we gotta cut it. We gotta cut it. quits here.
That's fantastic. A good character design is one which can be identified by their silhouette alone.
Maybe get to the next part where we're going to have, action, and then we call it quits, and then when we resume,
All right, Phil, I'm sorry. I was actually detracting. I detracted from the joy that is ESP.
We're not rushing it. Okay.
Is this it? No, that's basically porn.
Already had
That's
this
not what I'm
scheduled
looking
for
for.
2 nights anyway, so.
Seriously? I don't want to look
You
at this
better not
anymore.
stab
I want to try and find the Dale shit.
Noah, look out!
Noah, testicle punch, testicle strike.
Oh, there you go. DSP's laying down some good-ass jokes.
Yep.
Guess I'll go to Low Tier God meme and see if I can find it this way. Almost all of it is the KYS meme, which is a fantastic meme, but there are other Dale ones that are arguably just as good.
I
like the one where they have him spinning his finger around and people say stuff like,
the sharp end of my knife.
this one here.
You're done.
This is a good one. I like this format of Dale meme.
Dad, you're okay, right? Right?
Jason.
This finger twirl and the mods, you know what to do.
He'll bleed out if you do that.
Yeah, there's certainly no
Spend the
hospital out
rest of the
here.
night looking at LTG memes.
On it.
Oh, this one's glorious. You have to see this one.
The heart.
I'm gonna start posting this one online.
I could just walk this crap off.
All right, what's going on, Phil? I'm sorry, I was busy entertaining your viewers.
For eternal life. Dying. On the hunt.
Damn it, I can't find this one.
Dying here. You got it?
This bums me out. It's super funny. It's probably gone. He takes a lot of stuff down off the internet.
Before you showed up at the bar, I might as well have been dead. Rotting away on that island. Drinking myself numb.
Nah, I can't find it. I'm down to page 4 of memes. Can't find it.
Like an old gnarled root.
Oh well, that bums me out. Moving on.
Thank you. For cutting my son free.
I can. Oh yeah, DSP just can't do LTG dumb. LTG dumb is funny but entertaining. LTG in some of his dumbest, funniest moments. I posted in the chat. Just play. What's this now? It better not be something horrifying.
Of course you will.
Oh, the full speech. The oh okay. Well, I will see your speech and raise you this.
Forgive me.
Let's get him out.
Kill yourself now. You should kill yourself now. And you're like for nothing. And you some zero proof. Kill yourself now. You should kill yourself now. And you're like for nothing. You should kill yourself now.
Fantastic, Dale. I appreciate it. Obviously, I don't advocate that.
He's helping him. I wasn't expecting that. I thought that he would have wanted to get the treasure and run off too, but he's actually helping them. Wow, the old man's actually a nice guy too. He's joined the hero's side.
It's my fault.
But yeah, the full speech is a fantastic speech. My best friend and I say it to each other all the time. I'm always kind of curious. I'm always kind of curious about how that works with the censorship or terms of service with YouTube, because obviously I don't support the things that Dale says, but they're damn hilarious to say.
Kids are supposed to have dreams. You had them, and you chased them with all you got.
Yeah, we're definitely not gonna have any overtime tonight. This dude's gonna be out the door as soon as that's over.
I won't let life do that to you.
I'm still looking for this aegis reflector meme. I don't know why it's so important to me.
I'll make sure this world's worth seeing.
This is pretty funny. I like this. It's an interesting idea. It's not as outrageously hilarious as some of these other ones, but still pretty funny.
Hang in there, Noah. Dad's gonna be fine.
The low tier God Fallout 3 poster. That's pretty decent.
That's me. Guy was too hot-blooded anyhow.
Let's see what else we got here.
You mean it?
Oh, fantastic! We got a JoJo reference on this
He's
one.
immortal.
Jason's in good hands with my brother, you know?
Another JoJo reference for you who know. Again, do not advocate this, but unfortunately, you've fallen in the range of my stand.
One man to another.
Captain.
As soon as we get to a point where there's action, you know, it'll resume from that point. We'll call it a night.
Sounds
We
good,
just gotta
Phil.
get to that
You
point.
can just end it here, by the way. I
I
don't
wanna
care.
skip cutscenes.
No one gives a shit about any of this. You know you don't.
I need you. So I don't
Oh,
wanna
this
hear any
one's good too.
step up
This is the kind of dumb shit I love, man. I could laugh and giggle to myself all day with some of these dumbass LTG memes.
I hope you don't think I'm just scared to get hit.
Mods,
Hit him just
felt
for
the
that.
troll. Yeah, exactly, Neil. He did this prolonged rant where he equated himself with Urian and said that he would do a bunch of Aegis Reflector setups that would make you be forced to suck a dick.
I'll do it.
It's unhinged as hell, but someone made a fan art of it and it's funny as hell. I can't find it. Probably just gone. This dude takes down everything funny about him.
Your orders are simple. Load the
What's
treasure
this one?
first. Save Jason and Moana next. No one deserves
Mute
the
this until
world
I
after
see
all
what's
he's
going on.
been
Oh, I don't like that. That's bad quality.
say
I got
it's
suckered
time
by
we
a
give
cool
it to
thumbnail that looks like shit.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'm not finding it. We've scrolled down so far, there's not even that much LTG stuff. We got stuff like Jim Jones saying
Welcome to
KYS and such.
Brought my treasure, huh? That you I'm seeing at the fore?
You bet. Because if I don't like what I hear from you, I plan on sinking this barge, treasure and all.
This ROG.
I always wanted to go out with a bang.
Oh, shit.
She's really worth more to you than your own life. How chivalrous.
When she's on...
See, we really... I can't end it because there's two cutscenes. So we have to wait till there's an action sequence where there's an action sequence to stop playing.
No, that was a little too inappropriate. I can't show that
What
one.
can we do? We're stuck right now. There's literally no way to stop playing a Yakuza game.
You can turn off the console
I can't
whenever you want,
stop.
DSP. Pause it and leave the console on. Who cares? You don't care about your electrical bill anyway.
Nobody gets hurt.
You don't give a shit about any of this crap.
Downright sense.
So stop pretending.
Sending the girl your way now.
What's this one? Oh, that was dumb. It's not funny. Yeah, that's about it. I'm scraping the very bottom of the barrel here.
Why did she reach out to him like that?
Don't think too deeply into things, Phil. You'll hurt yourself.
Moana! I'm so happy. You're okay,
Alright, a couple more seconds and it's gonna be give up.
They did slap her around.
Where's Dad?
There was a fight. He got hurt pretty bad.
And he was playing Super
Like you and
Smash
Tucker
Bros when he said that. What a
Taking him to the
bum.
hospital.
How important is Super Smash Bros that you're gonna tell people to end themselves? Embarrassing ass individual. This guy's a grown ass man and he says this dumb crap. That's why it'll always be funny. It's funny because it's crazy to think that a man who's supposed to be the strongest and best in the world, the smartest guy, the most excellent guy, perfect genetics, all this and that, he's the height of perfection, and he acts like a complete psychopathic fool. Yep, that's it. I reached the bottom. There's no more LTG memes. I guess it's gone. That sucks. It happens.
Hideous Gamer Minecraft is tomorrow. I'm playing it as my daytime stream tomorrow, so there'll be several hours of it coming tomorrow.
I'll lose these, alright? Keep your fingers off the triggers, boys! I feel
Yeah, exactly, Centipede. I couldn't live with it, though. I had to keep searching.
Don't get too comfortable over there. We'll be coming aboard soon.
What is LTG stand? I haven't really fully worked on what his stand would be. And it's hard not to make it something homoerotic. I gotta work on that.
Captain Majima, look at you. Cool.
Exactly, Paper Thin Glenhole. He doesn't even have anyone chat who could potentially rile him up.
Most places in the world, people
He goes around with his charisma black hole aura, and he's around people next to him get a debuff. Yeah, it's true. He can make... I think some of my worst streams, not to sound like Dark Side Phil, I guess I am using a Dark Side Phil excuse here, but some of my worst streams I felt I ever did were streams where this guy was simply too boring. Like this one right now, even though I had a lot of fun on the stream, I think this was a failure of a stream because I wasn't able to be entertaining with DSP's content. But the reality of the situation is that there's nothing here. It's a movie with DSP chiming in occasionally with something moronic. That's not even funny. I'm trying my best out here to make this entertaining. It's hard. It's really hard. That's why we went into LTG shit, because there's oftentimes no real way out of that. But DSP's content with it. He got his money. That'd be kind of cool to have the Saturn stick be the stand, because there's stands that are bound to items.
What an ending.
What would it do? I guess it booty busts you at long range. It's like a portal. It's a portal gun. It can go through the portal, and the other portal is just in your ass. Damn, that's kind of OP. Holy shit. Imagine you're fighting Diavolo, and he's doing all this stupid shit, and then you can start booty busting him from across the room. That would be what he'd want to have as his power, too.
This has only happened in like 17 of the Yakuza games before. Where he gets beat up like this.
I'll bet that missing eye makes you feel like a real swashbuckler.
Maybe the stand inhabits the stick. Yeah. The sword Anubis.
Wonder how you'll look missing both.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Got some dog in him.
It's powerful as hell if you're a monarch.
Play dead for me.
What's up? Let me see it. Send me a bunch of stuff. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You found it. Holy shit.
What the hell?
Ah, man, I didn't realize his ass was just out. Damn it. I don't know if I can show this.
Gonna regret that.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna post a link in the chat. You guys can look at it and laugh your asses off. But I'm dubious if I'm allowed to show this. Thank you, Meth Bear. I appreciate that. This was the Aegis Force to suck a deep moves the first minute or so. All right, let's check it out. Same rants as the. Is it the same rants? Man, it sounds like a completely different rant.
Say this.
Because you fantasize about me ass naked with abs chiseling and a Urian thong.
Yep.
While I committed Triant slaughter down your fucking throat.
Jesus.
While I put you in all type of Aegis reflector setups where you can't get out, you're forced to suck a dick. You're forced to get pounded in your virtual ass. Then I bust matrix juice all down your throat till you choke.
Oh my god.
Spit up everything you rubbed on. And it's just gonna erupt with green juices. And to the point, and you're just caught in eternity. You're just caught in an eternity of matrix juice erupting out of your throat. You're obsessed with me, you fucking fag. And y'all niggas can clip this. This nigga come on my stream 24/7 with a VPN, getting banned thousands of times a stream.
That's a lot of banning.
Still comes in here and sucks my dick and obsesses over me. You are a worthless bitch ass nigga. You're
all right. We're gonna cut there. Thank you very much, Meth Bear. I appreciate it that you found that. The condition for the stance to work is that he needs to keep absolute eye contact on his target. Yeah, which he doesn't mind doing.
He got his swords back.
Welcome to the table.
Forces you to burst, and then Aegis Reflector bounces it back. God, no. Some sort of Matrix juice ability. Aegis Reflector. Oh man, there's a lot of different ways you can work the stand ability.
Since this is an action sequence, it means this is where I can stop playing.
All right,
Because if you were to
cool.
lose,
That's what we've been looking forward to, Phil.
You see?
Matrix
So,
juice.
Yeah, we can stop. They're not gonna let me save, but it's fine because it auto-saved at this segment. All right, well, everyone. Finally, massive progress. We absolutely
That'd be fun for your
will
Monarch.
be finishing this when we play it next time. Probably not a whole stream, but probably like half a stream to see the end and also to see the insanely long cutscenes that are coming, I'm sure.
Well, I
that's
did
coming in
get
a couple of days, so
shoved
thank you to
on
everyone
the
who
subway while I was in Russia.
Great stuff.
And it was
Next
this
time I
old
see
lady
ya,
because
it's the
we were in the
conclusion
train
of
car
Pirate Yakuza.
and we were kind
I
of
will
jostling
see
around
you
and whatnot,
then.
you know, trains, what have you. Well, I guess I bumped into this old lady and she straight up shoved my ass pretty far away. I was rather taken aback by it.
I am totally
Because I'm a pretty big
this
dude,
on
but damn, that lady was
Wednesday
powerful.
Because again, I have it scheduled as a Wednesday night stream to
How
wrap
exactly
up.
do you beat the OP
But
ability of the
probably
Saturn
that
stick
is,
stand?
as you guys
I don't
have
know.
seen,
What's
this has
what's
been
Dale's
very,
weakness?
very rough for
You have
me
to get him to
work,
rog out,
and I'm incredibly grateful.
and he loses
obviously, to
focus.
Drew earlier, who did all of those super chats to get my to the goal, but I don't know what's going to happen on a stream that's just the finale in 2 nights. That's only like
Oh,
an
you can
hour,
do a
you know
Q&A.
what I mean?
Don't make this
It may be like, hey,
complicated,
let's
Phil.
beat it in an hour and then do an hour of chill Q&A, and hopefully some people will come in for that and support. I don't know. To be honest,
Don't
I'm just not
overcomplicate it,
sure,
man.
you know, how it's going to do. It would suck if all week we have a streak of support and all of a sudden it ends with the conclusion of Yakuza. I guess we'll have to see. Okay.
This
But,
dude's already
guys,
thinking
I gotta
about the
get out of here.
next
Obviously, it's a
scam,
bit
man.
late. Thank you for a
Damn.
great streaming day. Thanks so much for the support. Reminders, tomorrow we got a chill podcast in the morning, followed by my second session of Minecraft. Can't wait for Minecraft because it went so well last time.
Projectile
It's gonna be
spam him.
great.
He'll
Tomorrow
rog
night,
out. Yep.
Black Ops 6 multiplayer season.
Tell him
whatever
that
it
he's
is,
not
season 4 or
attractive,
5, whatever this
and
is.
he'll start
New
freaking out and
content,
looking in the mirror
right?
and
New
looking at
maps,
himself.
new
And
guns,
because
all
he
kinds
does
of
that,
fun
he breaks
stuff
eye
tomorrow,
contact, so he
all
can't
right?
use
So
the
hopefully
Saturn
join me.
stick on you.
And if we do hit the support goal on tomorrow's first stream, it is DSP
Samurai
Try
Jack
the
would not be
pickle
able to kill
menu
any
from
ninja. That's
Popeyes,
not
all right?
true.
Thank you guys.
Samurai
Have a good
Jack
night.
is a
See you in the
powerful
morning.
dude, but he's
Peace out,
not
my
more
friends.
powerful than some of the most powerful ninjas out there. Ryu Hayabusa would pull Samurai Jack's head off and then beat him to death with it like Red versus Blue. All right, that was one lame-ass stream, DSP. You really are at your best sometimes, huh? This dude was front page on Kick tonight. Front page on a Kick. Anyone who went to that stream from front page of Kick immediately recognized that DSP was a boring, lame-ass loser. So that did nothing for him. But he got his money. That's all that matters. Because it proves that you guys love his content. You loved his content. You didn't love the begging. Whatever. That's it for me tonight. Thank you so much, everyone. I might restream tomorrow. I'm thinking of skipping Wednesday because if he's going to play Yakuza again, I don't want to watch that. I'd rather watch him get shot up in Call of Duty. And even that's hardly fun sometimes. And yeah, like I said, going green. Hope to have my wife join me. And we'll figure out what game that's going to be. And then, like I said, I need to talk with Bode about what we're doing for Internet Asylum. So, I'll keep you all posted. Is there anything we learned? No, honestly, nothing. DSP didn't do anything this stream. It'd be interesting to calculate how many times he talked during this stream and how many words he said. Because he was rather silent, well, excluding the pre-stream, of course. He was jabbering his ass off during that. Outside of that, in gameplay, he had almost nothing to say. But anyway, that's it. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys get out of here because it's late and this dude is annoying. So take care, everyone. Have a fantastic night. And I'll see you when I see you.
Y'all have a great, safe, blessed day. You know what? I'm going to end this video on a really good, highly vibrational note.
Why should I allow you to talk when you don't support me? You don't give me any money to pay my bills, so therefore you're worthless to me. You don't have anything nice to say, therefore you're worthless to me. All you want to do is say snide comments, snide remarks, therefore you're worthless to me. You guys don't support me financially. You don't support me in a positive way. You don't encourage me to do great things. You don't fucking support me. So why should I support you and give you motherfucking assholes the right to say whatever the fuck you want? You don't get that fucking privilege. I won't let you have that fucking privilege. You want an opinion on this channel? Then donate some money. Put up with shut up. You want the right to talk on this channel? You want privileges? Then start paying my bills, motherfucker. Until you start paying my fucking bills, then you don't have the right, you don't have the privilege or the authority to say whatever the fuck you want on my fucking channel. Because I won't give you the privilege. Because if you're not supporting me monetarily, then you're fucking worthless to me.
Take care and be blessed, all of you. And may you find great light, power, and goodness within yourselves and redeem yourselves and just get out of the toxic minority. Period. Be with the majority and be good.
Get a 60-day supply of the platinum.
No? I'm gonna say somebody in Russia just died, and no other just died with that second gunshot. Somebody really toxic. Maybe Putin died by his own sword. Anyway, we have cleared the air. Everything is good. All of you take care and have a blessed, safe day and night.